Hi guys, good evening all. Welcome back to the live stream. कैसे हैं आप सब? Good evening all. I song बंद करना था. Perfect. Hi, Fartin, welcome to the stream.
Get down to the baseline.
यार कितना ऐड है? Hi Jerry, welcome to the stream. कैसे हैं आप? Good evening. कितना ऐड भाई?
Matters is her
True.
passive. What matters is how fast she can rotate with those lane clears. But the biggest impact has gone to our
मिजोरम और
Aurora because
असम का
her
वो था ना
passive
ये
speed was
ओके
reduced. Her second skill cooldown was also reduced. So that is a major nerf on the team
गाइस
because
रुको मैं
second
पानी
skill
लेके
is
आई
one
मैं
of the
पानी
CC
लेना
which
भूल
you
गई
require, and that's what you play her for, right?
Yep, definitely. I mean, it
वेट
is one of the most
आई
annoying
मैम
skills that you can face off against, mainly because of the fact that it can disrupt any form of skill that you have as well. So it's going to be interesting if people are going to still prioritize Aurora because, the metas you have been casting, we've noticed that Auroras have been performing a little bad lately. Not in the sense that they have played bad, but in the sense that they're going off against the Sicilian, which is, I think, at that point, kind of a giving it away. What do you think? Like at this point, I think Sicilian is much better.
Well, he has always been better, Ray. I mean, the way he can
True.
scale off infinitely, and especially with the sanguine claws. If you
आ गई मैं
notice, the tip of those sanguine claws is where
बस
the enemy
मौज
doesn't
में
have the vision.
आपके
So if you just
हाल
use it
बताए
properly,
आज भी
you
वॉच
would just
पार्टी
take them
यस
by surprise.
वॉच
And
पार्टी
now, when
आज
you have
भी
that 18%
या कल
mana
का
regen,
मूवी
of
कितना
course,
हॉरर था
but
जेरी
he's getting
और ये देख लो
currently,
अमित और
he will
ऐश
be
को
getting picked up left and
इतनी
right, and
हॉरर
so
मूवी
he
चल
will
रही है उनको
receive that
नींद आ
nerf
रही है भाई
maybe.
भगाते
But
हैं
then again, Ray,
भगाते हैं थोड़ा
let's forget about the mid lane.
Your predictions are right. They just go in for
His ultimate right, he can actually just escape.
what Team Assam is going to put because if you look at that, their main contenders are the Sicilian and Akai who will be stopping explosions. And they know it. Maybe they're planning ahead. They're 2 steps ahead and thinking about game 2 and game 3. Not really. They're just testing it out, so it's gonna be interesting so far. But other than that,
ओके
the draft has been finalized. And ladies and gentlemen, I welcome you to the land of dawn. This is Northeast Cup, the state of Mizoram and the state of Assam going off against each other in this best of 3 series, trying to get a point into the Swiss brackets. Both teams don't have a point yet, so they're gonna be contesting it out. I'm gonna be your caster, Ray, and my analysis. Sorry,
ठीक
I
है
slip out sometimes, but it's okay. I have Asiya with me on the caster's desk, and this is going to be fun and interesting because both teams have quite of an interesting draft, and we're seeing a little bit of poking happening on the mid lane. Other than that, nothing much so far. But Asiya, Beatrix
Yeah.
has a short range. That is a good point you brought up. But the new Malefic gun, it increases your range permanently.
सॉरी
Let's see if she goes in for that. But then once again, if we see the say, Mizoram has a actually a better early game if you ask me, and at the same time Suyu is a hero who needs that snowball. If you're
Mhm.
not able to snowball, he kind of becomes weak, but if you're able to snowball the game, no one can stop him. So I think Team Mizoram might be looking for such snowball, Ray.
It's very, very much possible. They just want the snowball happening and give the opportunity to prime as much as possible. But it's gonna be interesting. And right now, top lane almost Akai almost got taken down. But imagine we'll be retreating so far, and Harit getting zoned out really bad. I think he might get taken down. He's trying to retreat. He does have to purify. He's getting pushed away, really not giving him the gold, and he has to retreat. And bot lane as well. Gotot might be in a little bit of a corner.
Oh,
He's taken down. First blood on the hands of that was a little bit of a bad decision on the hands of Team Assam. I think that was an overextension, but the turtle is up. Beatrix looking a little bit low. We'll have to see what will happen in the turtle fight so far.
I think Mizoram has taken a while not to let Harit farm, because just look at that. Our tank is right there in the top lane. Meanwhile, the turtle has already spawned towards the EXP lane. I think they are not planning to contend
Oh,
unless. Oh,
Oh bhai.
Sicilian already popping up his bat piece, doesn't have it on the turtle fight. The turtle is already up. Bane is trying to look for an opportunity, but the Nether Realm is coming in as well. Tiger pushing in. Suyu
अरे अरे
securing the
अरे
turtle
अरे
for
अरे
himself. The piranhas are
ओहो क्या
coming in,
सुयु
but
का
Venom gets
डैमेज है।
taken
मुझे
down.
एक चीज
And so
समझ
far,
नहीं
the
आती यार, ये
side
लोग
of
सुयु जैसे हीरोज
Team
ओपन
Assam,
क्यों
they're falling
रखते
a
हैं?
little bit behind in the early phase, just
मुझे
like you
एक बात
mentioned.
बताओ,
The Suyu snowballing quite hard.
सुयु जैसे
well,
हीरोज
true, and I
ओपन क्यों
think
रखते
they
हैं
know
ये
what to
लोग?
do. They are planning it up pretty well.
When you know
And
very
the
well कि
Netherrealm
ये
was
हीरोज
kind of
हेडेक
wasted on
करेंगे,
one person, but then again,
then
Phobius
why?
is the hero you need in the front lanes, right? And saving him is like just saving that space and time for your team to dish out damage, to dish out that CC. And now, with the scoreboard of 2-0 and the 2k core lead on the side of Mizoram, they will be snowballing the game unless Assam decides to. Oh,
And so far, they're just doing a little bit of poking. Might look for an engage because it is very unpredictable. The Seguin claws do connect, but so far, the state of Assam, they're not really looking in for an engage. Perhaps they want a little bit of map control. Other than that, this is still too early to decide because it's still 2-0. So it's going to be interesting what will happen later on.
well, true, and like Assam is just resting all their hopes on the Sicilian because he will be scaling off pretty well. Also, the Harith who will
Hello
also be
General,
scaling
welcome to
from the
the
mid
stream.
game.
How's
So
you?
right now we are seeing them getting pushed back just like that, but it won't be there for long, Ray.
And looks like they're trying to contest into the bot lane. Phobius does jump in like the kangaroo he is, lowering out Venom as well as Deadly. They are going in for the engage. They want the kill, but two Revitalize is being popped up. And so far, no casualties on the board yet. Both of the teams trade a little bit of HP and they did retrieve. Nothing much.
I mean, if you notice once again, like you need Sicilian and Harith to die, right? But those are the
Yeah.
two people with the Purify right there. But I
Oh,
think
implosion play in the mid lane, but the heavy spin is connecting as well. The bat feast being opened up. Zaman Force is connecting as well, trying to use up the chrono dashes. The Nether Realm is on the position as well.
बहुत
The
बड़ी
piranhas are
गलती
coming
की ये
in.
लोग
Bane
ने,
wants to secure a kill, but I
Phobius
think
and
Phobius
Suyu
might
open
have dived in a
छोड़
little
के.
bit too deep in. AOT doesn't connect into anyone, but killing spree on the win, but he gets taken down.
वही
Double kill
दोनों
for
हेडेक
Harith.
बन रहे हैं अभी.
And Asuya giving 2 kills to a gold laner, that might be a little bit too much, but look at the top lane. The Beatrix getting the gold shield completely to herself.
well, I mean, both the gold laners performing really well. Prime knows that he doesn't have that early game advantage right now. But just look at Harit already with the Stallion Scythe in hand. The amount of damage, the amount of gold he just received with those two kills is amazing.
Absolutely, and I think Win got a
Hello,
shutdown as
where are you
well.
from? I'm
So that
from
is not
Mumbai,
something good of
Maharashtra.
a trade on their
Welcome to
hands
the
so far.
stream. How's you? आपका
Well, true.
स्वागत है.
And right now, I think they might be looking for the gold blue buff. But
नमस्कार.
Okay,
अरे अरे
Implosion does
अरे अरे
connect,
अरे,
but it's on
क्या
a double
डैमेज है
caster,
गथुत
so it
कच्चा
doesn't
का?
really matter that much. Sicilian does use up the bat piece, the top lane though. Phobius trying to
ओहो,
dig it out with 3 people, but Bane is on the position. He secures a kill into
वन
Phobius,
वी थ्री
now
ज्यादा नहीं
giving the
कर सकता
opportunity for
है
Dusty Mizo to do
फोबियस.
anything. And so far, the side of Team
1v2 फिर भी
Assam, they're making a little bit
अंडरस्टैंडेबल
of a
है.
comeback. There's a lane switch happening though. Beatrix goes to the bot lane.
गया टॉप.
Oh, well, very
नहीं बच गया.
nice. A trade, if you ask me, because she has almost pushed the top lane turret right now. They just need to take down the bot lane turret. A really great macro play, if you ask me.
A great macro play indeed,
दोनों
but
ने
Suyu, he
retribution
really
मार दिए
wanted to
दोनों ने.
defend that turret, tried to go a little bit deep, but does retreat. Oh, Bane might be next on the chopping block, but he retreats because he has the movement speed. And the side of Team Mizoram, they also decide to not overcommit, and they just retreat. But oh, is the damage of Sicilian enough? What's your opinion? You just saw the bad impact, right?
Yeah, I mean, people just don't realize, and they say that Sicilian lacks the early game, but he packs punches right from the start, right? As a player of Sicilian, I have seen if you just use him correctly, he can be really valuable
हेरित पे गैंक
also
हो
in
रहा
the
है.
early game.
ना
But then
रिट्रीट
once
हो गए.
again, both the teams are looking for the macro game playing engage,
Oh,
and
what a
just look at that.
crazy damage.
Family problem almost got taken down, but the nether realm being popped off as well. AOG doesn't connect into anything but the side of Assam. They're trying to engage into Dusty Mizo. He just pops up their ults. Heavy spin used up as well. Both teams just using up their resources left and right. Suyu looking in for an engage. Akai does go in, and Hardest with the chrono dashes, but Phoebus does jump on top of him. Wants a kill on his hands, but I think he's a little bit biting off a little bit more than. But oh my god, Team Mizoram secures double kill for Prime, as well as Suyu securing a kill on his hands as well. Even the turtle, that went a complete 180 as Team Mizoram, they are back in the driving seat again.
अरे यार, ऐड कितना आता है? स्किप वाला भी नहीं है, देखना ही पड़ेगा. पॉन्स स्किन. ओके. भाई स्किप करने वाला ऐड दे दो, इतना बड़ा बड़ा ऐड तो मत दो.
Right, I think there was a miscommunication from the side of Team Assam because Sicilian
हु
was
इज
smoking at
विनिंग?
that point, right?
मिजोरम
Oh,
लग
but
रहा
look
है
to the
कि
Bane.
जीतेगी. अच्छा परफॉर्मेंस
There is
कर
an
रही है
implosion
मिजोरम. बाद
and
में
just
वेलकम टू
put
द
down.
स्ट्रीम क्लिप देख हाथ
I
से.
mean, what were you doing there all alone, getting caught up between three people? Moreover, you are the jungler. You don't need to be like that. And then I think finally Mizoram has snowballed the game. They will be continuing the same. And in that team fight, there was a kind of miscalculation or miscommunication, right? Because uh, Cecilian was only poking, right? But then
Mhm.
um, everyone kind of went in and just to at once for you, but they forgot that they do have to face off against the phobias, and he did his job perfectly, providing that space, providing that time. And meanwhile, the bombardment coming, that follow up from the Beatrix was so beautiful, taking everyone to such low HP. Then Suyu, who was actually running away, was the one securing those kills.
And so far, if this keeps on continuing, they might be able to end the game soon for the state of Mizoram. But at the same time, they are in the rush
गेम
because
नहीं
they have
खेलते.
a clock running. They
वॉच
have a
पार्टी
ticking
चालू
clock
है,
running,
कहाँ
and it
से
is
गेम
the
खेल पाऊंगी
Sicilian.
मैं?
If they take too long and this game goes on to 12 plus minutes, that Sicilian is going to
हेलो पिंकी
hit
दी, कैसे हो आप?
Prime
मैं पढ़ी,
so
आप
hard
कैसे
that
हो?
they
गुड
might not be able
इवनिंग.
to recover from it. Because I don't think
गुड इवनिंग.
Beatrix
गुड
would be
इवनिंग.
able to easily go in. So yeah, they have a ticking clock and they have to make sure they end fast.
And one more thing, if you notice right here from the side of Team Assam, they actually do not have a team, initiator. Of course, they do have the Akai, but they will be saving the heavy spin for the implosions, right? Meanwhile, from the side of Team Mizoram, they have an implosion. They have Dusty Mizo and that Phobius who will always be in the front lines.
यस
So I
मोदी जी,
think they
वेलकम
have
टू
that
दिस स्ट्रीम. वॉच
offensive
पार्टी इज
craft who
गोइंग
can
ऑन.
actually decide when to go in for those engages. Meanwhile, Team
नमस्कार,
Assam
कैसे हैं
is
आप?
on the defensive side with a more defensive build, especially when it comes to the early and the mid games.
Yeah,
आई थिंक
absolutely.
मिजोरम
And so far, there
जीत
might be an
जाएगी.
implosion play coming
उन
in.
पे
The
काफी
family
अच्छे
problem
हीरोज है
trying to
यार.
bait out the heavy spin, and there we go. The
फरामिस
implosion is
मेज
still on his
है,
hand, but the heavy
टिग्रियल
spin,
है,
Akai doesn't
फोबियस
have it.
है,
And right now,
सॉरी
Team Assam, they
हाईएस्ट
cannot
फोबियस
contest
है,
this, because if they do, there is an implosion gonna come, and Akai won't be able to
एंड
save up. And
सुयु
there we
भी
go,
है.
a free lord, no contestant so far. And I think
नाइट बोर्ड
Team
ने मेरे
Assam,
को
they just have
तो
to
हेलो
play
नहीं
a
किया
lot more
क्योंकि आपने
defensive
हेलो
if they
लिखा ही
want
नहीं.
to win,
आपने हु
because
इज
they
विनिंग
have to
लिखा.
come for, they have
अगर
to
आप हेलो
Sicilian.
हाय
But
लिखते
I
तो
think
ज़रूर वो आपका
it
वेलकम
might
करता.
be it might
बट
be too
मैंने तो
late. What
आपका
do you
वेलकम
think?
किया
Like,
ना.
is it too late? like late for them to depend on Sicilian, or Sicilian can do and pull up some magic. But we'll have to wait and see, I guess.
Well, Sicilian
Hi
gets
Nana
around
ji,
100 stacks
hello
every 6 minutes
Omkar,
into the
welcome
game.
to
So
the
right
stream.
now he
Good
must be
evening,
around
कैसे हैं
180
आप?
or something. They might wait till Sicilian gets into the 18 minute, because around that he will have a lot of stacks and
Long
he will
time no
be even
see.
ignoring the magic defenses. But I don't think so that they are actually in the position to save up, because they're just getting taken down one by one, especially Dusty Mizo and
Jay
Xavier
Khan,
are
welcome to the
doing a really
stream.
great
I'm a new
initiation.
member. क्या बात है? Welcome
Yeah,
to the
family
stream.
problem
आपका
is creating
स्वागत है.
the
कैसे हैं
problem
आप?
for them. A Purify baited out from
Good evening.
Sicilian. That is, I think, a good trade because Purify has a
क्या
75%
लगता
pull
है चैट आपको?
on its scale. But
मिजोरम
oh, it's
जीतेगा
a little bit of
या
cooking game so
आसाम?
far. The Lord does come in
ब्लू
the bot
जीतेगी या
lane,
रेड?
and the Holy
क्या
Shields are
लगता है?
popped off as well. Sicilian uses up the Bat Feast, just trying to poke as much as
बताओ.
possible, trying to clear out the waves. They want to manage it as much as possible. They don't want to lose the
शॉर्ट लाइव
inhibitors, and I
आज.
think the side of
हाँ
Mizoram
एक दिन
will
शॉर्ट
also be
एक दिन
retreating. And
लैंडस्केप
so
ऐसे
far, I think
मूड
they
के
have pulled up a
ऊपर.
good defense, but the
आज दिल
question
किया
is,
शॉर्ट
can
स्ट्रीम
they
करने का
defend
इसलिए
the
शॉर्ट
Luminous
स्ट्रीम
Lord?
कर दिया.
And will Sicilian scale up that much in that later phases?
I really believe that it need to wait up for the Sicilian and also for the Harriet, because Harriet was doing an absolutely amazing job. But then again, the game kind of got snowballed. And if you notice, the role of Kaja in the team fights is not much, because if you've seen, I'm not
Mhm.
seeing any
True.
AOTG connect onto
आई एम
anyone.
welcome
He's
to
not
the stream.
initiating those team fights.
मस्त.
And this is what
आपका क्या
happens
हाल है?
when you
मैं भी
trade off a
मस्त.
Suyu for a Kaja,
मैं भी
especially
मस्त.
when he was actually nerfed Ray.
Indeed, but there might be a team fight coming. Heavy Spin connects into Family Problem, but there is a Nether Rail connecting as well. AOG being used up defensively. Beatrix secures a double kill onto Venom, as well as Scarecrow, and 3 bodies down in the Land of Dawn. As Team Mizoram, they're completely up, not a single casualty, and they might be trying to push up a few inhibitors, but Sicilian, he's still up alongside Gatot Kacha. But will it be enough? Will it be enough to defend this? Because there's a whole barrage of the Team
ब्लू
Mizoram
जीतेगी.
coming in. Look at them. They're going
हाँ मेरे
in.
को भी लग रहा
Sicilian
है.
doesn't survive it.
9000
The
गोल्ड के
main
साथ आगे है
contender,
ना वो
it's
लोग.
down. And the base, it's up. It's completely naked.
आप
Bane
डायनामो के
does
साथ
revive.
खेल
He's trying
चुकी
to
हो
come
ना?
up. Look
हाँ
at the
जी
barrage coming in from
बिल्कुल.
Beatrix as well. They
जीतेगा
want to go in
कोई
for it.
ना
They
कोई
want to
तो
end it. The
जीतेगा
team fight is
बिल्कुल.
still
माय
up.
हार्ट
Right,
वेलकम टू द स्ट्रीम. बहुत
right now,
प्यारा नाम है
killing
आपका.
spree on the hands
माय
of
हार्ट
Win.
नाइस.
Faden is
यस
also
यस
trying to
मैं
provide
खेल
a lot of
चुकी हूँ
utility,
डायनामो
but I think
जी के
Team
साथ.
Assam will be able to pull up a
मोबाइल
defense.
लेजेंड.
But look at that. The side of Team Mizoram, they're relentless. They don't want to go back home. They want to scare the Scarecrow. They want to take this base down because Sicilian,
गया
he's the main
भाई
guy who's down.
आसाम.
But he's
आसाम
up
फर्स्ट टर्न
right at
गया.
this point. Their piranhas are
मिजोरम
coming
जीत
in.
गई.
Oh, the heavy
ओ
spin is connecting
हो
as well.
हो.
Beatrix does use up the barrages.
ओ
Wind and Cloud coming in as
नाइस
well.
अल्टीमेट.
Oh my god,
ओ
another real on the
ओ
field.
भाई
So much damage left and right.
खत्म.
Sicilian taken down. Win takes down Akai as well.
4v3
Tiger also
सिचुएशन.
falls. Only 3
शिश
people left
कैसे
defending.
डिफेंड
And
होगा
right
बेस?
now, the side of Mizoram, they're just waiting it for a wave which is coming in from the top lane. And I think they will be able to end it. Only 3 people left for a defense. 4
नहीं
might be
होगा
going
नहीं
in.
होगा. गया
And
गया गया
I
आसाम
think
गया.
game 1 will be secured. What's happening? How did they pull off that defense? How is that even possible? They defended it.
लाइव है क्या?
Team Assam, they pulled off a great defense, but their bodies are still falling. They're still fighting.
अरे
They are
लेते
doing
क्यों नहीं है
their
बेस ये
absolute
लोग?
best.
या
Bodies are
लॉर्ड
coming
लेंगे
back
क्या?
and left and right. They pulled off a defense. How did they do it? Assam, they survived.
Ray,
हाँ
if you
शायद लॉर्ड
notice that
लेंगे.
Akai died 4 times and revived in
Oh
that
my
team
god.
fight, that's how much that was overextended right there.
मैं
And
भी
yet they
मोबाइल
were able
लेजेंड
to
खेलता
defend.
हूँ मगर
Really,
नूब प्रो
really
कुछ नहीं होता
a
है.
new thing
जय
which I
खान
saw in
जी.
the game. You
जो
can
भी होता है
always
एक्सपीरियंस
expect
होता
such
है.
things to happen, but then
नहीं नहीं तो
now
मैं
I
भी
think they
ऐसे ही
should
खेलती थी
stay at
जैसे
their
अभी
base,
आप लोग
try to
खेलते हो.
defend it, because they
लेकिन
are
टाइम
way
के
too far
साथ
behind in the
मैं
gold lead. Look at that,
एक्सपीरियंस प्लेयर हो
35
गई.
45k, a
आपको भी
10k
टाइम
gold
देना
lead.
होगा मोबाइल
No
लेजेंड
wonder
को
your mouth
कि
is
मोबाइल
falling
लेजेंड
into pieces.
खेलने में
And
आपको
this
बड़ा
lore,
मजा
I
आएगा.
think, once again will be secured by the side of Team
गाइस
Mizoram
बाय
as
द
they're
वे
trying to
आपको
fight once
ट्यूटोरियल वीडियो
again, right?
चाहिए क्या मोबाइल लेजेंड का? मुझे
And look
बताओ.
at that.
मैं उस पर काम
The
करूंगी आप
piranhas
लोगों
being
के लिए.
used by Bane to push off. Actually, it's the sharks because he's using a different skin. But I think this Lord will not face any competition. And this time, I think it would be the end because I don't think Team Assam can pull off another defense because that took so long. Like every second, It felt like it was about to end. No, Akai is back. He pushed back, then he died again. He come back, he died again. It was a funny thing, and this is what I love about tournaments. Really interesting plays, but so far the Lord will be coming in a few seconds. 15 minutes, 15 seconds, and I don't think Assam will be able to defend this one.
I don't know, they might even be, but at the same time, one thing that Sicilian Sanguine Claws were connecting pretty well in the early game, but now I do not see him trying to target the Beatrix. I mean, bring her close with the Sanguine Claws and just do attacks from the first kill will be able to take her down, but he is getting targeted, especially by the Suyu, quite a lot.
And the Lord is in the base. Conceal play is coming in. The Piranhas, the Sharks being used up. Barrage is coming in as well. The Lord is
ओ
into the base. And I
भाई
think, oh, heavy spin in the map. Beatrix is going in for the base. And
खत्म.
this time, Team Assam won't be able to pull up a defense because game number 1 goes to the state of Mizoram. What a heavy
Nice, well
contention
played.
happening because I think Assam did a really, really like it was the best defense of their lifetime because
थोड़ा
you
भगाते
see
हैं. नहीं दीदी, मेरे टीममेट्स नूब्स है. अच्छा, टीममेट्स टीममेट्स तो हमको भी वैसे ही मिलते हैं, लाइक ट्रोलर्स ज़्यादा मिलते हैं, है ना? तो आप एक काम कर सकते हैं. पहली चीज़ तो आप मेरा डिस्कॉर्ड सर्वर ज्वाइन कर लीजिए. वहाँ पे आपको प्लेयर्स, अच्छे अच्छे प्लेयर्स मिल जाएंगे मोबाइल लेजेंड खेलने के लिए साथ में. और दूसरी चीज़, फ्रेंड्स के साथ खेलना चालू करो मोबाइल लेजेंड्स. तो फ्रेंड्स के साथ मज़ा आता है खेलने में. ऐसे थोड़ा रैंडम्स के साथ हेडेक हो जाता है.
which has not really got much of an
माइक खा गए क्या रे?
up adjustment, which won't really
कैसे इतना
but
जोर
we'll
जोर
have
से
to
बोल
see.
रहे हो?
We'll have to see because the first 3 priority picks are up. But this time, Mizoram though, they went in for the Valentina. What do you think about that?
Wait, first of all, I want to say that whichever hero I start playing is the one who gets the nerf.
मुझे
And
सर्दी हो
this
रही है.
time, it is the Khalid because I was actually spamming him in the ranks. And then once again, I think Team Assam has that kind of thought that Yusong actually can, counter the Khalid because when he starts healing, he
Decent,
can
yeah.
use the knockup. So
Yes.
maybe they're going in for that. A great thought, if you ask me, but then again, comes to how they're able to execute the same. But then, once again, picking up a Valentina from the side of Team Mizoram, Amici does have the Black Dragon, or I think this might even be due to two reasons. First of all, two queens were
थोड़ा
in the
भगाते
tournament
हैं.
after the brutal
और गुनिवर पिक
Battlefield,
बहुत
his
टाइम
scalp
बाद
Queller.
दिखी है टूर्नामेंट लॉबी में. क्या बात है?
Guinevere though.
नेवर सीन गुनिवर पिक इन
Athena,
टूर्नामेंट.
Asamia.
in the tournament after the
मैं अपने
Really, really
भाई
good
लोगों के
options, but
साथ
we can
खेलता
discuss
हूँ.
about the draft later on because, ladies
वही
and
लोग
gentlemen,
का
welcome to the
बात कर
land
रहा हूँ.
of
अरे
Dawn.
अरे
This is going to be game
अरे
number
अरे
2
अरे अरे.
between Team Assam versus Team Mizoram.
मैं
On to
बोलूँगी
his best of 3
आप
series in the Swiss brackets. Mizoram has
डिस्कॉर्ड
secured
ज्वाइन
1
करें और
point on their
हमारे साथ
hands
खेलना
in
शुरू
this
करें.
best of 3, and we'll have to see if they're gonna do a
ऐसे
clean
हमारे
sweep
साथ भी
or
होता है
this time
यार.
Team
कभी
Assam,
कभी हम
they
भी
have
बहुत
their
लूज
head up
करते हैं, कभी
high
कभी एक
and
साथ में
clear,
बहुत विन
and they
करते
might
हैं.
be giving us a
तो
game number
इट्स
3. So
पार्ट
with
ऑफ
that,
गेम.
Asaya, you know, we
चिल
have
के लिए
the
खेलो.
honored
एक
ones,
चीज़ मैं आपको
Hojo
सजेस्ट
Satoru
करूँगी.
on the land of Dawn, as well as Athena.
एक चीज़ मैं आपको सजेस्ट करूँगी. अगर आप फन के लिए गेम खेल रहे हैं, चिल के लिए गेम खेल रहे हैं, तो फॉर श्योर आपका विन होगा. बट अगर आप सिर्फ जीतने का गोल लेके या लोड लेके खेलोगे तो फॉर श्योर लूज़ होगा. क्योंकि मेरे साथ ये खुद के साथ हो चुका है. मैं जब भी गेम मोबाइल लेजेंड लोड के साथ खेलती हूँ, विन रेट को लेके खेलती हूँ या विन को लेके खेलती हूँ, तभी मैं ज़्यादा से ज़्यादा हारती हूँ. तो फ़न के लिए खेलो, चिल के लिए खेलो तो विन होगा. मेरा मेरा सजेशंस है क्योंकि मैंने एक्सपीरियंस किया है. मैं तो 10 मैचेस लूज़ कर चुका हूँ. वही तो बात है, सब करते हैं लूज़.
Alpha should have been a little bit more careful. Honored
लूज़ विन
one.
सब करते हैं, कोई बड़ी बात नहीं है.
The Alpha, and so far 2-0 on their hands. Team Assam this time going in a little bit of a more better position. And Guinevere though, she might get taken down here. She,
ओ
oh
अरे
no, that
भाई.
missing attack just flew in, it took down Imagine. But one thing I would really, really like to mention is that I think Imagine, like that day with Halcott, he performed much better than playing Tigreal. I think this is the playstyle that Team Assam should go for. Let Imagine play the offensive roam and give him the opportunity because I think Guinevere is performing quite well right now.
Well, yes, because she does have the second skill for the airborne effect, and even though the airborne did get nerfed, but Guinevere did get all those buffs, and it's Imagine on the offensive, he will be doing great because we did see him yesterday onto that Hellcut robe performing really well.
Oh, look at the engage the
Oh,
remaining Sandstorm does connecting to Kev. He's get taken down. Suyu is into the battlefield. His Kelf Queller is coming in, but Yuzong, he's a little bit hungry. He wants to take down the people. Valentina in the midst of three people. Alpha charging in with the spear,
oh,
but
क्या
will get
डैमेज था
taken
ये?
down. The honored one with the hollow purple and double kill. Scarecrow a double kill. 4 men down. What a trade! Team Assam playing so much better. Is this buff hero thing? Or is Team Assam just playing much better this time?
Maybe
अच्छा
it
खेल
was
रही
their
है.
comfort fix, so they're able to play it better this time. But then once again, Mizoram, they have the plan in mind. Because
ओह,
although
गया
just look
गया
at it
गया.
once again,
हाय व्हाट्सअप, क्या हाल
Oh,
है? हाल
Kev.
चाल
The
बढ़िया
force
बढ़िया.
field does
प्रीतम
help
कैसे
him,
हैं आप?
but
लॉन्ग
it
टाइम नो
won't be
सी.
enough to look at the
हेलो
taunting
बैंगन,
coming in
वेलकम टू
from
द स्ट्रीम.
Faden.
गुड इवनिंग.
Just the
कैसे हैं आप?
recalls, but he will just be retreating. And I think Kev, he has to be a little bit more
गुड
safe,
इवनिंग चैट.
especially this Chao family problem, really creating problems for his family. I mean, his team.
um, yeah, true. But then once again, Mizoram does have
सही.
that early game
ग्रेंजर
composition,
रिवैम्प हुआ
and
है
they're
ना,
using up
वही
that
अभी खेल
opportunity
रहा
which
हूँ
they have. I
क्लासिक
mean,
में.
just look at those
आपको
two
ग्रेंजर
people
अच्छा
trying
लग
to
रहा है
just
खेलने
invade
में?
the buff,
क्योंकि
not
हम लोग
letting the
को
Suyu
रिवैम्प के
farm.
बाद वो
I mean,
ग्रेंजर
they
थोड़ा
know that they
अजीब
do
हो
not
गया है.
need, they need to
रिवैम्प से
prevent
पहले वो
Suyu
कुछ
from
अलग था.
snowballing, and maybe
पता नहीं
that is
उसको
why
रिवैम्प
they're
क्यों
being so
किया.
aggressive with
मजा
their
आता है क्या
picks.
ग्रेंजर खेलने को?
Like literally a
कोई
good
मॉड नहीं है.
use, but then
ना जी
again,
ना,
they
कोई
should
मॉड नहीं
use
है.
the priorities better
मॉड,
because
हमारे
they are
मॉड
also kind
लेट
of
लतीफ़
dying,
आते
not
हैं.
trying to take down our jungler or even the
ओह
savior.
हो.
Oh, look at the top
गया
lane
गया
though.
गया
A
गया.
great wave the dragon connecting into Imagine, taking him down, but the Dawn of Light comes in. Scarecrow goes in as well, taking down win on the Khalid. Brilliance being used up as Valentina copies up I am you with Lunox's brilliance on her hands. Not a useful ultimate, but a positive trade on her hands. But so far, bot lane, Yuzong is trying to push in. And right now, 7-5 score. The goal lead still on the hands of Team Assam so far.
Mizoram are doing a great job with those pickups, but then this is the third time them dying due to the skill combo coming from the side of Xavier. So maybe first they need to lock down or pick off Xavier first because if you're going in, you need to retreat back to right. I mean, it's okay if you're taking one kill, but at least don't give away, trade it for a three instead.
Yeah, and look at the bot lane. The damage coming in from Yuzong is absolute insane. He almost took down Khalid,
हेलो
but so
ऐश,
far
वेलकम टू
both of
द
them
स्ट्रीम. कैसे
Decathlon,
हैं
60
आप?
plus sports,
अरे
6,000 plus
कितना
products.
ऐड आता है भाई.
trying to retreat, trying to not engage that onto the turtle, and I think Alpha will not be coming in for any
स्पैम
competition. Yep, and they
अटैक
secure it
हो
without any
चुका
issues.
है
But the knockup
उसका.
is connecting
हाँ,
into
वो
Khalid. He
कंटिन्यू
might
अभी
be next to
स्पैम
the
करता
chopping
रहता है ना
block, and he
ग्रेंजर.
indeed is. He gets chopped in. Khalid really suffering from the nerf perhaps because
यही
the
हूँ
nerf on
लेकिन कुछ काम
the
कर रहा
damage
है. अच्छा
reduction
अच्छा,
is
ओके.
really affecting him. He's not that tanky, but the top lane, they do lose out a turret, a good bit of map control, and Suyu will just be retreating.
I mean, Khalid need to be careful. Moreover, he was kind of alone right there. So of course you
Hmm.
cannot actually, even if you didn't receive that nerf, how much damage can you actually tank up? But look at that!
Oh, a great wave the dragon connecting, but Guinevere trying to knock up, but Kev gets taken down. Guinevere does retreat, uses up the flicker though. A huge waste of resource, as well as the fact that their mage just got taken down, but a little bit of more map control on the hands of Team Assam as well. 1-for-1 tower trades, bot lane and top lane.
I mean, the macro gameplay
ये
coming
बार
from the side
असम
of Team
अच्छा खेल
Mizoram
रही है.
is really great, even though
मिजोरम
they're
को बेट
lacking
कर रही है.
1k in gold and also 5 to 8. Oh wait, it's 6 to 8. But look at the knockup coming on to Valentina. But I think Guinevere is all alone, cannot do that damage since she is going tanky, I guess. So
Yes, true.
हेलो
I think
दीपेश,
it's
लॉन्ग
time.
टाइम नो सी. कैसे हैं आप? गुड
Did you
इवनिंग.
see that?
I saw that Alpha just charged in on the knockup that Yuzong had, and it didn't land on anything. I think that is a once in a a thousand game possibility of happening. So yeah, a funny occurrence indeed.
Well, true. And then once again, I'm really loving how Joe is so fast with his rotations, trying to. But at the same
Yeah.
time, why are you always trying to take down the Black Dragon? He is a hefty at the end, right? Why not trying to shut down the Lunox? Because
वैसे
if she gets
अभी
farmed up,
देखा
she will be
डायनामो
dealing a
वाली
lot of
वीडियो,
damage with
अच्छा
the Chaos
अच्छा।
Assault. I mean, just look at her. She already has that Sky Piercer. Zuyu also looking great with the Hunter Strike and
भाई अरे अरे
the War
गुनेवर,
Axe right now.
नटालिया
Yeah,
पकड़ रही है
absolutely. And so
गुनेवर तो।
far, the state of
इमेजिन व्हाट इज
Mizoram,
हिज
they're
बिहेवियर,
going in
हाँ।
for the turtle. They will
नटालिया
be
पकड़ा जा रहा
securing
है
it because
टूर्नामेंट लॉबी
I
में।
think Team Assam, they
टूर्नामेंट लॉबी
wanted
तो
to
ठीक
pressure
है,
the top lane to
मैच
get a
में
little bit of map control, but
अच्छा है, पुश कर दिया।
Xavier has to play quite safe because Chao, family problem, is on the lookout for him. But so far, both teams really not engaging. Two turrets on the hands of Team Assam so far.
Yeah, I mean they're engaging for the macro gameplays, you know, waiting for
वाह
the Lunox to
कॉन्ग्रेचुलेशन।
farm up,
वैसे
for the Xavier to farm
मोबा
up,
की
because these are the
स्कूल
two
की
people who
फीस
will be
कितनी है?
scaling off towards the
मोबा
late
की
game.
मोबा
I mean,
सीखने
True.
की फीस
the
कितनी
macro
है?
gameplays absolutely
कितना
amazing.
फीस
They are
लूं मैं?
focusing on those turrets, and I think there is a skirmish going on in the bot lane.
And Guinevere, she does want
फ्री में
to use
समझो,
her ult.
फ्री
The
में
knock up.
कोई
Lunox
फीस
does
नहीं
use up the
मोबाइल
chaos
लेजेंड सिखाने
assault.
का।
Xavier gets taken down into the mid lane as well as Deadly. That is not a good thing, but Scarecrow secures a
बस
mega
मोबाइल
kill.
लेजेंड खेलो
Forced to
गाइस।
retreat
Oh,
because Prime is coming in.
अरे
Oh, the
गया
Brilliance
गया
is
गया।
coming in as well. Prime will get taken down. Scarecrow secures a double kill. Great outplay on the hands. So you're trying to defend the mid lane as much as possible. Khalid, oh, a great flicker knockup coming in. And Dusty Mizo, Win gets taken down. And Faden is next on the chopping block. Guinevere looking for the kill. Venom secures it. Uh, I think this was a positive trade on their hands.
well, true it was,
मोबा
and at the same time, what is Mizoram actually doing up? I mean, the tanks are dying solo. The damage dealers are left alone to just fit for themselves. And I think with
Yeah.
this, they will be losing out on the first tier turret, even from the mid lane. And this is a great move because this will open up that map to
Oh,
yourself.
Way of the Dragon connects into a person, but it wouldn't really matter. There is no follow-up. Hollow purple being used up on the blue buff. That, what do you think? I think that was a little bit of a problem from Family Problem because that was a misclick, I think.
You see, like, just look at the Chow. He is alone. If you see Khalid, he is also alone. And you both are the tanks, man. You were dying. Just look at that, though.
Top lane, two people knocked up. Guinevere, great job. And Scarecrow secures a kill onto the Valentina as well. Khalid being forced to use up his sand to heal himself. And right now, they will be trying to look for the Lord. But the conceal play is coming in. Scarecrow is very low.
आपके
But Chao,
सब्सक्राइबर
he
को
wants to
फ्री
create a
में,
problem.
हाँ
Raging
मेरे
Sands are being used up, but
सब्सक्राइबर्स को
Scarecrow
फ्री
secures
में
the Lord into the hands.
सिखाऊंगी।
Brilliance being used up as
सही
well.
बात है।
The Dawning Light does connect, but shut down on the hands of Prime. Venom secures a godlike but win. Triple kill on his hands. Venom has to be careful because he's right now all alone. Gets a double kill, but shut down by Dusty Mizo. Full man wipeout for a Lord. That was not a good trade for the side of Team Assam.
I mean, just look at Bruno. I think he's all farmed up. He is dealing a lot of damage right there. And even though, the main problem with both these
वैसे
teams right now
दिवाली
is like
कैसे
they
होती?
are going in
केडी,
solo.
ये
They are
केडी
not
की
preparing,
आईडी है?
not thinking
मेरे
before
को
they
लगा कोई
actually
न्यू
go in for the
सब्सक्राइबर है
team
उनका।
fights. Just look at Khalid right now. Finally, with the Radiant armor, with the Thunderant belt, he will be able to sustain quite a lot. And so, with the same build, but the anti-cuirass. So, I mean, the side of Team Assam needs to save up their Lunox. They need to help and support the mage, and that's what they should be waiting for instead of diving in deep so recklessly. And at the same time, from the side of Joe and Khalid, they need better initiations because they are all alone.
थँक्स यार टॉयलेट कुठे आहे? टॉयलेट
दीदी
स्वच्छ
आप
नाही
कहाँ
आहे.
से
नवीन
हो?
जॉब, नवीन
मैं
गाडी,
मुंबई
नवीन-
महाराष्ट्र से हूँ। भाई ऐड देख रहे हो कितनी आ रही है? अब बढ़िया हुई ना दिवाली, सब बढ़िया हुई ना दिवाली। हाँ सब बढ़िया हुई दिवाली। भाई ऐड की बारिश हो रही है। क्या प्रॉब्लम नहीं मतलब?
And like there is not enough follow-ups.
Exactly. And oh, did Kev take up the blue
मेरी
buff?
फ्रेंड की
No,
आईडी
no,
है।
it
अच्छा
was the
अच्छा,
Prime. Yep, sorry, Prime took
नाइस।
it. And I think Alpha will be a little bit upset about it, but it's fine, it's fine. Prime is farming up, but oh, Yuzong, what is that positioning? You're gonna get taken down deadly, in a deadly position. He does get taken down by Bruno's balls coming in, but look at Prime, he gets taken down as well. Scarecrow playing an excellent job, a shutdown on his hands, double kill, secured, and Venom secures a kill into Family Problem as well. 3 people down for a 1. I think that was a great trade on the hands of Team Assam as they're trying to proceed into the mid lane. Oh, the Valentina though, she does get
ठीक
stumped up.
है,
The
मैं
Stilizo trying to
कब
clear
से
the mid lane
आऊँ?
as much as possible, using up the Spear of Alpha
ठीक है, मैं कब से
defensively
आऊँ
to
सीखने?
retreat. And Team Assam, they're
सीखने?
gaining back the momentum they just lost.
I mean,
जब फ्री हो आ
if you
जाना,
see
सिखा
the winning
देंगे.
condition for the side of Team Assam is
वैसे आप एक
saving
काम
Key.
करो,
Key is
जे
dishing out a lot of
खान,
CC because they
आप
have 3
मेरे
fighters, right?
YouTube
They are
चैनल
not
पे
able to
जाओ,
move
वहाँ
forward.
पे मैंने
Even if it's
ट्यूटोरियल
the
वीडियो
Valentina
2
or even the
बनाए
Bruno,
हैं
all
मोबाइल
5
एजेंट
people
के.
cannot move
वो
forward.
दोनों
They
वीडियो
will be
देखो, उससे आपको
immobilized
थोड़ा
by
बहुत तो
our
आइडिया मिल ही
laner.
जाएगा
So I
मोबाइल
think
एजेंट क्या
he should be
चीज़
the
है
one
इसमें,
taken down
हीरोज़ के
first.
बारे में
And
क्या
meanwhile,
कुछ
he's
है,
going in for
उससे आपको
Yuzong
थोड़ा बहुत आइडिया मिल
and
जाएगा. बाकी जो
not taking
कंफ्यूजन
down
रहेगा
that Xavier
वो मैं
before
आपको
going in for the
समझा
Yuzong
दूंगी.
was the biggest mistake they
2
actually
वीडियो
committed
अपलोड
right
किया है,
there because
जाके देख
if
लो
you
एक
saw
बार.
all of them just got mobilized and then Lunox has the free space to use her Chaos Assault and she will be melting people down with the damage she has.
Yeah, at this point she has the Holy Crystal and the damage coming is way too much. Prime in a little bit of a compromising position. He does have the Purify, he uses it up. Imagine, does knock him up again. Yuzong is onto the position, he does use the Wind of Nature. Prime secures a kill into Scarecrow, but Yuzong takes him down as well. Yuzong is just fighting against the whole world. 4 people engaging. Suyu and Xavier were not close by to provide the backup that they needed. Hollow Purple being used up, but Kev, you have to be a little bit more safe. He does use up the great force swing buff, but look at Family
Oh,
Problem.
Suyu,
He's
Suyu,
going in.
Suyu.
Suyu secures a kill into. Oh my god, he secures a kill into Faded, and he's trying to go in for the base, forcing out a recall
सुयु को
from
तो
the
कोई
Chao.
लेना देना
And
ही नहीं है भाई,
Alpha will
पूरा
just be
लेन पुश
securing
कर
this
रहा है वो
Luminous
बैठ
Lord
के.
without any issues. An inhibitor for a team almost wipeout. I think it was worth it. I think it was worth it because gaining that momentum they required, and look at that, he's just trying to back up. I think they will be able to pull up this defense because so far, oh, they're still hungry for a little bit of an engage though. Imagine, just wants to knock people up with his skill. And so far, oh, look at the wave the dragon connecting into the Suyo though.
गाइस
3
मैं 2
people
मिनट म्यूट
knocked
कर
out
रही
by
हूँ,
Imagine. The
आवाज
Hollow
आएगी
people
बहुत,
coming in as well.
कुछ तो
Deadly
जा
with
रहा है
the
नीचे से.
deadly Sa Essence trying to take down Family Problem. He's getting chased up. He gets taken down. And so far, Win, his Tornado Blades, he's trying to come in. But right now, he's not going to commit because the Lord is coming in. They're going to play it safe. But not having Family Problem, they lose an initiator that they needed. And I think this will be an easy Lord defense for this team Assam. Asuya? I think Asuya will be facing a little bit of an issue, but the bot lane though, there's still an engage happening. Deadly would be caught dead. He gets taken down. The bot lane will finally be shattered. Another construction loss on the hands of Team Assam at this point of the game. And right now, they have to play it a little bit safe,
आई
but
डोंट
so
नो
far their
आवाज़ आ रही है
progress
कि
has been
नहीं आ रही है
amazing. They
बैकग्राउंड
have
की.
took down one inhibitor
क्या
turret
मैं
as
अभी
well.
आपको
So it's going to
रिक्वेस्ट
be
डाल
interesting how
देता
they're going to be
हूँ.
faring off
मेरा
against
आईडी
the
नेम
state of Mizoram.
अननोन
They're just
असासिन
waiting
है.
in. They
आप
want to
एक
go in
काम
for an
करो,
engage. They
एक्सपीडिशन
want
आईडी
Family
करके
Problem,
मेरी आईडी
Wave
ले
the
लो
Dragon connecting
और
at
मुझे
the same
रिक्वेस्ट
time.
भेज दो.
Team Assam also wants that. Oh, Chao wanted to go
मैं
in.
देख क्या हूँ यार,
Family
क्या हो
Problem
रहा है,
taken
इतना
down
शोर क्यों
by
हो रहा है
Blue.
सोसाइटी
And I
में.
think
एक सेकंड
he's
रुको
the
आई.
next on the chopping block. He is taken down along with Win. 2
गया
people
गया
for
गया.
not even a
मेरे
single
उठने से पहले ही
percent.
गायब. चलो बढ़िया.
That is not good. That is absolutely bad for Mizoram right now. They're suffering and they might be losing it out because the next Lord, yep, there's a little bit of time. They have a little bit of comfort. We'll have to see how they're going to be facing off against. Imagine though, knocks off the Alpha.
दीदी आपने बताया नहीं आप कहाँ से हो. मैं बताया मैंने बताया मैं मुंबई महाराष्ट्र से हूँ. मुंबई महाराष्ट्र से हूँ मैं बताया था मैंने.
Prime and Faded.
शायद इनका आवाज
Trying to
ज्यादा था
retreat.
इसलिए
They'll
आपको
be
आवाज
going
नहीं
back
आई
off
होगी.
and trying to defend as much as possible. But look at that. Black Dragon by used up by Valentina. I think that was a little bit of a waste of all, but it's okay. She can copy again. She has a cooldown. Oh, the recall getting cancelled again. Asuya, are you back with us?
Well, yes, I am.
Okay.
Worried about fine lines and acne marks? Try Olay Retinol Max with Max Retinoid and Max Hydration. It absorbs deep into your skin, renewing it while you sleep to reduce fine lines and acne marks in just 7 nights. See it for yourself. Olay.
Brew Gold made irresistible. Hand-picked beans roasted to perfection. Freeze-dried to preserve the intense coffee taste. Indulge in the rich flavor and aroma because it's not just a coffee, it's a spoonful of luxury.
Well, if you see right now, the team Assam is doing a really great job with the kills, with the initiations, and also follow up. Like at this point, Venom is that semi beefy tank, and he can actually bait people for Imagine to knock others up. And yes, things are going really well for them at this point. Like just look at him; he has all 5 of his equipments. He's doing a great job. And the main, if you ask me, is the one Imagine with those setups, with his second skill, is doing a really great job.
Absolutely. And right now they're trying to contend for the Lord. Does reset. There's a little bit of Lord dance happening in the Lord pit. And I think Team Assam, they want to play it safe. They don't want to lose at this
मैं
point. Imagine
कोलकाता से हूँ,
just wants
क्या
to. Oh,
बात
the Black
है?
Dragon form is
नाइस.
coming up. Wave the Dragon being
मेरे
used up. Raging
बंगाली
Sandstorm doesn't connect
सब्सक्राइबर
into
बहुत
nothing.
है.
Brilliance being used up as well. Suyu goes in, tries to take down someone, but he's unsuccessful. Rose Gold being used up by Prime. Lunox, Scarecrow in a little bit of a bad position, but Imagine secures the kill into Prime. Family problem taken down quite low. Just Mizo in a little bit of a compromising position. Uses up the Spear of Alpha, but Maniac for Venom. Savage on the hands of Team Assam as they will be securing game number 2, pushing us to a game number 3. What a great comeback. What an absolute improvement from yesterday's matches. A proud moment for the state of Assam as they will be forcing us to a game number 3. And Afiya, what a savage we just had. The first one for tonight.
I mean, this is what happens when you give away Suyo, right? And the
रुको,
way
भगाती
he
हूँ.
got that space.
No way they're gonna give out the chip, right?
एक मिनट. गाइस एक मिनट, हाँ मैं म्यूट करती हूँ.
Right? I hope they don't. So far, they're
चुनाव चल रहा है ना शायद.
Be on a purify, so that nerve buff. And I'm really excited to see how these heroes will perform.
absolutely, because ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the land of dawn. Because this is going to be game number 3 between Team Assam and Team Mizoram for this match point that they want in this Northeast Cup. Swiss brackets, and it's the things are going really spicy because so far both teams have pulled out their ace cards. We are seeing a Fredrin, Rafaela, Terizla, and Imagine with the Hellcard again, as well as an Angela mid lane. So it's gonna get really spicy, but I think there might be a pause coming in because I think Alpha, he's just contemplating life at the base so far.
He's contemplating on why I didn't get Rafaela, but instead I get the Angela who's already paired up with a Chow most of the times. Maybe. But then again, Ray, I mean, I think this will go for a restart because just look at that Alpha level 0 and they
Level
already
0.
gonna reach level 4. I mean, we're at level 1, I'm sorry.
Yeah, the level 0 indeed, because he's gonna get 0 buffs on his hands. Because look at that, there is an invasion play coming in. Harit with the stingers though. I feel a little bad for the side of first blood also. Things are looking a little bit dire for the state of Assam because I think that was that is just unlucky. That is just unlucky. There was like not enough fast pause coming in as well, and they're just gonna be playing it for it, I guess. But I trust in you, Assam. I'll let you cook.
Um, well, imagine already spamming that recall. They might even be waiting for a restart. I do not know what they're cooking up because Alpha is way too far behind. I mean, just look at that level 3. Meanwhile, Dusty Mizo already level 4 and 1 kill on the side of Mizoram, already starting that turtle.
Yeah, and great rotation coming in from Mizoram on the mid lane as well as the EXP, trying to get level 4 Alpha. Once the sneaky steal though gets it, despite the level decision, gets it. But imagine will get taken down. But look at the Eternal Guard coming in as well. Fredrin wants to go in. Dusty Mizo wants to stun Deadly, but Kev is next on the chopping block. Angela, but look at the, oh my god, great knockoff coming in as well. The hard guard is coming in, but the damage coming in from Dusty Mizo would be way too much. Double kill on the hands of the Fredrin as he secures the kill onto Venom as well as Kev right now. Lunox really struggling in the goal lane, but hats off. Hats off. Look at Prime. He has the vengeance. That is
अरे
why.
भाई
But
क्या
I
है
think
ये?
that
Oh,
was an overextension. He gets taken down 1-for-1. Both goal laners. But
भाई
yep,
क्या
there
कर रहा
is
था
the
मैं?
pause that is coming
finally.
in. Yep, finally. It's like your
Finally.
team Assam. But yeah, we have a pause, technical pause, probably because Team Assam is facing a little bit of an issue right now.
Yeah.
And I'm not sure how long we'll be having our pause,
मुझे
but
नहीं
our host.
लगता इन दोनों में से कोई भी जीतेगा यहाँ
टॉयलेट से आके बताता हूँ।
जिंदगी से हारे हुए लोग हैं हेलो जॉइनिंग वेलकम टू द स्ट्रीम
बन जाना पड़ता गंगा के पास उन अनछुए फूलों पर उड़ते भंवरों से मांगना पड़ता पर आपको तो सिर्फ हमसे मांगना है शुद्ध हनी सफोला हनी
Are you with us?
I think. Oh, she's there.
Yeah, yep, appraises rat. So he's
A lot of damage. But why did
Bit about the Teresla though. The
See you guys. I'm in danger.
बहुत ज़्यादा भगा दिया चलो
you guys are waiting for it, I know.
we all are guys, we all are. We as the casters are as well.
Yep. So let's take a short break and we'll be right back.
Hi guys, I'm so excited to tell you that I just received
आया
Mizoram Team
फिर से ब्रेक
number 1 and
क्या हुआ था ये अच्छा मिजोरम का मैच वैसे ही खत्म कर दिया वो लोग ने पता ही नहीं चला कौन जीता ठीक है
bracket and I am your host.
पिंकी वाईटी की आवाज़ कम करो आपकी आवाज़ ना बरकरार है ठीक है भाई कर रही हूँ कम सैलेड वाली लगता है सर में नूडल्स लगा के आ गए अरे अरे ऐसे कौन पूछता है बाय द वे जॉनी कि ये भी कोलकाता से है
Beatrix,
ये न्यू सब्सक्राइबर है ये भी कोलकाता से है
save
इससे बातचीत करें
lines and
थोड़ा
set up for these, pickoffs and setting up the kill box exactly of the Eve. Meanwhile, we are in the land of Dawn, and we can see that both sides are heading up to that jungle. And Fanny seems to be starting on the blue, getting a leash from both the Zujin and the Alice. I think sometimes Fanny players start from the red buff. It could have been a good choice here as well. But I guess they're going that they're playing it safe. They probably want to get an earlier fight, and they don't want to contest the turtle at all. But meanwhile, we can see that Zojin might be in a bit of a risky position over there. Zojin and Hylos are pushing up pretty far right now, and this is the right play to make. Just be aggressive from the start. Make sure that the Ring of Punishment is dealing that damage. And meanwhile, Zojin brought really low, So now the Khalid anti on that Khalid going into pressure Arizib as well. This is quite this is quite a lot of aggression coming in from IGN from the very start of the game. I think they're trying to make sure that this gold lane is cut off from any side form of rotation. Fredo.
Yeah, definitely. They're looking for hungry. I mean, they're looking hungry at the moment. Look at that. Respect, though. I mean, he does not have his level 4 yet, so not a good idea to engage there. But another thing which I wanted to tell there, while you were saying all that, is that the Fredrin also received a buff. His defense stats have been increased, and that might be the reason why Divine Regime has decided to go with the Fredrin jungler. And I think the Fredrin is actually a good pick up against the Fanny.
कभी मैं अंजू, कभी अंजलि। मेरे सॉफ्ट बाल मुझे रोज नई हेयर स्टाइल्स बनाने की आजादी देते हैं। नारियल और एलोवेरा से बना पैराशूट एडवांस्ड एलोवेरा जो बालों को दे पोषण और बनाए सॉफ्ट। पैराशूट एडवांस्ड एलोवेरा।
प्रमोशन मिला। Yes, who is the new CEO?
लोग जो 60 में बनते हैं तुम 40 में बन गए हो।
ब्रो, कहीं 60 की बीमारियां भी 40 में ना आ जाए। हाँ?
इतनी फिक्र क्यों? जब रोज का खाना बने हेल्दी और विद सफोला गोल्ड, जो लाइट तो है ही, प्लस इसमें है पावर ऑफ 3। सफोला गोल्ड, रोज का हेल्दी स्टेप।
Yep, I agree with you actually because Fredrin's knockup is a counter. It's a soft counter. It's not very game changing, but it definitely can get this Fanny down from the skies. Meanwhile, Jung being poked out a lot, forced to use that flicker, and he might be in a bit of a bad position because he's in a 1v2. There we can see Fredo that respect is being collapsed on.
Oh my god. Oh, look at the appraiser's wrath being used there, but he does not connect onto anybody. The Fanny able to escape, but meanwhile in the top lane, Anti, he's able to get that kill onto Hyung. Because the flicker was forced out, he was not able to get out of the position there, right? We were just poking him and throwing him down, and right now the turtle is being chunked down. Look at that. They're trying to zone them out. The lantern is there to provide the light inside the bushes at the moment, and easy turtle secured by respect.
Yep, for sure. I feel one mistake that Zohan wait, it's not Zohan, it's Divine Regime. I don't know why Zohan's picture is over there, but anyway, Divine Regime kind of made a blunder over there in letting the XP laner take that 1v2. All out in the early game is not really that strong. He can't get as many dashes as if he had the final slash. And meanwhile, since they already got the turtle prio, why not just send Kirin to the Fanny's blue buff to invade? Instead, he was taking the red buff over there. And meanwhile, Fredo, we might see something happening on the bot side.
Oh yeah, definitely. Look at that. They're trying to create a position for that Fanny to dive in, right? Because he's taking that blue buff, he's getting ready for the gank, and there is a possibility that right now a gank might be coming onto Kyle. Look at them, they're ready. 4 people already there. 5 people actually rotating towards the goal lane right now. A potential team fight, but look at that. They smell it. They smell it. They go in. They go in with the high loss. They go in with that bloody, the bloody hunt. And along with that, oh my God, oh my goodness, look at the Fanny. He's able to make a way for himself with those steel cables. But there is the high loss. He's still taking a lot of damage. Our Lord comes in as well. But look at that. Nibiru's passion has been used already. High loss. Will he be taking down? No, he's already recalling inside the bush. But Aaron the Creator secures the kill onto the Beatrix. Arlott gets taken down as well. 2 side laners taken down. Respect arrives again. Secures the kill onto Arizi. And with that, the disengage might be finally coming in. But look at that. They're still hungry. Look at Kozan. He's trying to chase Anti away. And with that, the disengage finally comes in.
Well, that was a lot of kills across the map for IGN. They're in a huge lead right now for Divine Regime. It's a 2k lead. And that too only in the first 5 minutes of the game. This is pretty crazy considering that they have an Alice, so it's not it shouldn't exactly be a winning matchup for them on the bot side, but they are leveraging that to their advantage. They know that Divine Regime, they don't have that wait seems that Anti is going for a bit of hope. I don't really think he's going to continue this though, because the turtle is out. I think they want to make sure that they're going for something, not just taking worthless fights across the map. Meanwhile, we can see that Divine Regime is kind of, they're giving up on these turtles so that they can kind of, make sure their gold laner is in a position to carry the game in the later phases. We see Kirin in the bot side. Meanwhile, he finds the Zujin. Manages to get
By the way, guys,
Bazooka. That is crazy, Fredo.
Yo, but
हमारे
the
चैनल पे
fact
भी
that
बहुत
Vivek
बड़े
just escaped
टूर्नामेंट
on
ऑर्गेनाइज
time,
होने
right? That
लगे हैं
was so
नवंबर
crucial there.
में.
Vivek getting taken
नवंबर
down would
स्टार्ट हो
have been a
चुका
bad
है.
thing. Respect still
अब
is there on the scene.
डेट
He might
मैं
be going in for
डिक्लेयर
more.
करूंगी,
Does
बैनर
not
वगैरह
have
बन रहा
sufficient
है
energy. He
हमारे
has to
टूर्नामेंट का
retreat.
जो अपने
But
चैनल पे होगी.
God, I mean that combo coming in from the Fredrin and
तो
the
देखते हैं
Beatrix, right? I
गाइस.
mean, if that happens, right, during a
मैं
turtle fight, then it's definitely wipe out for
कम्युनिटी पोस्ट में
IGN. They
डाल
don't
दूंगी
have enough
और
mobility,
डिस्कॉर्ड
like
ज्वाइन कर
they don't
लेना.
have
डिस्कॉर्ड
dashes,
पे भी
right? Except the
सारी
Fanny
अपडेट्स
to actually
मिलेगी.
escape.
फैनी डैमेज ब्रो. हाँ
Well,
फैनी
honestly,
बहुत
like when you
डैमेज.
look at IGN's composition
अजीज एक नया
realistically, like
आइटम
the
आ गया है ना
Khalid and
फ्लैश
Alice have a
वेव्स.
lot of mobility.
उससे डैमेज
Meanwhile,
बहुत
you
आता है.
have which she has the wait, respect going for a solo kill onto the side of Jung. He's not looking in a good position right now. Already 3 deaths down. Meanwhile, Fredo, it seems that they're trying to siege the bot tower.
Oh my God, look at that glorious pathway already used along with the Crimson Beacon. Look at the anti, he's going in with the Blood Ode. Kyle's still able to escape though somehow, with the help of that Matilda there. And oh my God, the disengage comes in finally, but no, respect. He wants to go in, but Kirin is there. He's there. You don't want to mess with Daddy Fredin
पिंकी
around,
अभी भी
and that's
आपका
why he'll
आवाज
be
लो है.
backing off.
Yup, these glorious pathways coming out
अभी
from
ठीक
the
है.
side of
करो करो
IGN are
सारे.
really on point. They're able to get these pincers onto the turret. Meanwhile, Fredo, look at the rage stroke.
Yes guys.
Oh
मैं
my God, he
टूर्नामेंट
goes in
करवाने
again,
वाली हूँ
but
अपने चैनल
somehow they're
पे.
able to sidestep away
बहुत
from it,
जल्द
not
और
able to
बहुत
make
बड़ी
enough use
टूर्नामेंट
of
होगी.
that.
प्राइस
Again, look
पूल
at
भी
it.
बहुत
Look at the
ज़्यादा
glorious
अच्छा वाला
pathway, able to
रखा है
save
मैंने.
anti away. Oh, killbox
तो
coming in
जिसको
there.
भी
With that, they turned the
अभी से
Kimi will
प्लेयर्स
be
ढूंढ
going
लो.
down there. Appraiser swag has been used
फिर
as well.
बाद में
Aaron
बोलना
the
नहीं कि
creator taking a
प्लेयर्स
lot of
नहीं है,
damage,
ये
being
नहीं है,
pushed
वो
into the
नहीं है.
turret
अभी से
with
प्लेयर्स
that
ढूंढ लो,
final
टीम
slash. Aaron the
बनाना
creator
शुरू
still
कर दो.
going in for more. Kyle will be
बैनर
the one
जैसे
getting taken
सेटल
down
होता है
there.
सब बन
And
जाता
Aaron the
है. मैं
creator is very,
कम्युनिटी
very low.
पोस्ट
Will he
में
be
और
able to
डिस्कॉर्ड पे
escape?
अनाउंसमेंट
Definitely
कर
he will
दूंगी.
be able to do so.
रजिस्ट्रेशन का
And
डेट
with that,
ओपन कब
the
होगा.
goal laner gets taken down. The thing which they were
अच्छा
prioritizing the
आप
entire
भी
time,
स्ट्रीमर हो क्या.
finally they
हाँ जी
secure it.
मैं भी स्ट्रीमर हूँ. वेलकम टू दिस
Well,
स्ट्रीम.
this is quite
ब्लॉग्स कैसे
bad
यार.
look for Divine Regime,
बिल्कुल हम भी
Even though
स्ट्रीमर
IGN
हैं.
is
मोबा
playing
भी
a lot for
स्ट्रीमर.
their gold laners, they're still able to get these turtles, and that's exactly what they
मेरा
want
आवाज
right
सही
now.
से आ रहा है
It's
अभी.
already just,
परफेक्ट.
they could go for the Lord, but they decide
वाह
instead to,
एक्साइटेड फॉर
further
टूर्नामेंट
gold lead
यार.
and just go for another turtle because now they'll have 3 turtles right on the map.
फ्री टर्टल
हार्पिक
था
फ्लश
यार.
मॅटिक
अबे
आपल्या
कितनी
टॉयलेटला
ऐड
कसे
आती
स्वच्छ
है.
ठेवतो याच्या प्रत्येक ब्लॉकमध्ये आहे
अभी
परिणामकारक
एक ऐड
ऍक्टिव्ह
हुई
ब्लू
थी ना,
फॉर्म्युला
वापस
जो
आई.
प्रत्येक फ्लश सोबत करतो स्टेन्स आणि डर्टचा सहजपणे निपटारा वारंवार सलगपणे. हार्पिक फ्लश मॅटिक
skip
फ्लश
का भी
टँकमध्ये टाका.
option
इझी पीझी टॉयलेट क्लिनिंगचे सबस्क्रिप्शन लावून घ्या.
मेरी पहली स्नोफॉल. बाहर आना. कैसे 10 बार लोशन लगा लिया यार. अभी भी ड्राई.
स्किन को प्रो सेरामाइड चाहिए
मैंने
और
नाना
तुम
को
ऊपर से लोशन
डायनामो
लगा
की
दिया.
स्ट्रीम पे
प्रो क्या?
प्रो
स्ट्रीम में
सेरामाइड वाला
देखा
वैसलीन
था.
डीप मॉइस्चर ये ऊपर ऊपर से नहीं 10 लेयर
हाँ,
अंदर
पर
जाकर मॉइस्चराइज करे 48 घंटों तक. वैसलीन से मिले मॉइस्चर वाला ग्लो.
This is such a huge lead for the side of IGN. Right
Smart
now,
है वो.
they are already
वो
5k
अरे
gold ahead,
गॉड है
and
यार
it's
वो.
not
BGMI के
even
गॉड है.
like 8 minutes into the
ये
match. This is
मोबाइल
not
लेजेंड
even,
इतना डिफिकल्ट नहीं है.
Lord time.
बस
It's
उनको
it's
थोड़ा
like
मेरे को
it's
बताना
crazy how
पड़ेगा
much they're able
हीरोज
to
के
snowball and how
रिगार्डिंग,
many leads
स्किल्स
they're
के
able to
रिगार्डिंग
secure
और
all across
आइटम्स
the
के
map.
रिगार्डिंग.
The
दैट्स
XP is losing, the mid is losing,
हायाबुसा
and
फर्स्ट टाइम में
even the
कितना
gold lane is
खतरनाक
losing
खेल
for
रहे
the
थे.
side of Divine
देखा नहीं
Regime. It's
था.
not a very good look for them. They're not able to get these skill box
That's a shot.
comps out very well because a lot of the time IGN is just picking one of them out, so they're not able to get these ultimates out at the same time. That fight was the only time we really saw the potential that Divine Regime could have with their comp, but IGN is doing a really good job suppressing everybody from the side of Divine Regime. Nobody's able to do anything. Jung is really far behind, and Arizi is being really denied these engages. Meanwhile, we can see that Kiran is kind of in a compromising situation, Fredo.
Oh, look at that. Finally, the glorious pathway has been used, but there is the final slash, but they will be able to escape or not. Let's see. Kirin able to use that guiding wind to get away from the situation, but the top lane tier 2 will be going down. And look at Respect. He wants to go in for something there, but he knows they are all, clumped up together, so he really cannot do much there.
Well, not gonna lie. Wait. Respect wants more, it seems, but anti-force to flicker out of there. But honestly, this game is going really well for IGN, mainly because of the fact that they knew they were a snowball comp, so they're going straight for it. Wait, Respect being kind of engaged on by Kiran. I don't think anything can really come out of it. Retribution used up by both sides, but Kiran will be the one to get the blue buff, if I'm not mistaken.
Oh, look at that 1v1 going in the bot side, though. Look at that Kyle. Somebody is somehow able to, still survive. I really don't know what are the items he has, but I thought Respect had him there.
honestly, that was a really good fight taken by Respect over there. But Kyle, is
MOBA
kind
में
of scaling
फट
up
से headshot होना
slowly,
है,
bit by
yes,
bit, and
डायनो
he
में फट
won't,
से headshot
Respect might not be able to
करेंगे
survive these
उन्होंने.
fights with the marksman. Since it is a Beatrix, if he has the SMG or he has the shotgun, it's not going to be a very good look for IGN. They don't have that much late scaling except for the Alice. So right now, it's just a matter of time before Divine Regime is able to get their cold up enough for them to put up a fight. And right now, since IGN has secured the Lord, a very uncontested Lord, by the way, we can see that Anti seems to be just putting the pressure so that they can get another T2 on the bot side over there. Meanwhile, Fredo, it seems that they might go for a bit of an engager.
Well, Respect is ready with his blue buff taken, right? So potential engage might come in any time because Respect is ready to dive in. He's giving the indication to the team, but there is the flicker being forced out of Hyung. Lord is marching down the top side. The lane sync is not the best though, but let's see if the waves crash around the same time. Mid lane tier 2 will be getting taken down as well. They're still waiting for the perfect timing. The Lord still not arriving yet, and the minions are getting taken away, taken down before anything can happen. Only the Lord is the one going to march down the top lane side. And with that, finally, look at that, another wave crashing in the middle. They're still not looking for a fight. I mean, it's way too long, which they're taking right now. But finally, there is the ultimate coming in from the Eve. Kyle still going in with the Nibiru splash, and the anti still will make the escape. Respect will be the one going down there in that fight in the top lane. And with that, the disengage finally comes in from IGN. They pay the price, which is Respect.
Yes.
Well, definitely IGN paying their
यार
respects
अपन
to Divine
डिस्कॉर्ड का
Regime over there and
QRL
backing
नहीं
off.
कर सकते
But
क्या?
honestly, this was a bit of a blunder fight taken by IGN. They didn't respect the turret passive coming out in the mid lane, and that's what ended up costing them so much in that fight. They could have gone for the T3 and taken it down fully, but instead they don't really have the same advantage as they would have. Or, if you look at the map actually, no, bot side is really not pushing up that much, but that won't be an issue for IGN as much since they do have the Fanny there. Andy put in a bit of a weird position over there. Kirin coming from the side, but he's sighted out by Witch, and he won't go in for that
डायनामो
engage. Pretty
BGMI
smart
King
decision made
Nana
by him. I don't think he would have survived.
MMB
Meanwhile,
I
we can
have
look at the items. We can see that Beatrix actually has a BOD. Wait. Anti being engaged on. He managed to get the Raging Sandstorm out though. Meanwhile, you can see that Kiran is being thrown around here and there by Witch. They really need to respect this Zujin right now because Mathilda won't be able to save
I can't
everybody from these Zujin pickups. Like it
I
will
can't imagine
have to be
myself
used for
playing
the
in
backline. So
PC
Kiran needs to kind of play safe with his
इसे
Fredrin over
कहते
here because
हैं
it's not it's not he's a frontliner. He can't just afford to go in front and let Zujin stack up on him right
अच्छा
now. That
मसला
is
लगाया
exactly
जा रहा है
what they
हमको
don't
ठीक है
want
खान जी
from this.
समझ रहे
Since
हैं
Lord is up in 20
समझ
seconds,
रहे
if they
समझ
lose the
रहे
jungler, it won't be a good fight for the side
इसे
of IGN.
मस्का
Meanwhile,
किस
IGN
चीज़ का
chooses to
लगाया
just
जा रहा है
ignore
हमें
the bot side. I don't think
मैं भी
that
BGMI
it's a big
PC में
issue for them
अच्छा
per se
खेलता
because they
हूँ
do
मोबाइल में
have a
बनता
bit of
है
a slow
मैं
push going on
मोबाइल
over
में
there.
अच्छा खेल
Far
लेती हूँ
lane with the far lane
पीसी में
control
कभी
and
ट्राई नहीं
with
किया
Lord Vision and Lord Zone, I think IGN is in a really good position. Wait, Kirin kind of predicting that the Fanny would come there for the lane cut kind of went there, but now since she has superior mobility, Anti is just going for the zone. He knows that he's in a 1v4 situation, but he does have the Raging Sandstorm to get out, so he's just zoning for his team. And this is an uncontested Lord for Aaron. The creator secures the Lord, and this will be a really good time for IGN to try and end the game, honestly, Fredo.
Yes, but the fact that they don't have so many, heroes which definitely have a push, they can push. Like, the Fanny can actually push, but she's not the best pusher, right? And other than the Fanny, like, I don't really think the Khalid is a good pusher, and the other heroes, though, I mean, I don't even need to speak about them, right? So the side of Team Sikkim, the side of Team IGN, they do
I
lack
think
a
they
hero
have
that
good
can
push
push
though.
well. What?
I think they have good push. It's more like they have so much mobility across the map that if they play their waves out correctly, they will be able to get a lot of turrets. Like they already have, and meanwhile the Lord crashing in to the already crippled T3 on top side, taken down, and now even if Divine Regime managed to make some plays across the map, they already have lost one of their inhibitors. It's looking very bad for them already. But Lord has already been taken down. It's a pretty good defense coming in from their side. And Glorious Pathway not used yet. Julian going into the Lantern, and that will be the Raging Sandstorm used in the midst of it all. Kimmy being taken down, but Respect is going straight in for the fight. Arizi getting taken down as well. This might be the game-ending play. Respect goes down there, but he has the immortality. Gets taunted up by the Fredrin, trying to get away with the steel cables, but he will be taken down by the side of Kyle. Kyle really keeping his team in the game right here, man. Not gonna lie, he's doing a very good job on that Beatrix. And right now, they're still going on. And it seems that they might actually go for the steam wipe, but luckily Witch is in a position to get away, and so is Anti. But the flicker comes in from Kyle, and he gets a mega kill. They might still chase Witch down, but Kyle seems to be going for a weapon swap.
So I can choose any opening move and all my matches can see. Nice, I like it.
And I love it. Let's go.
Heavy flow days are bloody real. Back checking, stain covering. Hey Pats, kahi kamatse nahit.
Fredo.
Well, Kyle just maintaining that positioning in the team fight, right? Coming out on top.
Yep, for sure. But we can see kind of that, IG and Wade going for the Glorious Pathway over there, Fredo.
Yes, along with that, look at the, they're all stuck inside that Eve's kill box, right? They're not able to make the escape. And finally, the kill box has, been taken away. And after that, right now, they're looking for a re-engage. But look at that, Vivich. He's been taken down low. He's still surviving, though somehow. Respect will be able to survive as well. But these two members, will they be able to defend? Anti still not arriving on the scene yet. Kyle will be going for the second tier turret. Oh, so Raging Sandstorm being used there just to defend that tier 2. Along with that final slash connecting onto Anti, he will be taken down there. Unstoppable for Kyle on that Beatrix. And with that, the Lord is up in quite some time, and I feel the the number advantage will definitely favor Nagaland to take the Lord now.
Divine Regine has done a very good job of staying in this game. Kyle has done an amazing job farming up, and he finally managed to get this clutch. Meanwhile, they're keeping Arizi, in the back, in the far lane, so that they can safely take this Lord without a risk for a push from the Fanny. But now that they've done that, the numbers advantage is not there anymore. It is a 4v4. But since Fanny arrived a bit late, we can see that Respect is not able to make it in time. That will be the Lord secured by Divine Regime. Nagaland with the Lord might be able to get a bit of a push coming up here, but the waves have spawned right now. It is the 16th minute, and this Lord is going to be a bit tanky for the side of IGN to take down, so it's going to be a bit risky. They have to get a pick across the map, which is exactly what Respect is trying to do on that bot side, but it might be a bad situation for him since Kyle is there. Back up. Getting taken down really low. That Beatrix is hurting right now. It seems that Divine Regime skill box is finally coming into effect. They're able to take advantage of it. But honestly, it's more of Kyle being really fed right now. And I think right now, that Divine Regime want to go for. They want to go for this end, Fredo.
Yeah, look at that. The Beatrix picking up that Sea Halberd as well right now. She'll be hitting like a truck on these people in front of her. Because look at that right now. The amount of damage she's dealing. Enemy is forced to use that Winter Crown. Kirin still going in. Oh my god, look at the two-man taunt there coming in from him. But there's nobody to back him up though. And still, they'll be able to secure that inhibitor in the mid lane. So mid lane inhibitor is exposed. And that is actually a very, very big thing. But right now, look at that. He's going in with the Raging Sandstorm anti. He still wants more. They're looking for the backup. The backup is coming in from their side. Respect just goes in, trying to bait out something out there. But definitely with that, the disengage comes in from both sides.
Well, not gonna lie, IGN has played it out very well. They're able to defend well. But considering the kind of comp that Divine Regime are running right now, you have to respect the fact that they have gotten the mid lane tower right now. IGN cannot afford any careless mistakes, because the moment Divine Regime manages to get a good team fight, manages to get some good picks across the map, it's just gonna snowball it in, because the mid lane T3 is not there to save them anymore. They'll just and this game. So right now, that's exactly what Divine going for these very aggressive plays. Meanwhile, the real world manipulation coming out from the Kirin on the chase, Fredo.
Well, the glorious pathway for the first time in the game not the first time, but the second time in the
बहुत ही
game,
लो
it is
है
being used
साउंड.
for a defensive purpose, right? So
कैसे लो
definitely
है
it just
बहुत
shows the
साउंड.
fact that IGN are on the, on the side
वाह,
which is
मैंने माइक
losing
ऑफ
at the
कर रखा
moment,
था.
because right now they're losing the map control everywhere. It's Divine Regime who have the control of the map in their hands.
सॉरी गाइस, मैं म्यूट पे बक रही थी कब से, अभी चालू किया मैंने माइक.
Tier 3
ओ
taken
माय
out by the side of
गॉड,
IGN.
पिंकी
We
तुम्हारा
only
क्या
inhibitor
होगा
taken out by
बेटा?
them. Is
बेटा
on
तो
that top
क्या
lane.
होगा बेटा?
Jung put in a
हाँ
very
बेटू,
bad position
क्या
over
होगा
there.
तुम्हारा?
Five now collapse on them.
गाइस सॉरी,
But
माफी
now
चाहते हैं
only
हम
Decisive and
म्यूट पे
Decisive
बक
comes in
रहे थे.
and he's taken down
बक
by
बक बक
Respect
बक बक पक पक
instantly.
पक पक.
That is a lot of damage
म्यूट पे
straight
पक 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 पक
straight
कर
after
रहे थे हम.
Suffering Eagle coming out onto
तो भी
Anti.
साउंड कैसे आ
Where
रहा था आप
they're
लोगों को क्या
actually
पता?
stalling. They want to go for the end. Respect's
Oh,
immortality is popped out, but Kyle in a very bad position has the flicker.
अब ठीक
Getting healed for everyone. He
है.
has a lot of lost HP. He might be able to go for the ultimate over there.
oh my god.
Dive into the backline. He
ज्यादा
has the
लो
critical.
ज्यादा
Matilda
लो
able to
बोला है,
save
देख लो.
the
आपका वॉइस कम
and
है.
that is a huge fight coming out. Winter crowds used all over, but the shutdown onto Kyle is huge. And now Arizi and Zoshan running for their
अबे
life.
सारा वीडियो
Zoshan's
का आवाज
taken
कम
down.
आ
His
रहा है. अरे
immortality
देख लो
has
भाई.
been taken away, snatched away by the jaws of fate, and now by the jaws of respect because he's going for Arizi as well. They wanna does have these jukes. It won't be enough.
सगळं पाणी तुंबलंय.
ले भाई, आवाज बढ़ा थी, म्यूट ऐड ही आ गया. ठीक है गांजी, गुस्सा नहीं गुस्सा नहीं, अब भी आवाज़ ज़्यादा करके देते हैं हम स्ट्रीम का, कोई सीन नहीं. अब भी गेम का वो जो टूर्नामेंट कास्टिंग कर रहे हैं उनका आवाज़ अब भी ज़्यादा करके देते हैं. नो वरीज. नाइस नाइस पिंकी, वेरी नाइस वेरी नाइस, थैंक यू थैंक यू. और भाई म्यूट पे बात कर रही हूँ मैं.
So IGN take the vibe, and but Jung is back, and IGN is still 2 members down, so they won't exactly be able to close this game out just yet. Jung might be able to just save them and let them live another day, but he really needs to back off and step away from this Zujan. The glorious pathway used straight away, but the final slash comes in right after it, managing to take the minions out.
Oh my god.
Divine Regime, but no,
बहुत
the
बढ़िया.
Zujan
खत्म.
picking him up and putting him back in his place as
गया.
Divine Regime might just go for the end of this game. Respect almost going for a cheeky
गया.
play, cheeky
टाटा बाय
base tank
गयो.
over there, but they still
नागालैंड
managed
गयो.
to close this game out. Clean victory
भगाते
coming
हैं
out
थोड़ा.
from the side of IGN Fredo.
थोड़ा भगाते हैं गाइस.
Game for IGN.
आईजीएन जीत गई.
They've seen
और भगाओ, ड्राफ्ट पिक पूरा भगाओ, बहुत स्लो है.
tries to go in for a dive, but have a bit of sustain.
चलो.
But maybe picking her on the roam and just
चलो,
letting Hylos
चलो,
take that
चलो,
revitalize
चलो.
as his battle spell might be a better choice right here. Although I feel the Hylos can go for a revitalize even if he's on the roam. So right now we're heading straight into the land of Dawn with Suyo and his harem in IGN, and we have Nagaland's Divine Regime with a very very hard dive comp going for the glorious pathway of the Hylos. Meanwhile, you can see that Kitten is getting a bit of a leash on his red buff from Kyle right there. They want to make sure, and meanwhile same going on the enemy red buff with IGN getting a leash from Anti on that CC. They seem to have been sending the Ruby onto that XP lane instead of the Hylos. So Anti is kind of like playing it safe. He knows that the moment
Hello
he gets his
Vishal,
dash, he
welcome
will
to the
be able to
stream. Good
contest
evening,
this
कैसे आप?
Ruby on these 1v1s. Meanwhile, it seems that Hylos Zozan kind of stepping up a bit far in front. Anti gets that boost from Witch and manages to dive straight into Zozan, chunking him out quite a huge amount, and he'll be forced to recall right over there, looking a bit bad because now river control is in the hands of IGN. This is one strength that IGN really has a lot of the time. Their experience with ML they know that the moment you
ये
control the
IGN
river, you control the early game.
आईजीएन का
And
कौन
that's
सा है?
exactly what they're going for. Kyle trying to
ये
they're
विच
trying to
वाला
cut off
नहीं.
Kyle
हाँ
all over
विच.
again. But this time Kyle says no.
हाँ
I'll join
विच
the
वाला ही
fight
तो
too,
है
bro.
आईजीएन.
Like you're not gonna
Which
cut my
is
support
इसमें?
off. We're throwing hands down. We're throwing hands down now, and it seems that instead, IGN is forced to back off, and maybe Zoltan might be able to step into these areas, Fredo.
विच नहीं है क्या जो
Definitely something
एपेक्स
that we
के
have to
साथ
watch out for
इंटरनेशनल
here.
खेल के आए थे?
And along with that,
उनका
the
स्क्वाड
fact
है
that this
IGN.
Ruby has been
वो लोग
going
खेल
into the
रहे हैं.
EXP lane just means that Anti won't be having the
ब्लू
best
साइड
time
उनका है.
there. because the anti actually picked up that CC to
Blue
counter the
team.
high loss there. And he definitely tried to do that, right? By going in for the engage there in the river area early on. But with that, the second turtle is up, and look at the Nolan, he's already on to that. And talking about the Nolan, right? I'm kind of jealous that Kirin, I mean, the 11 skin has just been released, and look at that, he takes the turtle away in style with that Nolan's Navigator skin. And myself as a Nolan player, I'm really jealous of Kirin right now because he's got his hands on that Navigator skin, which nobody has at the moment.
Well, that seems that Zozen is being taken down. That's the first blood. Two glorious pathways coming right out, which scoping the glorious pathway, making sure that Zozen has no room to escape. It seems that they're turning the dive on its head with that IMU pickup from which, meanwhile, they want to continue pressuring Kyle. They know how much of a menace he was in the previous match. So right now, they just want to make sure that these circling eagles come out. But unfortunately, that will be, Kiran kind of taking advantage of that position. Meanwhile, Respect tries to go in for a dive, but it won't really be enough. There's a Nolan, he'll be able to escape pretty easily. Litho also taken away by the side of Kiran. He's able to play this Nolan to its full potential. Meanwhile, Jung landing his I'm offended onto absolutely nothing. The Natalias would really are, mad at this man because he tends to hit absolutely nothing at the worst possible moments of the
Cause
game. Meanwhile,
IGN तो
Jung
हार
going
गया
for the
ना.
mid lane rotation, and meanwhile, Louis diversion coming in, but it's just a bait. Jung, meanwhile, thinks that it's not. It seems that there's a bit of a miscommunication. Lowest pathway used up by Witch, and they're going right into the fray of this. Anti making sure that he's poking out everybody that is coming close to him, but Kimmy is taken down a bit low. So right now, Jung kind of needs to improve his engages. He's going for these plays that really aren't there, and it's really not looking good for them because right now you can see that Kyle is being frozen out in his lane. So now it might be a good time for IGN to collapse on that top side. So Jung, what he needs to do is clear the
नॉलन
way
का
straight
स्किन
away
अच्छा
exactly
नहीं
what
लगा
he's doing.
मुझे.
But meanwhile, they
और
need to,
बेटर स्किन
kind
हो
of help
सकता था. उससे
this
बेटर तो
Moscow. They need to
स्टारलाइट
help
है,
Kyle out
like
because
my
Kimmy, you can see
opinion,
he's zoning. He
my
knows
suggestion.
exactly what's going on. He
उससे
can see
अच्छा
the
तो
field
भाई
while that turtle is up, Fredo.
मेरे को स्टारलाइट लगता है नॉलन का.
Yeah, Respect already taking down the turtle, missing out on the first one. Will be looking to take this one away. Kirin arrives on the scene. There is the diversion play already in place. Let's see who will be the one getting. Oh, look at the Suyu. Respect comes out on top there with the retribution. They are going in finally for another engage. Glorious pathway has been placed. Along with that, Blood Oath being used as well. On the other side, Kimi gets taken down there. Anti still chasing down Hyung. Hyung, does he have enough to deal with the... Oh, look at that onslaught coming in from Respect. Respect pushing away the damage dealers of Nagaland. And with that, finally, a disengage might come in, but look at Respect. He knows they are low. He wants to go in for more. But they have arrived on the scene, and finally, they'll be forcing a retreat.
Well, I'm not gonna lie. It's like both teams really are doing really well for themselves right now. The gold is mostly even just a slight lead for the side of IGN since they did get the turtle over there. But right now, it doesn't seem to be that much of an issue, except that a cycling eagle comes straight onto Kyle, along with Aaron the Creator diving in with Respect, going for his mini battlement onto Kyle, taking him down right away. Aaron the Creator put in a bit of a risky spot, but since they have the guiding wind from the Matilda, they will be able to get away quite easily. Respect going for another dive, getting easy really low, and he'll be taken out by Witch.
Oh, wow.
That Valentina, really good engage coming out from IGN Fredo.
Well, I mean, the fact that he used the glorious pathway to chase down the Arizi there on the Luo, it was just so fun to watch for me. And with that, finally, look at that. The EXP lane matchup is getting interesting at the moment, but Kyle, look at that. He's taking a lot of damage from that. Along with that, the diversion play coming in as well. Kirin will get the kit on Vivich. Vivich gets taken down for the first time in 2 games, and that is a record which not many people hold. Anti taken down on the... Sorry, Hyung takes taken down on the hands of Anti and Aaron the Creator. Chung down low as well. Kirin dealing a lot of damage at the moment. Oh, look at that. Holy Flask being picked up by Kimi, so it won't be easy for the Nolan to go in right now. He has to be really careful going in for the next fight because right now they have the, they have the Holy Flask, so the healing will be coming in and it might surprise you when you're not able to burst them down.
Yes, like करो guys.
Well, honestly, right now, what Divine Regime kind of needs to do is just understand the XP lane matchup because the glorious pathway used over there as well. It's kind of
बॉम्बे में मुस्लिम लीग के धरने के बाद दंगे शुरू हो गए
सेक्शन 144 लागू करो।
लोग कर्फ्यू तोड़ रहे हैं, ऐसा लगता है कि पुलिस को लाठी चार्ज करना पड़ेगा।
दंगा रोकने के लिए जो भी करना पड़े करो। जी।
कल
weird. Jung tries to go in, but Moscow is not armed enough to take these people down. So why is Jung not just backing off right now? It's a bit of a weird engage coming out from them, but somehow they managed to like make it through because IGN has thrown a lot of skills onto the turtle, and but they will be taking the L in terms of the mid teams. One be taken out straight away. Right now, Kiran's buff seems to be very open. Kimi forced to use that circling eagle to get away, and right now it's looking bad because IGN is able to get these T1s down really easily, but the diversion play coming out in the bot side, you can see that that's a huge fight coming out. Moskov gets his spears, SOD, spear of disruption. Kiran goes in for the fight and Kyle decides to fall off as well, and now IGN is kind of being pushed back. These are the plays we want to see from Divine Energy. This is exactly the same scenario as last game, except the tables have kind of been turned, but IGN knows the sense of this comp and they go straight for the engage, but Kyle will be able to take down and the creator this time around. Anti going in with the vengeance, but Despect will be there to give his mini Balmond on to Kyle once more. I think right now, as long as Kyle, kind of
मुझे
manages
कुछ
to
बोलना
get
नहीं,
away from
मैं
Despect,
स्ट्रीम
kind of
देखने
manages
से
to
पहले ही
maintain his
लाइक
distance,
करता हूँ.
he still
नाइस
has a
नाइस
very
ऐसा ही
good
होना चाहिए.
matchup. He's able to play this out really well. Even the mid lane, he hit the SOD. Really sidestepped Kimi very well there, but Respect is able to get him down very fast there. You can see the circling even Kiran gets taken down straight away, which put in a bad situation, but the Flask of the Oasis is able to save him at dot HP. Meanwhile, Kyle does manage to land the SOD, but it might not be enough to do anything because Respect is in a very good position with Kimi there to provide him backup. So Kyle just respects that and he backs off as well. Meanwhile, Jung not really able to do anything on any of his picks really till now. In both games, he's been the weakest link. And right now, what Divine Energy realistically
Sorry.
need him to do is just step up, bro. Do something. Get an I am offended that is on point. They're clumping up quite a bit as well, but Jung is really not managing to do as much in this game as Divine Regime might want him to. Fredo, it seems that this might just be an uncontested lord for the side of IGN once more.
Yes, another uncontested Lord there coming in for IGN, and with that, look at that Lord coming up on the top lane already. Moskov trying to clear the lane before he goes back so that the lane pressure can be, evited for a while. Along with that, right now, the fact that, they still have the, tier 2 turrets on both sides. So it does seem like it might play a bit in their favor, but for how long can you still defend? Because the amount of damage they're dealing at the moment is just way too much for them to handle. Especially the fact that they have the CC, the Hylos not able to take so much damage as of now because the CC is just chunking him down when he tries to frontline for his team. So for now, the Lord marching down the top lane side, and minions though not in the not in the best sync. Along with that, holy defense is up. We might be seeing a glorious pathway coming in. Is there on that Vivage? He was looking for the perfect timing to use that ultimate. Like now, they're taking that turret down slowly but slowly. The Lord will be going down first, and the look at that. The gate coming in. Shutdown being secured there, but Kirin might be going down there. Kimi takes the kill onto Kirin. Along with that, finally, an Amofin that connects there, but not the best one. I mean, look at the healing coming in from
Whole
Kimi there.
Indian server
Mathilda is providing a lot of healing, because of which they're not able to take those kills. And finally, only now, Ariji gets that glowing one.
Good evening. आप क्या बोल रहे हैं? Whole Indian
Well, this is not looking good
Indian
for
server player.
Divine Regime once again. But since Kyle is still in this game, he's not really that far behind if you look at him. He's been kind of farming up this entire game. He's taking the jungle as well right now. So he might be able to be in a position where he'll be able to carry the Divine Regime in the late game, because as usual, Aaron, the creators on the Alice, he's not actually snowball that much compared to Kyle. So it's like Kyle has a snowball leader, but it's more like he's able to probably get more farm. Meanwhile, a bit of a missing hit from this like he shut down straight away. Kyle stepping into the midst of it, and he gets, but
So,
unfortunately, Anti manages to
toxic whole
get
Indian
down.
server.
SOD from
सब तो नहीं होते,
get him out
कुछ
of all
कुछ
that,
होता
but
है.
unfortunately, he sided out straight away, and they go
सब तो
for
नहीं
him
होता है.
and take him down. This is a 1-for-2 trade in favor of IGN. and although they lost their jungler, they still managed to take down the and the side laner from the side of Divine Regime. Although you would say that it is a 1-for-3, although you could also say it's a 1-for-2, since Jung is really not in this game right now. He's really not able to make any plays whatsoever, even in that fight. Really, again, and I'm offended landed onto nothing is not gonna help Divine Regime in this game. It's really just not looking good for Jung right now. He's not able to.
Worried about fine lines and acne marks?
ऐड की
Try
बारिश हो
Olay
रही है.
Retinol Max with Max Retinoid and Max Hydration. It absorbs deep into your skin, renewing it while you sleep to reduce fine lines and acne marks in just 7 nights. See it for yourself. Olay.
Do anything Divine Regime could benefit from. And that's exactly the problem they're facing. The weakest link continues to stay weak as,
Indian
everybody is
server
collapsing from the side
खेलकर
of
मेरा
IGN
मन
onto
था.
whoever they see. They know that even Zozen will not be
पंकज
able to
भूल.
tank all this damage coming out from the CC, from the Mathilda even. He has snowballed
काश
so much
भूल
as
गया.
well. He's
अरे अरे
been in all of
आपको
these
शायद
fights. He has
टॉक्सिक
10
लोग मिल
assists.
गए क्या?
He probably will be even getting a
ऐसा
god of
कुछ
assists
नहीं
at
है,
the end of
अच्छे
this
लोग
game,
भी
whether they
है,
win or lose.
मतलब जो
But right
टॉक्सिसिटी
now,
नहीं करते
IGN
बिल्कुल
takes
भी.
an uncontested Lord because they
ऐसा
just
क्या हो
have
गया?
too much
बताओ
of a
बताओ.
lead right now. And
क्या
meanwhile,
हुआ?
Farlane being taken by Anti, I guess he wants to
क्या
get
सीन?
an item from this huge wave. Instead, it seems that he's freezing the wave, which is a good choice because I guess he noticed the Lord coming from the top side, so they're probably planning to slow push. Wait, on the line on to be and he's finally taken out. Jung gets the pick off of the game. This might be what Divine Regime need to stay in this fight. Respect meanwhile citing out
अब
Kirin
मेरा
on
नाम
in that push.
मैन
Surya's third
अंधेरा
skill
है.
can be used for vision, so he does know
प्रकाश का
that
अरे अरे ऐसा क्या
Kiran
हो गया?
is
अरे
in that
अरे
push. Meanwhile, they will
ऐसे
be
नहीं
able to
ऐसे नहीं.
probably melt this
हुआ
lockdown
क्या?
really
एक्सप्लेन
easily.
करो पूरा
Unless Twitch
स्टोरी, हम
managed to make
सुनते
the
हैं,
clutch play that
फिर
he
हम
usually
बताते
always
हैं.
makes. Meanwhile, on top side, there's a huge fight coming out. We can see
क्या हुआ
that,
बताओ.
unfortunately, IGN's not really able to do anything because they don't have any Bainwell diversion play coming out straight onto Andy, and he's shut down by other than Kyle. Kirin and Kyle are kind of lashed onto each other, which forced to use the girls' pathway to disengage over there, Fredo.
Yeah, but going in for the diversion play there definitely means you're losing out on those minions, right, which are still, still pushing in, and definitely because of that, they will be losing that top lane inhibitor for themselves, bot lane for them. But look at the turret HP as well, right? I mean, going in for the kill was not really necessary, but it was actually good. They got a lot of gold from that, but the value of that has to be paid away to the other side with those turrets. So I don't think that it's the best trade for them right now. But with that being said, the fact that Respect is, he's untouched, right, on that Suyo, except once, just once. He died there committing too much, but definitely Respect needs to be shut down here when he tries to go in. But right? Anti is just creating a lot of problems for their frontliners at the moment. Oh, a dangerous diversion play there coming in. I think they have been spotted out. Look at that. Engage coming in, Crunchy.
Well, this is a crazy play, but Respect found in the
लॉल
wrong
कोई बात
spot.
नहीं
Kyle
भाई.
will be able to burst him
अंधेरा.
down. Meanwhile, Kyle the creator going for a
विशाल
flicker.
ऐसे
Is the
कौन
flicker
बोलता है
from
bro?
Killy is right there to provide him all the assistance in the world, but the circling eagle is not there, so they will be forced to back off right away. That is not a very big dead timer, not the perfect time to look for a fight onto Respect. But it's still a pick-off is a pick-off, and this might just lead to another kill for the side of Divine Regime, and that's exactly what they need to do right now. They've lost far lane control. So what do you do right now? You either send
अच्छा
Kyle to
खेल रहा है
clear those
नागालैंड
lanes
बिल्कुल.
up, or you are forced to just send a few people with the Louis and just diversion back, or
तो
you could
MLB
do
का टास्क
what Divine Regime
सिस्टम
just did and
का
try to
शिकार हो गया
get
है
another
भाई.
pick off across the map. But unfortunately, that will not
विशाल
work
इतना
this
सच नहीं
time
बोलना
around. And
होता
the
है.
far lane
हेलो.
is still pushing in. They're forced to send someone to defend over there unless they just want to blitz this Lord down, which is something that they should probably do really fast unless they want to get backdoored from that top side. Wouldn't you say, Fredo?
Yeah, I mean the far lane is pushing in, right, and the slow push will definitely be there all the time because the enhanced minions are already spawning on that side because the inhibitor has been taken down and Respect is chunking down the Lord. They see that the jungler is not there. Will it be an easy Lord for them? Definitely an easy Lord, right? And yeah, definitely an easy lot for them. But along with that, they're securing a lot of kills. Arizi is getting taken down. Hyung chunked down like he's nothing. Kimi will go down. Kyle will go down. Kirin will go down as well. Hyung, the only one standing. Will he be able to do something? No, definitely. Which will be the one securing that kill.
1 से 7 तारीख 1 से 7 अमेज़न फ्रेश के सुपर वैल्यू डेज का रिमाइंडर लगाना नहीं तो पड़ेगा पछताना 1 से 7 तारीख तक ग्रोसरी पर अप टू 45% डिस्काउंट ऊपर से बैंक ऑफर्स और कैशबैक भी और
Which team is
अमेज़न फ्रेश के सुपर वैल्यू डेज
which
से
is
ग्रोसरी
नागालैंड
नहीं
नागालैंड
लिया
की जो टीम है वो रेड ब्लू साइड में है
टॉयलेट वरून आल्यावर सांगतो
और उसकी अपोजिट वो वाली है रेड वाली
टॉयलेट स्वच्छ नाही ठेवले का
कोणतं गॅजेटही नाहीये जे सहजपणे स्वच्छ ठेवेल
हार्पिकचे सबस्क्रिप्शन घे हार्पिक फ्लश मॅटिकचे सबस्क्रिप्शन हे प्रत्येक फ्लश सोबत टॉयलेट ठेवते स्वच्छ 1 महिन्यापर्यंत फ्लश टँक मध्ये टाका इझी पीझी टॉयलेट क्लीनचे सबस्क्रिप्शन लावून घ्या
And Crunchy, don't you think this is the end?
ये साइड है ना
I mean, this is
ये
sad to say,
नहीं
but I don't
सॉरी
think so that
नागालैंड
they
रेड
can
साइड
defend
में
these minions.
नागालैंड
He doesn't
रेड
have the
साइड
clear,
में माय
and
बैड
he's already getting bursted down by the
नागालैंड
side
रेड
of
साइड
IGN.
में
Unfortunately, that the regime will
और
end
ING
today,
जो टीम है
and they're
वो
taken
ब्लू
down
साइड
by
में
none other
ING
than
जीत गई
IGN, who is securing a spot in further playoff games. This is just unfortunate, man.
Unfortunate, really unfortunate. But kudos to kudos to Sikkim, kudos to IGN for
भगाते हैं
and a lot of stuff. So that time, you know that there are high possibilities that she can be melted off quite easily. I'm not gonna lie about that. But yep, guys, welcome to the land of dawn. This is going to be the game number 1 between Executed Esports representing Arunachal, and on the red side we have Dad and Son representing Meghalaya. So yeah, right now we can see both the junglers are farming Itami.
Yep. And by far, they will just be focusing onto their neutral objectives. Hilda, look at Hilda just trying to poke up onto that Tigreal, onto the early phases of the game. Team Arunachal has the early game kind of an advantage because of that Hilda. She has the damage as well, and she will be denying those ganks if she is just staying onto that lane, and she is trying to actually get some vision onto that top. But Hayabusa trying to make an initiation, but no, he will just be retreating for now.
I mean, that was quite sneaky of Hayabusa, but look at the damage coming in from that Hilda. I mean, half melting that Tigreal is not quite easy, but there is backup in the top. Alpha, who is almost level 4, but the damage from Hilda is such unstoppable. There comes Alpha with the charge. Hilda quite will be forced to run off from the map, as well as Phoebus. I mean, they could have initiated, they could have gone a little more aggressive to get them, but again, Hilda, you can't catch her
मैं आता
that
थोड़ा
easily
टाइम में
as
ओके
you
ओके
think
आ
you
जा
can. So yeah, I don't think anything is going to happen until the first turtle is spawned.
Definitely, and Insane has actually reached out the level 4 quite earlier compared to the Hayabusa, and the turtle will be spawning anytime soon. By far, it is looking quite favorable for the side of Team Meghalaya, but Hayabusa is trying to make another initiation onto that bot lane, onto Nathan, but he won't be able to connect those shadows. They are trying to make another initiation, but no, by far, no trades. The turtle has already been spawned, and Team Meghalaya already has started to contest for the turtle.
Yep, daddies and sons do look in great position. They are 4 members, but the backup is coming for Team Executed. Hilda providing an amazing vision setup provided. There is that Eve's ult popping up, and Hayabusa takes the first blood, but the turtle will be stolen by Tigreal with that. Phoebus also goes down, so does Alpha, very low. Hayabusa will be taken down by Gatotkacha. Eve quite in trouble. There is Hilda, but again, it is 2v1 situation. I mean, can't really do anything, but retreating sounds good.
Yep, 1 for 2 trade for the side of Team Meghalaya, even though Tigreal, actually Doom was the one who actually got the turtle for the side of Team Meghalaya, so they are already in quite of an advantage in terms of the goal lead too. They are yet to get that objective, that is tower, but still, I would say so far so good for the side of Team Meghalaya, but onto the bot side, Hilda was trying to make another initiation onto that Nathan. He needs to play it a bit safe, but it is not looking favorable for the side of Team Arunachal. That Hilda will be falling off for that overextension just now.
मोबा के है ना
I mean, come on, Hilda is the bush hero, and being quite sneaky around four people was not a great choice. Although there is Valentina who might be caught off guard, not really, will be retreating at this point. I think Dads and Sons are in really great position, although this time Gatotkacha might be in trouble because it's 2v1 situation. And there is Hilda to provide the backup. Gatotkacha will be using the ultimate just to retreat in the board. The guy, did I just witness Irithil going down by 4 members? I mean, damn, that was quite good. It is quite important to take down the goal laner down. I think they're doing great. They have the goal lead, they have everything, but that Hilda, man, providing a lot of setup, but again, damage is kind of lacking though.
I guess the damage as well as the execution from the side of Team Executive Esports is not there. The implosion play coming up, but it is going to be missing for now. That Irithel will be able to escape, but Nathan almost got the goal lead. Hilda using her ultimate in order to get that kill onto that Nathan, but he won't be able to do so. Hayabusa trying to make the follow-up. Back to you.
भाई मैं 2020 निकल रहा है मुझे 2017 से खेल रहे हैं आप बहुत पुराने खिलाड़ी हैं फिर
which is smart enough because the turtle is up, and that is the important priority which you focus on. But this team fight is not going to stop because the shadow will be used by Hayabusa, dealing no damage. The turtle is started, lot of ultimates popping left and right, and Eve goes down with Phobius going down as well as Hilda. It's Irithel who is remaining and going in the direction of death and will be going down. Wow, damn, I mean, that's 3 people down.
A 3-for-0 trade actually for the side of Team Dads and Sons, and it is looking quite favorable for them by far. They will be able to get the turtle, but okay, Hayabusa will be able to get the kill onto Doom, but Insane with the follow-up, Hayabusa will be taken down, and that is going to be an uncontested turtle. Hopefully for the side of Team Dads and Sons, Insane using his retribution will be able to get that. And Art will be taken down for that overextension. The unstoppable coming up from that Alpha. Now the Alpha charge once again being used. The Phobius is trying to make up with the initiation, but he should be forced to retreat. But Gatotkacha will be missing his avatar of the Guardian,
like
and this is looking a one-sided annihilation by far. But Insane will be taken down. They should be retreating. The double kill coming up from that Irithel
26 के matches समझ गई.
I mean, that was smart taking the chance just to go in. But they are still lacking in many ways. I mean, the turret push by Nathan is quite smart, but will be taken down because the shadow will be used by Hayabusa. Quite in trouble because Hilda is chasing at this point. But whoa, Hilda retreats. Smart move. But again, they have the goal lead, they have the map control, and the damage is so insane that they're quite highly melting down that Phobius as well as that Hilda, who are very tanky. They are very tanky, and it's not easy to deal with them. But the way Dad and Son are dealing is quite smart enough, quite good. But again,
you can't
they need to do something at this point. There is Irithel who is dealing the damage, but not so high. She needs the punch, she needs the buffs. So I think you need to actually support that everything.
Happens. Draft pick ही matter करता है. पता है हर एक game का जो most important चीज होती है वो draft pick ही होता है. अगर draft pick में कहीं गड़बड़ हो जाए तो फिर match तो obviously हाथ से जाने ही वाला है. Draft काफी ज़्यादा matter करता है. और अगर enemy का counter pick किया तो it's good. अगर enemy ने अपने counters pick कर लिए तो भाई फिर मतलब ही नहीं है.
They are getting those kills as their invoker this time will be punished by that Hayabusa for that overextension, and the turtle will be spawning anytime soon.
Yep, the turtle is spawned at this point, and that is Gatotkacha just to provide the vision to their teammates, but is being melted down quite high. Hayabusa not wasting even a second, going directly in for the turtle because come on, they have the advantage, they have the positioning. It is going to be easy, but Doom is not doing for the stop. Ultimate will be popped out, implosion will be popped up. Gatotkacha going in, but Hayabusa will manage to secure the turtle and
एक epic comeback का चाहिए अरुणाचल के टीम से. अभी के लिए तो मेघालय बहुत सही खेल रही है. अगर अरुणाचल का एक कमबैक होता है तो पॉसिबिलिटी है कि वो जीत पाएंगे. बट डैड्स एंड सन इतना जल्दी करने भी नहीं देंगे कमबैक.
Against 2 members, not even 2. It's going to be 3 at this point. and Alpha will be the one who will be retreating.
Yep, and Team Dadsons had they had the lead. They almost got the turtle too, but once Hayabusa got the turtle for the side of Team Arunachal, they got the trades as well, and it didn't took them much time to get the goal lead as well as the control onto this game. Before it was a one tower advantage, but they are back to equal. So it is not looking quite favorable this time for the side of Team Meghalaya. Another initiation might come up.
And Alpha might be in trouble because there is Phobius to deal the damage, chunking them down. Irithel just jumping in, making sure Alpha will be taken down. Nope, it's going to be the Valentino who is going to take down the Alpha. Irithel, although in trouble, will be going down by Gatotkacha again. It's 2v2 members gone down, 3 surviving from each team. The scores also actually looks quite equal, although Hayabusa retreated. Meanwhile, in the board, the fight still continues because the team are quite low. And I think they have to retreat at this point because the first Lord is going to be up and within less than, let's just say, 16 seconds. And yep,
क्या लगता है गाइस कमबैक होगा अरुणाचल का
are not looking in great
मेघालय
position. I mean,
तो
they had the early game
आगे है
they
ओह
had the
क्या बात
damage,
है अरुणाचल
but
का
somehow they
कमबैक
are
हुआ है
being
30%
caught
गोल्ड
off guard again and again, which is not
और
actually
मेघालय का
going
28
in their favor because the
क्या
Lord
बात है
is up. Hayabusa and Hilda are actually on the Lord.
Yep, and I guess both of the teams will be trying to contest for the Lord, but Arunachal looking on to a better position to be contesting the Lord. Kacha is trying to make another initiation. The entropy being used by that Datan. The damage is being dealt. Tigreal was trying to make a flicker implosion play, but Hilda will be taken down onto the process. Valentina will be able to get that kill onto that wave, and they will be just forced to retreat. Valentina using the ult from Invoker, but the Phobius, look at the damage. The avatar of the Guardian did connect, but the damage coming up as well as the Phobius. The follow-up is way too good for the side of Team Arunachal Pradesh, and that is going to be a 4-for-1 trade for them. And the Team Arunachal will be able to get this lot for themselves.
I mean, they are going great, and this Lord
Welcome
will
back,
be
TD.
taken by Team Executive Esports. They actually managed to take the Lord quite well, making sure team members are down, the tables have turned, and Team Executive look in great position. The fact that they are even going for the push even before the Lord is marching is quite insane because, come on, all that is remaining right now is the top inhibitor, and in the mid also there are minions marching. Phobius might be in trouble because caught off guard, not really. The Hilda is actually working out quite in favor. But to be honest, if you ask me, right now the Irithel is the key point. There is no one to stop that Irithel. She just jumps in with that Ducati, making sure she's dealing the damage. Although Hilda will be caught off guard, not really, because right now the defense actually matters, and it's just the first lot. So I think they can defend quite well without letting even a single main inhibitor tier go down. So good job defending.
At least they were able to, one or two towers were gone onto this lot fight, but at least they were able to protect the inhibitor towers for now at least. But as you mentioned, it's smiling that there is no one to stop that Irithel unless Tigreal comes up with the implosion play and Irithel doesn't have her purify. Till then, Irithel might not be taken down because the damage, the power spike is showing up. Her damage is being quite showed up. I guess she already got her Great Dragon Spear as well as the Berserker's Fury. The two items combined can be quite ridiculous in terms of dealing the late game damage for that Irithel. So, so far it looks quite favorable for the side of Team Arunachal. But if Meghalaya comes up with a really good set, then maybe they can still turn this game around. Even though there is a 6k goal lead for the side of Team Arunachal right now.
I mean, they can possibly do that.
Guys, क्या लगता है कौन सी टीम जीतेगी?
Again, are they going to play
Bet
defensive
करो ना
or
chat
they're
में
just going
कौन
to
सी टीम
plan
का सपोर्ट
and
कर रहे हैं?
charge? Maybe they can go in for the charge, but not quite highly dealing the damage. So I think they have to, just play very safely. Being caught off guard, just one member, two member, and there is Hayabusa to pop those shadows, making sure they are caught off guard. And the fact that there is no one to stop that Irithel, again, I'm going to repeat that because Irithel is the one who is dealing damage. There is Phobius who is just going to be the front laner. Looking at the build, although I can't see Irithel's build at this point, so I can't really tell about it. But yep, here comes another engage, and Gatotkacha already in quite a low position. He is going to pop those ultimate out. There is Tigreal to make sure that dealing damage. He will be taken down as well as Hilda this time. Gatotkacha quite low, will be taken down by Irithel. Double kill coming in for Nathan. Double kill coming in for Irithel. That was a triple kill.
Oh my god!
And oh, that was triple kill. But there goes the maniac for Irithel. Quite an amazing move coming in by Irithel. I mean, they were quite close, very close. But again, the retreat coming in by Haya was
जीत गई अनुराचल.
knowing
वाह.
not to engage, because this time I think the
क्या
game
comeback
is
किया
going to
अनुराचल
end
ने.
without any lot
Nice.
contest. And this is going to be the game number 1 for Arunachal, that is executed
Nice
esports team.
अनुराचल. अनुराचल प्रदेश जीत गई गाइस. अभी देखते
Well,
हैं
he
सेकंड
actually
मैच में जीतती है क्या अरुणाचल या
did
मेघालय.
esports.
कौन सी
Early
टीम
game,
जीतेगी.
I mean, sorry, on the room.
Yup, Dad and Sons have.
फरसा लिया ये बात.
So
क्या बात है.
unstoppable. The momentum coming in the HP region, the damage. I mean, come on, there need to be someone who can stop them. But there are possibilities for Dad and Son yet to win, because honestly, if you ask me, their draft is so good. They have the Harith in the goal lane who is going to melt that Alice down. Not easy to catch the Alice, not easy to catch the Harith. So both are just going to have their gameplay. And this game will let us know that who actually is going to be the winner. And welcome to the land of dawn, guys. As we just witnessed that team Arunachal actually took the first victory, and this time this is going to be the game number 2, and Dads and Son, which is Meghalaya, yet have the chance to come back. And as you mentioned, Itami, Doom is definitely going to be on that chow in the early game. Oh, I mean, sorry, on the room.
Yep. And you know, one thing I did notice is Arunachal's lineup mostly relies onto that magic damage, because they have the Farsa, they have the Gatotkacha as well. Gatot can be like combined with the Gatot can be going with the mage build as well. He will be going with the
KJ,
hybrid
welcome to
build
the
most
stream.
probably. But
मुझे लेना
the
चाहिए था
Angela
त्रिपुरा के
as well as
लिए.
the Alice, so they are quite reliant
मुझे
onto
लेना
that
चाहिए
magic
था
damage,
त्रिपुरा के
and
लिए.
it would be a quite dicey kind of
Registration.
a situation onto the mid
By the way,
as well
welcome
as
to
the
the
late
stream,
phases of the game,
KJ.
because
आपका स्वागत है.
from the side of Team Meghalaya, if they get the
आप
items like
त्रिपुरा से हैं
Radiant
क्या?
Armor as well as the Athena Shield, then it would be quite easy to counter them, as well as on the team fights, they will be able to endure the damage and make some kills. Meanwhile, Corey Cutie was trying to get another initiation, but there is no proper follow-up by far, so Ling is trying to gank up onto the mid side, but so far it is no treats, I would say, for both of the teams.
I do agree with you. You know, the fact that last game there was Hayabusa to poke that Eve out of her soul, and this time again it's Ling who's going to dash them out. But the fight coming in already.
Oh, Alice was able to escape this time, but the first blood coming up to Doom this time, and Alice with the beautiful bait, actually, she was able to get that kill. Like, she was able to get that kill for her team. Doom will be taken down for that overextension on that. The turtle has already been spawned, and it is looking quite favorable for the side of Team Arunachal by so far. But
अच्छा, क्या
I
बात
guess
है,
they
nice.
like for the side of Team Arunachal, they will be requiring some kind of backup in order to be contesting for the turtle, because onto the turtle lane there are 4 people surrounding them. Gatotkacha might try to make another initiation coming up, the follow-up coming up this time. Chow and Insane will be able to get that kill. Ling will be taken down. The way of the dragon coming up from that Chow. The revitalize actually being used of that Gatotkacha. The hard guard yet to be used by that Angela, but she did it way too late. That hard guard is going to go on to a waste, because the fight was immediately shut down, and Gatotkacha won't initiate any more team fight by now, and Angela's ult has a really long cooldown onto the early phases of the game.
I mean, I do agree with you. The fact that Ling actually was lagging the blue and couldn't join the turtle fight, there was Gatotkacha to provide the vision and everything. The kind of loss there, because Angela was quite late with the ultimate, but will be caught off guard and taken down by Suyu. I mean, that was actually smart though.
Yep, Angela getting punished for her being that kind of out of position right now, and she will be immediately punished. Meanwhile, out to the top side, maybe Hylos was trying to clear. He was actually
I
trying to
mean,
cut those lanes, but he will be able to
Example,
do so.
did you like notice that Ling was
ये बार भी
killing the
अगर
blue and
अनुराचल
Suyo
जीत
just
गई,
slides in
दैट
and
एंड सन्स जीत
takes the
गए,
blue buff
तो
just front of
मेघालय
that Ling's eyes and
नहीं नहीं
that was so
सॉरी
sad to watch. But
मेघालय
yep, I
जीती,
did witness
तो
that.
डेट एंड सन्स जीतेंगे,
Oh,
कंफ्यूज हो रही,
okay,
सॉरी
but yeah,
अनुराचल को
if
जीतना
that was the
पड़ेगा,
apparently that
या
is the case.
मेघालय को एक
So
बार,
Ling will be having a quite hard time in
अदरवाइज
order
गया
to
ये
rotate
मैच तो.
as well as land those templates of blaze combo. So oh, he won't be able to contribute as much as he is expected to unless he has his blue buff. But Gatotkacha trying to make another initiation. The real world manipulation coming up from Invoker. The templates of blades being used, followed by the hard cut of the Angela and EOG connecting. But there is no proper follow up. They will just disassemble for now. They are quite aware that Arunachal, if they overextend a team fight, then it would be favorable for the side of Team Meghalaya. So they are not over initiating. The way of the dragon coming up onto that Alice, and Doom will be able to get that Alice down. The goal laner has been taken down from the side of Team Arunachal, and Harith Harith will be able to get some gold buff this time. Like he will be able to get some gold for himself.
I mean, I do agree. It's quite easy for Harik to go and for the goal, but Suyo will be getting that free turtle again this time. And Ling's blue buff is up, vision provided for the teammates, and Suyo is not going to waste any time but dive right in because that retribution is still on Suyo, and Suyo will again manage to steal the blue buff, which is going to be a
Oh,
huge
the way of the
trouble.
dragon! That was a beautiful way of the dragon onto Art, but this time Farsa will be able to get that kill with her ultimate. But Gatukacha trying to make another initiation onto Invoker, but Invoker won't be taken down. The overextension coming up, the Revitalize actually being used out. He will be forced to retreat. He will be able to do so, but that was a really good ult coming up from the Farsa in order to take down Doom. But Alice actually might initiate a team fight. She has a hard guard from that Angela too, but Insane will just play it safe. The turtle is about to there is still time.
मेरे को लग रहा है ये बार मेघालय जीतेगी और फिट्टूस होएगा, वापस से
By
फिर
far,
खेलेंगे ये
it is
लोग,
looking quite favorable for
फिट्टूस
the
लग
side of
रहा है
Team
मुझे,
Meghalaya. They got the goal lead as well as
गोल
some
लीड है
objectives, so
उन
they
पे.
have the higher kill count as well. Smiling.
I mean, yep, just like the last game, again, Team Meghalaya in the early game have the advantage. All I'm hoping is they don't throw at this point. I like the way
Oh
that
no!
Angela down. I mean, marking that Angela is just, making sure that they don't have that extra help which their teammate need. And Gadotkacha might be in trouble. Not really. I don't think so. But again,
Okay, there is actually a gank up coming up onto the bot side, but still, I think they will be able to play it safe and initiate. They will be able to retreat for now. There are no minions from the side of Team Rats and Sons in order to do a tower dive. So, yep, they are just playing it safe. Farsa actually went out for the Holy Crystal as one of her first items. That item, it has a lot of gold. It costs a lot of gold, but it provides you a lot of magic power. So, going for the Holy Crystal onto the early phases might be quite dicey, but it is quite a worth it kind of item, I would say. Smiling.
I do agree. It actually takes a lot of time to build that thing, but once it's there, there is no stop. But the fact that Ling has given up on the blue buff, making sure going in for the push, trying to get those minions off, is all he can do at this point. And Harith giving so much trouble too that Gatotkacha is quite surprising. Although this time I don't think Ling can possibly steal the turtle. There are chances, but not too many.
Oh, the feathered airstrike actually being used by the Farsa. The damage was way too much, but she will be forced to retreat. She doesn't have the HP, but the templates of blades coming up from that Link. But the way of the dragon, this time connecting. Link will be forced to retreat. He will be able to do so. No kill so far. But the taunt from that Gatotkacha instantly is looking on a bad position. He might be taken down. Alice with the follow-up. The plot of being used by that Alice and Lord Insane on a bad position. He is on really low HP, but this time Cody Cutie might be taken down, but no, Doom is there for the follow-up. Art on a bad position. This time Art will be taken down. The feathered airstrike once again coming up. The glorious pathway as well from that high low. Harris using the Zaman force in order to get that kill onto that Katursa. He won't be able to do so, and Insane will be forced to retreat, but no, they finally got the trade. The Alice will be taken down. The blood or the the lifesteal queen will be taken down this time. That was a 2 for 0 trade for the side of Team Meghalaya, and finally they are pulling it off onto this game.
I mean, they are definitely, and Ling finally manages to secure the blue buff after that 8 minutes 30 seconds. I mean, after the first one, this is the second one. So, yep, he is kind of lacking in the damage, and there goes Doom again with those ultimates. And the Barca will be taken down again. So, they are in great position. They have the advantage, they have the goal lead, they have all the possible, you know, thing they need for this victory. So far they are doing good, I would say. But again, they need to really play safe because one single wrong move and they can throw the game just like they did the last one. So I'm hoping they don't do that in this game though.
Definitely. I hope that as well. The Way of the Dragon is yet to be used by Doom. I guess he
मेघालय
just
ने
uses
comeback
in
कर
order
दिया
to get that
guys.
kill onto that Farsa. The hard card being used by that Angela onto that Gatokaza, the Avatar or the Guardian connecting onto nobody. At least they will be able to defend that lane, and yep, they will be able to do so. And I guess Angela went with the flask of the Oasis first, and she got the fleeting time. That is, if yep, if she got the fleeting time, then that
No?
would be better for her. But no, the flask of the Oasis, but the Way of the Dragon connecting
Yo
on
Pinky
to
Ji, yo
Gatotkacha.
Akeem,
He
welcome to
is
the
enduring
stream.
so
Long
much
time no
damage,
see
but
us
this
you.
time Insane will be getting out a lot, as well as Harris getting the kill onto the Gatotkacha. Look at the damage coming up from that Farsa. The
Oh
present
भाई.
airstrike this time connecting onto that Harris will be taken down. The templates of blades being used by that link in order to retreat, but the glorious pathway coming up from that high loss in order to make another initiation. The killing spree, as well as the kill being secured
अरे
onto that
फरसा भाग
link,
गई उड़
and
के
they will
पंछी
just be
बनो पट्टी
retreating. A
पे.
2-for-1 trade for the side of Team Meghalaya. They are quite formidable. They got the lot, but look at that Alice just clearing out the lane. She is trying to make sure they don't get the minions onto there. A really good job actually from that Alice. That is going to bite Team Executive Esports a lot of time, but two with a follow-up this time. The recall has been stopped. The hard card is yet to be used by that Angela. She will be able to use it, but in order to retreat, the hard guard is used, and Alice and Angela are the only ones enduring so much damage, and Alice will be taken down. Art will be taken down as well. That was quite an overextension, and Team Meghalaya, Team Arunachal will be losing 2 members down, and but still that was Alice was able to buy enough time, and that Lord actually will go down.
I mean, enough time, but losing 2 members, not really great because many of the towers will be going down at this point because the minions are huge and it's going to be really hard to defend. And Gatotkacha will be taken down by Harith even without letting him escape. Although Farsa is back, I mean, sorry, Angela is back, they have the chance to defend. But they have lost a lot at this point. The goal
Oh my
difference
मेघालय
God!
is
Look
जीत
at that
जाएगी
burst.
ये वाला मैच.
I mean,
फिट्टू
it's
सोएगा as I
10k
told
goal
you.
difference.
फिट्टू
What do you
सोएगा ये
expect? The
वाला
burst is
मैच.
so high. Suyo is legit on
अनुराचल का हाल बहुत
506,
बुरा लग रहा है.
and there is no stopping
4 और
Suyo with
15
that
का
high
चल
loss
रहा है.
as
ओ
well.
भाई क्या डैमेज है
Oh,
सुयू
the
का.
templates of blades actually being forced out this time, and I agree with you onto that point. The real world manipulation.
Yeah,
The goal lead as well, and okay, they will just be forced to retreat. Ling will be trying to get clear out those lanes by some
गया
time
वही
for the
लिंक
side
गया.
of Team
लंका
Arunachal.
लग गई
Ling will
लिंक
be
की.
taken down. He doesn't have his blue buff, and a monster kill coming up from that Suyo. But the feather airstrike once again from that Farsa. Look at the damage. The Doom will be taken down, but the mega kill as well as the glorious pathway once again being used. The hard guard is yet to be used onto the Gatotkacha, but it is way too late. There are only 2 members remaining from the side of Team Arunachal. In order to be defending the base, they won't be able to do so. Most probably there is only one minion. They need to clear it out, but Team Meghalaya will be directly going on to the base, and this game might go on to a game number 3. But look at that, Alice trying to clear that lane, but she won't be able to do so.
खत्म.
That
बोला था
is a
फिटनेस होगा.
GG game over for the side of Team Arunachal. They did
वापस
try
होएगा
their
इनका
best,
मैच.
but their best was
मेघालय ने
not
अच्छा
enough.
कमबैक किया, नहीं तो अनुराचल ये जीत
I
जाती
mean, they
मैच.
did
पता है.
try, although Angela
भगाते हैं, देखते हैं नेक्स्ट मैच में क्या हुआ. क्या मेघालय
Actually,
जीतती है
Doom quite
अनुराचल
uses
से.
the Jawhead much, so that
अभी
might
ये
be one.
डू और डाई सिचुएशन है दोनों टीम के लिए.
going to lock in Clint
पिक तो
as that
खतरनाक है दोनों टीम
goal
का.
laner. Honestly, Clint deals a lot of damage. Only thing he needs is the farm, just a few itemization, and he's going to stand in the back and melt these people off quite easily. But again, it depends on the positioning. It depends on how they're executing this team fight. Because knowing how, a team executive esports actually took the whole game into their matter in the first game. They had the draft, which was quite good as Dads and Sons. They had everything possible, but again, it depends on the execution. And I think there are possibilities that Sun might rock it or just roll it off. And yep, we are back in the land of Dawn, guys. This is going to be the game number 3 between Arunachal and Meghalaya. That's going to be Daddies and Son versus Executive Esports. So this time we are going to see Executive Esports on the blue side, and the junglers are just farming. Meanwhile, there is Doom just to knock that Phobius off this time. I mean, is it going to be taken off at this point? Not really, though, but yep, they are dealing so much damage, man, already.
Early game aggression coming up from the
Guys,
side of
एक
Team Dads and
second
Sons already, and
washroom
Art
जाके
will be punished down for that overextension, and he will be taken down by Invoker. You know, Arlott Room is a really good idea. In terms of CC, he can deal a lot of CC, but onto the early phases, he needs to play it safe because at the end of the day, he is a fighter and he doesn't have that much of an HP like a proper rover like Belleric and other tanks does. So he needs to quite play it safe as well, Smiling.
I do agree. It's actually good to play safe in the early game because he works his wonders in the late game. Although there is Pedrin who is trying his hard just to get to the level 4, and there is Chow to provide vision. Although Clint is quite low, will be forced to recall at this point Alpha, who is level 4, and Fedrin, who is not yet level 4. But I think they'll be level 4 by the time the turtle spawns, and we might see the first gang coming in there because there is no proper rotation in the goal, although there is a lot in the bot, but the positioning here is so well in the top and will be caught off guard. Not really. The flicker will be forced out, although. So that's actually an advantage to Daddies and Sons at this point because the turtle is up.
Yep, and they are actually on a better position to be contesting as well. Look at that CC coming up from that Fredrin. He almost got that kill onto that onto Doom right now, but Team Dads and Sons have already started to contest out the turtle, and they are not on a position. Team Arunachal are not on a position to be contesting it as well. And the CC coming off from that Aurora will be getting that Fredrin down. But the trades are not yet over. Art is trying to make another initiation. The passive has been used by that Aurora as well, but that knock off from that Phobius as well as the double kill being secured from the side of Team Meghalaya. They are from the side of Team Arunachal, and they got the treats as well as the turtle, and a triple kill already. And oh my god, that is a really good start for the side of Team Arunachal. Not only they got the objectives, but they got the kills as well.
I mean, Alpha actually took the turtle. It was smart enough, but 3 people going down was not a good step, and Sicilian will be taken down just to pay off. And the rotation coming in from Clint is actually smart, just to be there to actually gain the extra gold, which he requires to melt those tanky heroes, which is quite important. Very smartly playing. But yeah, a little defensive would be nice. Going in for such an aggressive gameplay is not good. Although, if I think that I think instead of going in the bot lane, marking the Moscow off, they should try catching that Phobius and marking him off. But Aurora will be caught off guard very highly because there is Sicilian who is chasing. Will be forced to use the ultimate just to retreat. And Alpha might be caught off guard. Not really. There is Chow trying to provide that backup, and yep, a lot will be going down just for that overextension. And right now, both the teams are at an equal state.
Yep, so far it's like both of the teams looking quite equal, but the glorious pathway actually being used by the Hylos in order to get that kill onto that Phobius. He won't be able to do so anytime soon. The Revitalize actually being forced out by him as well. So even though they didn't got the trades, that was quite a use of a resources for that Hylos. Not only he used the ult, but as well as that spell, battle spell. So for the next initiation, it will be taking some decent amount of time for the side of Team Meghalaya, and the turtle actually yet to be like about to be spawned, and I guess both of the teams will be trying the best this time in order to be contesting for that turtle.
I do agree, although Aurora don't have the passive. And I want to see Fedrin work his magic in this game. Will be zoned out by Chow, and there goes a lot of ultimates popping in. Moscow taking out that Aurora, and Alpha will be taken down by
लेट गेम
Fedrin as well as
लेट
Chow
गेम
going down.
में
It's just
सिसिलियन
high
बहुत
loss who
दर्द
is
देता है,
remaining between four
फार्म
people
हो जाता है ना
will be taken
स्टिक्स
down
पे.
as well, and this is going to be the
अर्ली में
turtle
तो ठीक
for
है,
Executive Esports
लेट
because
में
it's
हेडेक
going
होगा.
to be contest free and four people down just in a battle. It's just the Clint who is remaining. Might be caught off
गया
guard,
क्या?
although has the flicker. It's going to be easy to retreat.
गया
Oh,
गया.
the
But
final slash.
man, sheesh, that chase, I mean, the damage coming in is so high. The tankiness, there is no one to melt them at this point. They're dominating this game already.
You know, not only they got the 4-4-0 trade as well as the turtle, but breastplate was also taken down as well onto that bot lane. That final slash was onto the point from that Arlert,
कल दोपहर
so
को क्या
that
करूँगी?
was quite a
आज का
worth
जो
it trade
मैच
for
है
the
ना,
side of Team
कल दोपहर
Executive.
को
But
कंप्लीट कर दूँगी.
Phobius might initiate a
फिर
team fight,
शाम
but
को
Lord
जो
Insane
लाइव
using
है
an
वही
alpha charge
कंटिन्यू
really
करूँगी.
well onto that tower. He will
वही
be able
सही
to get that
रहेगा.
kill. But the way of the dragon also onto Art this time. The final slash being used, but the damage is way too much. The double kill will be secured by that alpha. Sicilian did try to deal some damage, but the damage was still not enough. Team Meghalaya are still trying to pull it off. They are
अभी
trying
मेरे
to
को स्ट्रीम
actually
चालू है
do
कितना
a
टाइम हुआ है?
tower dive onto them.
2
Look at
घंटा
that
हो गया.
grabs from the
मैंने
Sicilian.
5
Oh
घंटे
my
में
god!
देख लिया.
That Frederick with the double kill. That was an insane ultimate as well as that bonk.
I mean, come on, that's the Frederick we were waiting to witness, and he is actually working up at this game. Although the tower was taken down, but two members were traded off. And if you notice, the mid lane tier was just taken off by Moscow while they were distracting in the bot. We can see the rotation, the lane switch is done. Phobius is in the bot. Moscow is going to be in the
अबे
top
क्लिंट
this
क्या
time.
कर रहा है? सोलो
The
क्यों कर रहा
Clint
है
might
वो?
be in trouble again because there
फिर
are a
से
lot of
गया.
people chasing that Clint very hardly, trying to survive.
गया गया
Might be
गया,
caught
बच
off
ही नहीं
guard
सकता वो.
and will be taken down
चांस
by
ही
a
नहीं है
lot.
बचने का
Although
भाई.
a lot will be going down, there is the
क्लिंट
backup coming
मिस्टेक्स
in.
कर रहा है
Alpha is
थोड़ी.
right there, but the chase
थोड़ी
from
मिस्टेक्स
Fedrin
कर
is
रहा है
so
बंदा.
high. Might be caught off guard. Whoa, whoa, lot of backup coming in, and Mobius as well as Fedrin will be going down at this point. I mean, that was overextension.
Definitely, and Team Meghalaya were actually able to find out some trades onto that. That was a 3-for-1 trade. So, you know, that overextension did cost Team Arunachal this time for now. But look at that. That Sicilian is definitely going to be hurting onto that late game. He doesn't have the kills right now, but the final slash coming up onto Lord Insane. He might be taken down, but no, he will be able to retreat by for now. And the turtle already being spawned, and Team Dads and Sons have a better composition right now to at least contest that turtle. But the spread drain has already joined out onto the turtle scene. The glorious pathway being used out by that high loss in order to retreat instead of initiating the bomb coming up from that spread drain. And Fred Drain not able to get that kill, but still there was a trade. But Art will be falling down. The really good follow-up as well as the shutdown coming up from that Moskov onto Insane Plays. And Fred Drain will be able to contest this turtle quite uncontested because Lord Insane has already been fallen off.
I mean, if you notice what exactly is happening in this game is it's like they are getting triple kill and then red side get triple kill and it's like they are trading each other off and gold is consistent at this point. They are trading members, which is quite equal. They are getting the tiers, which is again quite equal. But not quite equal though, because Team Executive Esports have actually got major turrets more than anyone. And Chow will be caught off guard, taken off just to try and mark that, a lot actually is being a very useful front laner, dealing the damage, dashing people out, and Clint might actually be caught off guard, not realizing there is backup coming from behind for that Phobius. They are in very bad position though.
Definitely, and you know, the power spike is actually being stored up by that Sicilian as well. So the late the game goes, then it would be favorable more for the side of Team Arunachal. They have the Moskov as well. So by far they are doing it quite well in order to be holding out the game. They have the goal lead too as well by at least 2 towers, but unless and until they don't over
अरे भाई क्या
initiate, but a
fight हो
team
रही
fight
है?
really coming up onto the mid side. There is the way of the dragon connecting on from that tower, followed by the alpha charge. The spear of destruction connecting onto nobody. Sicilian will be punished out this time, but the flicker play, oh my god, why did you do that? And breastplate will be taken down, and that was an unusual flicker play coming up from that train. Look at our diving in and getting that double kill. That is a 2-for-1 trade for the side of Team Arunachal. They got the true trades, and the jungler is still alive. The Lord is yet to be spawned, but Moskov looking on a bad position. He is trying to take down that Aurora. The passive is yet to be used, but there is a really good follow from the side of Team Executive in order to save that Moskov. That Moskov will be living another day for now, and Cap will be able to endure some damage, but the alpha charge, he is trying to melt down that Phobius. The damage is actually being dealt quite fast. Phobius will be taken down this time, and he doesn't have the vengeance. He has the flicker instead. That is why he was not able to endure some damage, but the glorious pathway and the knockup coming up, a 3-man Frigid Glacier connecting onto that Aurora. Breastplate will be able to get that Frederick this time, but the Sicilian as well as a mega kill and a double kill coming up from the Moscow, as well as the Lord being taken down. The triple kill, but the shutdown finally, and Moscow was absolutely going berserk, but he will be taken down. But he did his job. He got the triple, he got the Lord, he bought some time for the side of Team Arunachal. Man, oh man, that was an absolute menacing of a team fight right now.
I mean, this is what we wait for. I mean, this is the team fight exactly we want to witness. And man, what a team fight! What a gameplay coming in by both the teams. I'm not gonna lie. Honestly, the amount of damage that Alpha is dealing and the amount of damage he have taken must be the highest I've seen in this gameplay. That fellow is actually there between three people solo and surviving. That's actually good. To be honest, Moscow already using the spear, and Alpha will be caught off guard. I mean, come on, bro, I just praised you.
Justice curse indeed. But yep, Insane will be taken down. At least they will be able to get one inhibitor tower for now. Look at that CC coming up from that Frederick. The glorious pathway actually being used out by that high loss in order to retreat. Art is not yet slowing down, but he will be taken down. At least Team Executive will be getting that bot inhibitor tower, but they will be losing Art in the process. And the minion actually is yet to be arriving onto the mid side, and they don't have their frontliner as well. So it would be better onto the scene to be not over initiating any mid team fight. So they are playing it safe, and it is looking quite dicey for the side of Team Meghalaya. They are losing towers. They are like 6 towers behind, as well as the goal lead not looking favorable for them.
Right, at this point, goal lead actually matters. Not quite high, but kind of though. But again, Team
Arunachal
Arunachal
जीत
are
रही है,
dominating. They have
मेघालय
all
हार
the
रही है.
objectives, all the micro game, mini game,
शायद
everything in
अरुणाचल
the
ही जीतेगी ये
control.
मैच.
Small mistake, and they're going to throw. Honestly, I'm not gonna lie about that, but
अच्छा तो
Moscow
खेल
is
रही थी
dealing a lot of
मेघालय.
damage.
अर्ली
And
अर्ली गेम अच्छा तो खेल रही
Sicilian
थी, क्या हो
is the
गया
one who
अचानक?
is standing in the back, dealing the damage and not
मेरा
getting
डाटा
caught.
खत्म,
Even
करवा
I
लो
would say he
रिचार्ज.
just got caught twice,
डाटा
but
खत्म.
that's still better. Dealing so much damage on. He has 16 assists. This is actually looking like a ranked game at this point, 22 and 17 kills. And we are just 13 minutes in game. Both the teams are going with so much aggression. They know they have everything they need. It's just that
रिचार्ज
somewhere,
करवा लो.
they're kind of lacking off because it's not they're lacking. It's just that there is no stopping that a lot, to be honest. And
Oh,
you're
the glorious
right.
pathway. Look at that. Fredrin trying to make up another CC. The Ice Blizzard actually being used by that Aurora. The Frigid Glacier being used here. Fredrin trying to endure that damage. But look at the damage coming up from that Sicilian. And they will be taken down. They should be forced to retreat. The flicker play coming up. And Doom and as well as Breastplate will be living another day. But the double kill coming up from that Sicilian just now. And his damage is absolutely going nuts. And they will be able to contest it. Lord Insane Plays as well as Corey QT have been taken down, and that most probably is going to be another uncontested Lord. It won't be another uncontested, but it is going to be most probably the uncontested Lord for the side of Team Arunachal Pradesh. They are doing so well, like they are executing those team fights so well. They are getting those trades, and it is looking quite favorable. And they can actually end this game if they are able to sink those lanes and get those towers as soon as possible. All they got to do is focus more onto objectives instead of kills this time, Smiling.
I mean, there are possibilities, but the tanking is coming in from Executive Esports. I mean, there are three people right in the middle of five people, and all you can see is Sicilian standing in the back dealing damage. And then Moscow just comes from nowhere, dealing the damage and giving those finish off. That's the combination that I'm coming up with here. And honestly, the Lord is enhanced. Although the Lord can be defended, the minions are quite huge, so it's going to be hard time to defend the minions. But they are doing it.
Oh,
Which is
look at the
quite good.
damage!
The high loss is quite low and will be retreating. I mean, Sicilian has a lot of damage, and Aurora will be losing the shield at this point. I mean, is this going to be the end, Itami?
It actually might be the end. They got all of the towers, but they don't have the minions right now. So overextending a team fight might be quite dicey for them as well. But they have decided to initiate a team fight. They have the damage too. And Sicilian, look at that Sicilian's damage. He almost got that kill, but the bomb coming up from that Fredrin. But the final slash connecting onto Doom. Doom will be taken down, and that overextension and the double kill onto Insane Plays. They are falling off like dominoes right now, and that is going to be a 3-4-0 trade. All they got to do is mark that base, and Moscow will be able to get that kill onto that Aurora, and Team Executive Esports will be taking the point as well as the game and the series.
I mean, this had to be one of the best from all the three games. The way they executed this whole gameplay with the team fights, with every given, composition, there were so many wonders happening in the map. And I'm not gonna lie, Daddies and Son played so good as well. I mean, they didn't back off, okay? They knew that they're getting got so much. They didn't back off. They're just charging, back
जीत
to
गई
back,
ना,
back to back.
अगर
They
आजकल पता था वही जीतेगी.
Straight to the point, it's Meow Meow Gang and ROO. Manipur versus Tripura. Why am
Immediately, Joseph's Fanny.
Once it's going to be hard to get the reset. So space, Granger and Lunox, who Granger recently, going down to half HP, not baited yet for his team. 27 ulcer spacing there, and get the level 4 precisely on time, I believe so. And right before Joe Guy, so he has to go back to top lane to get their creeps. But pressure from both teams has been applied to the XP so far, but looks like Zogai might go onto Muriel here.
Yeah, I mean, he has to rotate the top lane because Joseph chose to, be a little thief in the jungle area. Now, meanwhile, though, they're going to be jumping on to Jazz. Are they going to get one more kill?
Oh, so much damage there. Spamming on to the Death Sonata ulcer. But he's going to be low in energy before his turtle fight. So going to bush, ready for action. That's spotted out by Karma hits, but there's the Quad Shadows. Lands it on Joseph, doesn't fully commit yet. Waiting for the Augie Shadow kill. Retribution going to be won by the Granger. And MMG going to take the first turtle of this match. Both teams having further disengage.
Yeah, good thinking as well. I mean, they collapsed onto the high-lows. He had to retreat. Still does not have that level 4, so that means he could not provide that glorious pathway onto that turtle or dance, right? So good thinking by Meow Meow Gang. I do have to give kudos to Joseph's retribution. I think that always lands, right? I've almost never seen him miss. Now, once again, we're going to see them maybe try to get the Lunox here because Harith, Funny Valentine, is having a tough time in top lane against Mirio.
Yep, indeed. But Miro looks like he's going on aggression. Pops onto Brilling's ultimate here. Still staying alive. Both teams here. Doesn't really find the opportunity, especially from the case of FMG. They have the Rafaela and Faramis comp, so a lot of pressure on the jungler. But there it goes on to Joseph. Gets the bonk and has a shadow kill for the perfect Nether Realms. Doesn't matter. Yamraj pulls him back to the river and submerges him to the bottom of the ocean. Still on for some action. Goes on to eat then. A bit of damage there, but that is a jungler down 2 kills for the side of Team DS.
Oh, though, but Mirio?
Going on to Miro? Nah, he's gonna be fine. Yeah, but wait, they might go in for another dive. Curses out the flicker. Passive of the lantern onto him. Eden here with the resistance. Trying to find for his teammates, but he's going to be pulled back in. Joseph trying to go with the Dead Sonata. Going to be reflected back, though, by the shield from Haitatsu. And spamming some abilities. Finding some vision. He wants to find something, MMG, right now. They've been winning objectives, but the kills have been quite difficult.
Yeah, Lennon, I think he wants to find out what Granger does now, right? He's just spamming those skills
Yeah.
blindly, trying to figure out what that hero does now. Now, meanwhile, though, I do have to say Meow Meow, I mean, the side of Team DS being pretty aggressive, matching Meow Meow gang onto every step of the way so far. Now, we're going to see a 27 here give a bit of vision, but he's stuck between four people.
Yep, try to use the AOG to run away, but indeed he does close pathway coming down though to slow down the rest of side of Team MMG. Yes, trying to go in, that realm also being popped and successfully with the Noon and Blast, but Karma hits, gets the kill onto Jazz for the trade. No, Joseph for the Joe guy, that is a jungler down. It's only Yamraj who's going to be taken down. Double kill for this Granger. He is shooting bullets. Meanwhile, in the top lane, Mir gets taken down by Fanny Valentine. It's only Haitatsu though for the side of Team DS here. He's trying to go for a re-engage, trying to stall a little bit for his team, but he will be backing off. And that's another turtle for the side of MMG. This time around, Joseph getting those crucial kills.
Yeah, I mean, they extended too many resources onto the Gato Gacha. I mean, just could not kill him in time. No one on their team has a damage enough to kill him so far. I mean, maybe at this point, maybe Harith only because Zushin, good for the CC, not for those, damage dealing capabilities. We're going to see the side of Team Meow Meow steal a few jungle creeps, steal the red buff as well, and then maybe collapse onto the Jazz because we're going to see a reverse rotation towards the top lane. Who's going to get the first kill? Who's going to dive in first?
Yep, looks like Mirror is in trouble. He popped up his ultimate here. Trying to save it precisely for time, but looks like he's coming back off, knowing the fact that his team is not there. Yep, mid lane taken by MMG right now. Joseph getting turret. Crimson trying to pop onto Yamraj here. He pops onto the Crimson Beacon. He's trying to toss him around. Joseph gets the full stack, but the Death Sonata is still so low on HP. Doesn't want to commit yet. He has his stacks ready, but it's not going to be enough for one more Death Sonata. There's a taunt coming in from 27. As the bomb gets pulled in, and Karma Hit's going to be the one to clean it up. But TS here, two members falling to sort of MMG. Just spotted in the middle lane there, trying to clear off his lane before MMG rotates over. There is three members here. Winston going to be one also to clear it off. The top lane here is the guy onto Muriel, pops in the Brilliance ultimate precisely on time, gets away from safety. This old guy's all alone in his turret. Looks like you're going for a dive. Karma Hits trying to tag, but a little bit of a misposition here. Miro taking the damage instead. Doesn't fully commit. They want to take this top lane turret, but Funny Valentine is going to be ready for the re-engage alongside Haitatsu going on the top side. Joseph on the purple one.
Yeah, I think they're going to be able to cure it pretty soon. Now, a lot of things happened and it just started going wrong as soon as they chose to exchange the top lane inhibitor for that mid lane, right? Now, the map has been opened up for Meow Meow Gang. They have a lot more pressure that they can deal in the jungle area. Now, once again, third turtle of the match, Glorious Pathway, has been released.
Oh, yeah, but for in mid here, Haitatsu couldn't be first one going down to very low HP. Just gets a turtle, pushes in for more. That's Sonata going on to Jazz. He's so low, so tanky, but 27 going to be the one to pick up the kill. He's stunned though and gets tossed around like a bowling ball. It doesn't matter. He's so tanky right now with the healing provided from the Brilliance. And the Karma Hits here, still going for a fight there from Spot Joe guy in the bushes here. Going with the already shadow kill. That's not going to be enough here. He's all alone in front lines here. That's another coming in there. That's the orange buff. 27 wants to go in for a taunt, possibly the guy. So alone, tanking so much damage. Joseph gets the kill onto him. Ethan trying to get a pull with the Ghostbusters, but there's the Ghost Pathway pushing onto that. 27 trying to zone there off. There's the AOG, but doesn't land on anyone. He gets tossed around and pulled into the enemy base instead. There is the Netherrealm to sort of help him a little bit. Nasty healing. Wait, he's not going down yet. He's not going down. Wait for the count. Wait, hang on. Immortality being popped here. 27 still alive. How is he alive for so long? Gets traded. Haitatsu getting killed before 27 falls for his team. That Gato catcher, man, he was alive for so long, but a massive stun here on the zone guy by Karma Hits gets him the kill. MMG very strong right now, and they might be looking in to take on the jungle from the sub team DS.
Yeah, I mean, Linwell AO, like they are brawling right now. It's just going on, and they ain't
Yeah.
stop whatsoever. 30 seconds. The Lord is gonna come up. Now, I do have to say though, the Lolita not really working out right in their favor because look on the other side, Eden with that Faramis always using up his Netherlands to save his team, and no wonder Gacha survived so much damage and he sustained for so
Yeah.
long. In the base of the side of Team Jharkhand, just sustaining everything, and it's just going to be so hard to kill him. I think the draft from the side of Team Jharkhand is just bad, right? There's no one to melt down the Gatot, and it's going to cost them the game. I think they're way too behind already with a 6K deficit,
Yeah.
and Zogai can't really find his targets, especially because of the Faramis.
Indeed. And Joseph being the one most farm also doesn't really help them. I think it's level 13, 3 levels ahead of the Hayabusa. The one you want to see. He does get his spike on level 12, but that is 2 levels away. Joseph getting the Lord in succession. Also, MMG, they want to fight maybe or bait out some abilities before his team fight. 27 gonna be pretty low. Gets the healing done by Karma Hits there. And he's trying the front line here, but Taunt can be able to make him back away successfully. Joseph is here with the re-engage there. Pops the bullets a little bit onto Jazz. There's the Chaos Ultimate also being used by Mirio. Looks like they're just brawling, like you said, Jinx.
Yeah, they are brawling, but 27 though completely fearless. He knows his team is there to back him up, no matter how deep in he dives. Now Lord is marching down in the middle lane. Meanwhile, though, Meow Meow Gang trying to make the side of Team Jharkhand, waste out a few ultimates, waste out a few skills, so that they can possibly end the game early with this first slot. But are they going to get it? The side of Team Jharkhand have no lane clear whatsoever.
Yep, indeed, it's going to be pretty difficult. A massive stun here before the glorious pathway gets popped. There's Burns ultimate to stall a little bit for his team. So low on HP though, doesn't want to fully come. And the law is being melted down in melee section by DS though. Minion's still alive. There's another wave coming in. Would they want to go in from this situation? MMG pops in the AOG, but 27 doesn't land it on anyone. There is the Zaman Force onto MMG, dealing a lot of burst damage. There comes another realm also, stalling them for a little bit of time. Yammerach will be the one to try and get someone through the Crimson Beacon. Like so low on mana, doesn't secure it. Miro gonna be the one to take Funny Valentine down there. Search the big snipe here. Doesn't really find anyone there. Joe Guy going back in, but he's gonna have the quad shadow already. No, never mind. He makes it in the last second. Oh, Joseph throwing sniping down from the mountain section here. She also coming from Aitatsu, but not gonna be very valid there. Mid lane here in trouble. Top lane also. There is the Holy Blast getting a bit of damage done onto these minions here as DS live to see another day.
Yeah, I mean they're surviving so far, but I do have to say though, I hope Haitatsu sort of holds out on the Luminous Blast, uses it after Faramis. Once his ultimate is done, there's a sort of like 1 second gap where everyone is just frozen in position. Use it after that because that's not really being effective right now, right? He's not using it on time. Now, once again, Meow Meow Gang, they are brawling like they have no chill.
Yeah. So guy falling down here, and that's another kill. AOG being landed there. Eden here wants to go in, possibly with the Ghostbusters. Funny Valentine solo on HP, pops on the Zaman Force, still tanky with a shield, but doesn't want to fully commit. I guess this massive lineup for MMG. Joseph here, using a lot of bullets here. There comes Deli Sonata alongside, spamming abilities here. Trying to get a turret, possibly, but DS so tanky right now. Doesn't matter though. There comes the Chaos Ultimate. First down, Fanny Valentine. Here can be one to take him down. There is the Nether Realm alongside again. So tanky right now. This comp of MMG, they're just fighting again and again and again. Following turret also taken. They're trying to look in for an end there. It's only 1 minion. Glow's pathway used to stall a little bit. Jazz here, quite vulnerable for his team. There comes the AOG, lands it onto Jazz. But 27 gonna be all alone. Another realm there being popped, but it coincides with his immortality. Falls down here, gets away with the taunt though. How is he still alive? But Eden gets the kill onto Zelgoy. Haitatsu popping on the shield for a little bit, but oh no, Joseph played a little bit too much with fire, stayed too close to the sun, and he got burned. But Funny Valentine gets a trade down, but Mirio is here with a really big age. Should come back here. No, NetherRealm's here. Pretty strong right now for his team. He then silenced in, bombed also, but uses the flicker to run away into safety. And DS here answering back, answering hard onto this push from MMG.
Yeah, I mean they're holding on to dear life. I mean it's like they think the
Yeah.
other side of the Meow Meow gang is going to retreat, and then 27 comes in with the AOG. He's like, nope, I'm still going to be on you now. The second lot is they're trying to. What I feel they're doing wrong is they're committing too many resources on 27. They're focusing on him way too much. He has the he has
Yeah.
the Paramus ultimate. He has the healing from Rafaela now. Look at that. Yamra's trying to pick up the Lunox, throw him around, but you know what I don't like? The draft. Linwell, once
Oh.
again, we're going to see them engage
Yep.
onto the floor.
There they go, by the way, Paul, but Funny Valentine gonna be the one caught. Come hits, gets the kill though. There comes the new blast, holding it for a little bit for his team, but that's it. They don't really do anything with it. DS being pushed into the corner. Zoga is here with the re-engage, corpse out or shadow kill. There's a lot of damage, but it's only gonna be single target, one split in between the masses. Zoga tries to go in once again, but he's all gonna be alone in the front lines. 5 members of MMG pushing down the lane section. It's just one Lolita. Haitatsu. What are you gonna do, man? Here comes the AOG, dash on the front line, blocks all bullets. With his shield by starting now, he gets melted down so fast. His shield is gone. There comes the whip the crown, and MMG up for the count. They're closing up game number 1 and taking the victory from DS here in this best of 3.
Yeah, I mean that was just overextended. I feel. I mean, I think the side of the Meow Meow gang was just trying to end the game without even the lot. They spent way too much time trying to poke out the side of Team DS and extend the game. But overall, just a clean sweep by the side of Team Meow Meow. Now we're going to go back into the castle with Ray, our local magician. What did you think?
No, misses it though. Club chats, finishing him off. And the sides have been swapped also alongside the roles being. Wait, hang on, what? 27 is on the Kadita?
27, the EXP laner of Meow Meow gang is on Khadita.
Yeah.
Karma, I think, is the tank. He's the tanker.
Yeah.
He's in Fungus.
What? He
Miriam,
does a mage.
yeah, Miriam's the only one who's stable here, Linwell. Like, he's the only one who's still, hugging on to his gold lane. I mean, they are really experimenting, right? I mean, it's just so disrespectful.
Oh, well, I mean, maybe it comes in play of the hero pool also. 27, maybe he plays a better Kadita. They're going for an invade though, but Retribution not gonna be landed here. Doesn't want to commit. Zergai gets it successfully. Kama hits and Miria position in the bush. Zergai trying to get his level 4. He does get it before this, but Retribution. Oof. Wait, the Kama hits get it? He's still level 3.
I think Fredrin got it. I think he reached his level 4.
He used Retri also.
Yeah, but we were talking about the Ansla pick. Now, I'll tell you why I like it, right? Because the side of Team Meow Meow, they have all of this, sort of in sudden jump out of the bush, immediately burst you down heroes.
Yeah.
And that's when Ansla can help you out, maybe even the Florin, but she's not given any love in the patch or in the tournament.
Yeah.
But Ansla, right? She can immediately come in with a hard guard, help you out, maybe save your life, but while we're waiting for that to happen, the first turtle is up. We see Joseph, you're pulling it onto his side. Povius jumping onto no guy.
Yes. There's the demonic force, but there's a petrified combo. Still ultimate not being popped. The ocean wave still. He's still stunned for so long. Finally uses it. Eden gonna be one to pick up Zergai, and Joseph gets straight in process. But Funny Valentine with the re-engage stuns him the wall. Gets the kill. Kama hits in the bush here, trying to do a little bit of damage before this turtle. There's the flicker from Haitatsu trying to catch him down. Indeed locks him in and gets the knock-up chats. Finishing him off. And DS looking very strong right now, although they traded their jungler for these 3 kills. Gonna start off onto the total here. Joseph does have the level 4, scouting in a little bit for his team. They're really far apart. DS wants to rush this before Ikama comes online. But Joseph here, doing J. Kundel, stalling a little bit. Can be answered by 4 members now. And Zergai with the appraisals rat and retribution lands it perfectly on time. Fragrant being around here this time around, those objectives are gonna be pretty solid for the start of DS.
Yeah, I told you, right? I like the Fredden pick because he can stun lock you into one place if he times his skills right. He can do it
Yeah.
really well. And in on your opposition, you have the Cho, you have the Phobius, and then you have the Khadita. Now Khadita, if he times his taunt right, you can even stop her ultimate, right?
Yep.
That's the second. Okay, now Khadita going in onto the Angela. Ah, this is what I was saying. I was telling you that they have this sort of composition that jumps out of you from the bush. I was
Yeah.
hoping Angela saves everyone, but it looks like
No,
Angela's the
that's
target.
why I didn't like that, Angela, because she's the target.
Yeah, she's the target.
Yeah, because Yamraj is going to be playing pretty backline here. He's a Sicilian. There's no need for him to check pushes. It's going to be
Julian
Angelo on here. So,
गया ही नहीं.
a lot of pressure once again onto Fragrant Sergo here. But Penny Valentine versus Muriel here trying to go in a little bit of damage, but he gets pulled in with Sanguine Claw. Still very fast there with the sprint. Sergo trying to catch him off guard. Joseph stalls in enough. Push kicks him away out of danger. And MMG struggling a little bit from the pressure from DS right now. They're looking for a gank in bot lane perhaps. 27, hovering over the bush, trying to get someone, but just here, the hard guard, can't come a hits, he's so low, but there is Metro Boy, lands successfully, and gets the cleanup here for the side of DS. It's Black Dragon form onto Miria, 27 hits, pretty looking juicy, but gets away with the ocean here. Jazz goes back to the top lane.
Yeah, he retreats. I mean, maybe overextended because the turtle is going to come up in 10 seconds. I wished he had saved his ultimate for this turtle fight that's upcoming, but Joseph at half HP, Angela's heart guard already used up. Do they want to commit completely onto the turtle? But they do have something in their advantage. Karma Hits is actually the roamer. Joseph is the jungler. So maybe they can land this retribution.
Oh, wait. Here comes the Wave Dragon onto the Fragrant Yamraj. Gets him turtle out of all the junglers here. Joseph so low in HP, has to try back. And Zelda also trying to use it in place of red, but no in the range for it. Stacks running out. Yamraj gonna be chased down by Eden here. But the hard guard successfully with gets the massive pin. So guy so low in HP though. Gets the place of red. That is a trade. Haitatsu gonna be the one to take him down. But Muriel with the trade off with the jungler. Haitatsu, once again, you should not be the one getting these kills. Muriel looking so vulnerable right now for the South MMG. Getting pushed back. Haitatsu and Yamraj zoning them off. Mana on cooldown. Looking for a Sanguine Claws for a pull perhaps, but there's Joseph with the Chico. No, misses it though. That's with the Dragon onto the turret. Funny Valentine is going to be there though and gets the kill on the Karma hits. Turret being taken down again. Joseph gonna be all alone in the front lines. Try to escape. Maybe use a Shunpo to immune the stun. He's hovering right now onto that, but doesn't matter. Funny Valentine with the slows here. Gets the kill on to the Cho mid lane section. Also once again being pushed by DS. And there Eden is here with the re-engage signing cross onto him. Gets the CC, gets vulnerable for so long. But he is not going to be alive as he gets taken down by DS's massive force here. Sergoy is exerting massive daddy energy.
Yeah, and also Yamraj, right? I told you, like, he is a Sicilian. If you get early stacks, especially that one turtle fight, in the starting of the match, he got stacks and he got those kills. Now, once again, they're jumping on to Funny Valentine, but Angela hard guard coming to clutch. So going in though, but he gets done.
Yeah, that's the Angela. Yeah, I admit defeat now. Jinx, Angela was a great pick. You have my word for it.
I mean, just the clutch, right, with the hard guard, power of love. I think just it was a good pick. DS actually doing good. Now we're going to see one more skirmish in top lane. Eden jumping onto Yamraj there.
Yeah, dealing with a bit of damage though. The spear of Moskov here. Gonna be landing. No, never mind. Just there. Let me see the little bit of Zoe guy so low in HP. Doesn't have the stacks for the passive here. Just we're trying to go with the Zikundo onto Yamraj, but gets taunted. Doesn't want to commit the wave of the dragon. They're still already in the team fight. Funny Valentine getting pushing the bot lane section while Jazz gets away from its safety with the Black Dragon form here. Joseph getting a kill, getting a Zikundo onto Haitatsu. So low on HP. Clean cleans it up. Karma hits, and once again onto Jazz. Joseph gets a win with so low on HP. Jazz also gets cleaned up by Muriel. Yamrush being chunked down by Karma hits right now. So low on HP. Starting to survive. His regen is just immaculate, but gets the trade-off. Muriel gets it for his team. Zogai gonna be on one only alone, and the turret on Lord here. Gets a chunk down though, a little bit of damage, retribution gonna be landed, Zogai gets it up, and with the hard guy wants to go in for re-engage. There is the Spirit of Destruction onto Eden, who's getting melted down, and Haitatsu again getting the kill for his team. Well, this Angela has been taking kills left and right.
Yeah, the sort of Angela you don't want in the rankings, but you definitely want her in the tournament, right? I think they are doing good right now. Sometimes it's now you see Joseph on to him, but he does retreat. No, Karma hits though, gets the kill just in time because the Lord is marching down in bottom lane, but they might lose out that top lane in a bit because Yuzong is pushing.
Yeah, indeed. DS going for a little bit of pressure here with the split push. The low first floor is not that strong, so it can be melted by side of MMG. They have this Irrital. They have Karma hits with the spam of both these here. Joseph can be one to try to scout him out. Gets the content though and goes onto backline. Gets the kick onto Haitatsu. And Karma hits gonna be one to take him down. But Yamach is here with the ring case. Spams on to the bad impact. No one there to take him at hair, but Zogai gets traded off. Two members of the DS getting taken left and right. These pickoffs from MMG has been allowing them to defend these lane pushes by the side of DS very strongly.
Yeah, I agree with you. I mean, maybe MMG wants to consider permanently shifting Joseph onto the roam position, right? Because he's doing great now. Maybe. Oh my god, once again saving the Moscow like I wanted her to.
Yeah, but see, Yamrush gets traded. Look, you trade off the mage for the Marksman. Okay, Jinx, I don't know, man. This Angela pick, it's not that great.
The Jazz going in, Chong 27 immediately. I mean, she just got melted over there. I do have to say the DS doing a good job. They are doing really good, but are they doing a good enough job provided that the side of team MMG are not even on their main roles right now? Like they are struggling with team fights, right? You're getting the objectives, you're pushing the lanes, but in those team fights, they're definitely lacking. Now, once again, Joseph going on to Haitatsu here.
Yeah, but it's all alone here. You know, he's here with the ring gate, gets the Spirit of Destruction onto him for one time, busting him down. So much damage here, still surviving, but doesn't matter. Gets a trade there in bot lane section. Now Jazz gets the kill onto Joseph. 3 members only left for the side of MMG. DS looking to end it in the mid lane section here. Yamrush could be providing sanguine close, but it's necessary for the team fight. Jazz gets poked down. Athena poked here. Yamrush being bursted down, but there is the Holy Blast though from the mid lane section. Minion still alive, but DS looking towards this Lord instead. So guy gonna be one face tanking a lot of this damage. Wants to stack his passive before it, and MMG, you know, they can't really contest this Lord. But Jinx, what do you think MMG needs to bring back this match right now? Or are we going to game number 3?
I think just log on to the Sicilian. I mean, he has the flicker, right? No purify. We know Angela is going to be focusing her hard guard probably on, the Zogai here, or maybe even Funny Valentine's.
Yeah.
So the Yamraj is going to be open. He has a flicker, but he's not going to be able to escape Joseph, right? So I think you have it in the bag if you kick him away. But right now, the side of Team Meow Meow Gang, they're still being aggressive. There's no one on the side of Team DS who are looking after the Lord. I think.
Wait, there comes Joseph! He's targeting Haitatsu! Getting rid of the fallen hard guard, gone on the picture, but there's the Spirit of Destruction. Going on to that, Valentine gets the kill onto Joseph, Eden also, but petrified, gets a kill. No, Yammer still survives! Gets petrified in reverse instead. 27 getting taken down. 2 members of MG left. It's only Eden going against the Moscow, but he's standing in the wall. Funny Valentine picking up kills left and right. Jazz gonna be the one to secure it. Bot lane being pushed there is only Muriel against DS. 1v3. Can can this bike manage him to push him to success? We only have to see. It's looking so difficult. Sanguine Claws coming out. There's already an ability gone. He tries to go in, tries to defend it possibly, but there goes the hard damage. So now it's over. We are going to a game number 3, folks. DS and MMG bringing us the absolute cinema.
The absolute cinema. Eden on the choco here, he gets the 4.0 that
Yeah.
you see from him, especially since he's a mid lane. 27 is the EXP. Just I don't know. I don't want to say that solely because well played by the self team DS because the self team Meow Meow gang just taking it
Yeah.
way too early. I think they just got a bit too over in this game as well. Now they banned freely on the Meow Meow.
Yes, has shown all the lanes that they want to.
Okay. Team DS want to completely ignore it. Completely forgotten about the link, and all I can see is that one-eyed monster in the land of dawn. Now I'm ready to see that. We're going to see the Cyclops jungle, the Star Wars skin coming in. It's going to be good. I think it's going to be good. The only problem they have is the Carmella, right? The Curse of Blood. It's going to be tough to escape that.
Yes, indeed. But we are into game number 3, folks. It's the NEC Northeast Cup for the Swiss brackets here. And the team to have in our hand, MMG Myanmar Gang from Manipur versus Team DS Dakusena from Jharkhand. It's 1-1 right now. Who's going to get the victory for this best of 3 and get the point? Well, we have to pick and see, but Haitatsu can early pick off. There is the Purify gone so early on. He gets pulled again with the Lantern. That doesn't have the mana though. Yamraj Khan might be taken down here. Kama hits looking for a kill onto this. Oh no, 37 comes all the way from the bot lane and gets the yo-yo kill onto him. Jazz can be one to be alone here in the front line server. From the Cyclone rider, gets a dash, gets it cancelled. 27, picking up 2 kills for the side of MMG, going on to this orange buff right now, and it's looking pretty difficult for DS as MMG takes another jungle here in this bot lane creep, which as a Cyclops, you're gonna have a lot of difficulty later on.
Yeah, I mean, I think Meow Meow was like, we let you have your fun in game number 2, and this time we're going to have our fun, and they're really, putting the pressure on for the side of Team DS. It depends on how well DS counters the pressure coming in from Meow, because this time around they all are on their main roles, and they're, in it to win it. I think they don't want to lose their win streak that they have going on. Now the total is coming up. Looks like the side of Team DS want to completely ignore it because Zogai still not even level 4.
Yep. I took the jungle buff also there, and yep, that's a 3 total for the side of MMG. Considering the fact that Ling got the nerfs, doesn't really matter. He's super over leveled, so that's pretty great coming from side of MMG. 27, it's only a lot. See a level difference before being 4 and 2, but just made it up. It's level 4 right now. Here you go, trying to go into Van Valentine. That's the damage, trying to burst him down. Doesn't have the ultimate to clean it up though. It's clearing off the lanes. Common hits in the bush still. Might use the Curse of Bloods onto Haitatsu if needed, but they're just getting free goal here in top lane section. Here you go, with the CC a little bit, and Haitatsu can get to level 4.
Yeah, I mean, this Meow Meow
Yamraj.
Yeah, this is so aggressive right now, right? I mean, Yamraj does not have his level 4 already. It's 3 minutes into the game. I mean, what is going on? He has just on the back foot. I sort of understand. I know I was asking for a Cyclops gameplay, but you're up against that. Yeah, not like this. Because you're up against the Ling, you're up against the Eve. Is that the pick you want to see now? 27 getting come down. It's too deep.
Well, he's still surviving here, even getting killed to Zogai. There's Joseph here with the Chemical Blade
But
going
मैंने
onto
जो आप
Jazz.
लोग को बोला
Still
वो
tanking
सुना?
a little bit of damage,
मैंने
but
अपना
Karma Head's gonna be the one to take him
YT का
down.
मेरा प्रोफाइल
It's
था
the
वो
Crimson
चेंज कर
Beacon
दिया
still
जो
in
मेरा
play from
ओल्ड
Yamraj.
प्रोफाइल
Is
था वो
waiting
कर
for
दिया
Haitatsu. It's just gonna be
Okay.
Karma Hits that won't the one to commit onto this
Discord
tanky
पे and
Carmilla.
game पे
I think
मेरा
this is
वही
wasting a little bit
फोटो
of
लगा
time
के
here
रखा
from
है
some
मैंने
DS.
जो
MMG
पिंक
has
आउटफिट में
been
था
playing
but
explosively well.
स्पेशली
And
मैंने
these
फेस
kills
रिवील
that's
फॉर
been
बैटल के
going
नाइट किया था बैटल के
227.
नाइट में
It's
होस्टिंग
just been
करने के
making him
लिए
dominate
सो
his
मेरा वो
lanes
टास्क
and
हो चुका है तो
rotate so
मैंने
fast.
YTD
We
पे
even have
वापस से
Miro
मेरा वो
here
कर
who's the
दिया
mid lane here with
जो
the
ओल्ड
rotation.
था
Although
तो
they
गाइस
might want to prioritize on
इसी
Funny
को अभी
Valentine.
से मैं क्लियर कर रही हूँ ना तो फिर मैसेज
That
करके
is
सब
true
पूछिए
now.
क्या हो गया
What is
YTD
wrong with
पीछे
side team DS? I mean, look at that.
तो अभी
Yamrat
से
getting
बोल के
chunked
रख
down,
रही
still
हूँ
on
मैं
level 5.
अभी
But
जस्ट
meanwhile, the
चेंज किया
Eden on his
YT
way to level
प्रोफाइल
7
ओके
pretty soon. And once they get this
Yeah.
turtle, it's gonna be pretty tough for them. Now, DS, right? I
ठीक
think those two
है
last picks we saw the
आ रही है
Tigreal
बात
coming
समझ
in and then
में
we saw the Cyclops coming in. Just bad picks. I mean, you have a Ruby on your opposite side and then you have the
Yeah.
Eve. They're gonna pull in. They pull in Ruby this time around though. That is good. I was just saying that. But in those team fights, Ruby with that CC, she's gonna stop those implosions. Eve is on the Purify. So who else is Haitatsu gonna cast, right?
ओके
Who
Yeah.
is he target?
ओके
It's gonna be
डोकी
really hard. I think what they wanna look out
ओके
for is
डोकी
maybe get Moscow farmed up and let him push down the lanes like he was doing in the second game. I think that's the only game plan because sad to say our
Yeah.
our Cyclops not doing so great.
Yep, sad to say indeed.
ठीक है ना
And they don't have Angela to save them this time around.
वैसे तो
Tigreal
आप
can't
लोगों
do
ने मुझे
much.
देख लिया है मैं
I
कैसे
guess it's like you said. But yes,
Yep.
composition.
फेस रिवील
Fights
हो
still
चुका
going
है
on.
फेस
Karma
कैम
hits,
के साथ
tanking a lot
स्ट्रीम
of
होगा
hits
ऑन 50
by Yamraj. But doesn't
ठीक
matter.
है
He's the main frontliner here. Haitatsu trying to go for a succession on towards the Ruby here, but there's the cause of blood. Lands it on two. So Funny Valentine forced back here. Haitatsu solo on HP. Gets the chunk on, but Eden not gonna let him escape. Cleans him up. But a trade after trade, 2 for 2 here. Top lane looking very vulnerable. Eden also being dived upon here. Stacks of lantern onto him, trying to survive, but he's gonna be falling down. Joseph is here with the re-engage, goes on the
या
Zero
मेरे
guy,
को ना
cleans
एक्चुअली
him up.
प्रोफाइल
This
फोटो ना
Ling is
नहीं
so
खींचनी
formed
पड़ेगी
right now. He's 2 levels,
हाँ
almost 3
मैंने
levels
देखा
above
बड़ी प्रीटी
this
लग रही हो
Cyclops
थैंक
here.
यू
Oof,
मुझे
Yeah.
एक
that's
अच्छा
quite a
फोटो
blow.
लेना है यार अच्छा
Yeah,
फोटो
he
लेने
did
के
a
बाद आई
lot,
विल
right? He
अपलोड
cleared out the mid lane. He got the
समझ
mid
रहे
lane
हो
inhibitor,
पर
and
उसके
then he
लिए मुझे
rotated all the way to the top.
शूट
Meanwhile, the
करना
prince
था
What? No
looking down
way!
bad,
वो जो फोटो
like
था वो मेरे
butter,
बर्थडे
like
पे
butter. Now
शूट
Joseph here stuck with his two people, but he's not able to
अब अगर
escape
मुझे
that as
अच्छी
well.
फोटो
And
लगानी
once
है
again,
Mhm.
funny
तो
Valentine.
शूट
See,
करना
He's also
पड़ेगा
butter, I
Jinx. Jinx, that's
हाँ
the
प्रीटी
buff
तो
onto
था
the link. The all Tempest of Blades wouldn't have
प्रीटी
knocked
तो
him up.
था
The buff to that range gave him the ability to get that knockup. And I safe to say, doesn't really matter with the damage if he's over leveled once again. But there's a Flicker Blade coming on from the Tigreal Haitatsu, but they don't fully commit on with the RNW. So immune a little bit of damage. Yammer's gonna be the one to take him down. Funny Valentine still chunking down a little bit of burst. He's still level 7 although. Doesn't have his items ready yet. It's 7 minutes onto the game. Jazz here with the re-engage, trying to go in for a fight. But he's gonna be CC'd out and zoned off. Joseph hovering over here, low 12, watching over DS as he take the mid lane turret. But no, wait, they're gonna be zoned off like this out of DS here, pushing back, but Kama has taken down. No Jazz, it was. And the front line looking quite bad for the DS. Joe guy will chunk down here. He's being chased. He's being tossed around. But no, the flicker play from Muriel connects and secures the kill onto Sogoy. DS, it's looking like it's the end of the road here right now. Even catching off the back off here. Recall not being landed. Funny Valentine being chunked down a little bit. There's the anti-heal. There's the Spirit of Destruction. He gets away. No way. RWM used just for that
टूर्नामेंट
kill
जैसी
here,
लॉबी में
which I mean, fair enough.
ड्राफ्ट के
Dude,
टाइम
fair
पे
enough.
बैन क्यों नहीं करते
Yeah, I mean, Lunu, like I have so much to
Link
say
भी
once
open
the team
छोड़
fight
दिया।
starts.
Are
I'm like,
you
okay, I'm going to say it once he's done. But you
सच में
on and on and on.
Yeah.
Now, he's falling caught between three people a bit too late to escape. He does lose fight there, but First Lord is up. Haitatsu though getting caught out, went in a bit too
He's
deep.
going down.
Yeah, he's
But yes,
going.
Jinx, what were you gonna say?
There were so many things. Now, main thing that I really liked was that at one point we saw Yamraj as well as Haitatsu do sort of a combo, right? Zushin picked him up, and that Haitatsu immediately ready with the implosion. That was amazing to watch.
Midlane
And
fight.
then,
Yep.
yeah. And at one point we saw just Joseph standing there menacingly on the wall.
Yeah.
जानबूझ के ऐसी चीज होती है
He got knocked down though.
ये लोग करते हैं
Yeah, but Mia gang is not letting you breathe and not letting the side of Team DS breathe either. They're sort of like, I said this, right? They were like, you had your fun in the second game. This time around, though, we're not going to make mistakes.
Miriel being targeted. There's so much ultimates being used for this one Ruby. And there's going to be the re-engage from MMG here. Joseph trying to go, but gets knocked back onto Jazz. So low on HP. Pop to revitalize. Wait, he's just standing still and basically tagging him. He didn't get the kill onto him. And MMG getting a trade-off XP laner for a gold laner. Although, Lord being melted down. They didn't really get any turrets here. Oh, hang on. Joseph trying to go in. Immunes off the CC here. Tries to do a little bit of damage, but he's so vulnerable alone. Doesn't get the succession here. 27 in pushback. The Cyclops has been spamming the ultimates left and right again and again. Just gets it off cooldown. And DS looking very strong with defense right now. They're going on to 27 once again. This guy has been locked for, was it 10 seconds? 5 seconds? It was so much.
Like 5 or 6 seconds. Like his ultimate is on steroids, right? He's just...
Yeah.
Look at that. I mean...
He just might use it again. Hang on. Oh, wait, no, because of blood being used. And there is the Crimson Lantern. Although going on to 27. Oh, burst with destruction, then the mist. And that's there's RMW. Going on to Miria, gets killed onto Jazz. Joseph trying to go onto Hoitatsu. Gets chased by the Cyclops ultimate. It's just like a Rasengan flying on towards him. But here, DS managed to defend. They did lose 2 members though. Mid lane turret being pressured by the minions right now. Muriel not going to be able to provide the burst here, which is needed by a ranged marksman. MMG looking onto the bot lane perhaps. Joseph hovering over the walls with the Finch boys. Might just go in, but they're waiting for this Lord perhaps. But there is once again, a Zero guy having a great day. Oh, Joseph, you don't need to do that, man.
Yeah, I know you're right. He's just standing there menacingly, just waiting for someone to, do one mistake and then he can just burst him down. Now, I do have to say that last team fight we saw in that Lord defense, I feel like if Funny Valentine's Spear of Destruction had landed, they probably would have won that team fight. They would have won the team fight. He was just an inch away from, landing onto those low level heroes. Sadly, I think it just didn't work out, especially this, even this Jazz pick, right? The Phobius. I think it was a denial pick because they didn't want 27 to pick him up. But it's not working out here, right? I mean, you have the Ruby, but no one else to really catch, right? There's no one who's moving too much, and the Phobius once again, Cyclops using it onto Eden. Now Eden used up his Purify for that, so now they have a chance if they choose to engage.
Oh, they're going on to Ruby here. Lot of damage being burst. No, never mind. It's karma hits. Curse of Blood landed the Purify. Gonna be unused for that. Zero guy gets killed onto karma hits. Pushing onto Miria perhaps. Gets locked again. But Joseph here trying to do a bit of damage. It's not gonna have the front line needed. 2 members of MMG down already for the count. There's the Finch boys. Oh, he's being changed by the basic attack. Joseph being knocked over from the wall. Just trying to go onto him. Doesn't have the demonic force ready yet. It's the passive. Yeah, indeed, he goes in. But the Lord is being taken here. Traded off for Jazz. Joseph still full HP and healthy. Might just go on to Funny Valentine. He's so low in HP. Wait, Funny Valentine gets taken down. Joseph for his kill. There is 2 for 2 right now. MMG and DS. DS getting the Lord in succession. But there's so many members down. Will they be able to go for a split push? Will they be able to clear those lanes in time? We'll only have to see. Joseph hovered over this purple buff right now. Wants to see onto Cyclops perhaps. But he's going to make it in time, I think. He's going to be locked there. There is Tempest Blaze. He's going to be not in range. Tries to escape. And we are in for a break, folks. Don't keep fight.
Yeah, Lord, though marching up in the top lane, or maybe the side of Team DS want to focus down on the mid lane, and the bit they're not going to be able to end the game, but they probably can get a bit of an advantage now. Hitatsu just waiting
Yeah.
for them to rotate towards the mid, maybe go in for a flicker implosion. His flicker is going to come up pretty soon, and maybe that's when they want to engage. But I do have to say, DS doing really, really well, right? I mean, they're slowly coming back into the fight. They are so, I mean, did you see his damage on the Link? Like, he was just, oof, insane. They
Yep.
are doing good, though. They are doing good. They just managed to get 1-2 inhibitors. But do they want to fight? Hitatsu has his flicker. He has his implosion.
Oh. Because they're on manipulation, but the Spear of Destruction right on time uses it after he pops it in. Mario solo in HP. There's the Queen's Wings to give him a little bit of sustenance, but he's gonna be able to survive. But look at mid lane, Joseph looking to end the game here. There's the recall, but no, DS, they don't want to go to the back door. But there's Joseph with a re-engage onto Joe, guys. Taking so much burst damage though. There comes the Blaze, dealing burst into Hitatsu here, who gets locked in by 27. But he again gets countered by Sergei's ultimate here, who's been time and time again landing it perfectly. There's another one. He's just throwing them on like baseballs left and right. He's playing cricket.
Yeah, I told you, like on steroids, right? There's basically no cooldown. He's just spamming those ultimates like as if he's in creation camp right now, and someone just turned his cooldown all the way up to 0 now. We're going to see Mirio trying to find someone. They're just going to wait out, I think, for the Lord, right? I think this Lord is going to be Decider. Karma Heads, though, going in. Are they going to focus everything on him?
Oh, there it is. Just gets the kill. All the Karma hits. Gets locked in place though. DS looking very strong right now. There's a flicker by Mario. Doesn't want to go into danger here. Joseph going for a split push in top lane section. But there's the concealed play from the side of DS. Yamash gonna be the first one to sort of find him with the lantern. There it is. Gets the stack here. Gets the cancel from the Finch boys. Is being chased by the entire team of DS. There it is. That was a blaze. He's just out of range for the Cyclops to be cancelled. Falling down trying caught there, but mid lane once again. Mid lane, Joseph trying to end it off. Just trying to go onto him. There's the Mark 4 solo in HP. Gets cleared. Mario trying to get a re-engage, but Funny Valentine is already there in action. Zogai gets the Lord here. Gets trade though, Eden for the RWM on time. Mirror being chased right now. Spear of Destruction just missed barely. Mirror all alone though. There is the implosion. He is locked in place. Nowhere to escape. Selgoy getting the kill. 2 members down for the side of Team MMG here. Will they making time for this Lord respawning here? It's probably going to push into the mid or bot lane section right now. It's a bot lane here. Oh, MMG. Is this it?
Yeah, I mean they're looking. I mean, Linville, we were asking for a Cyclops gameplay, and I think we're getting a Cyclops gameplay, and they're doing so great. I mean, I'm just so happy that our predictions came true. They picked up the Cyclops. I mean, we were a bit squeamish about, is it gonna work out? Is it gonna? I mean, in this draft, is it gonna do good? But they're making it work. They're making it work. Now they're pushing down the lanes. Lord is going to collapse onto the top lane. They get the mid lane inhibitor, and we're going to see one more fight. Sadly, Hitatsu does not have his flicker, but they do manage to chunk down 27. Maybe even get the bottom lane inhibitor.
Yep, indeed. Come hits also being taking a little bit bullets. Just here. Gonna be the main front line there. Joseph. Oh, he has to pop the Tempest of Blaze just to escape. There's a flicker blade though on to Muriel here. Gets the kill on the Zogai. Very near kill on WM. Also tested the zone of the rest of side DS. Has to back off. This Lord is not going into their favor. 5 members of MMG chasing them down. Joseph doesn't have the energy ready. He is just messing around right now as they push into the mid lane here. Is this gonna be it, folks? DS, after all of that, are you gonna take the loss to MMG? Oh, it looks like we'll have to wait.
Yeah, they need to clear. They need to clear. I was just about to say that. Like I was going to. I praised them, and did I just jinx it for them? But thankfully, I'm rooting for DS. I mean, I don't usually like say this. Like I'm just so happy with their gameplay right now. They
Yeah.
really they show the discipline to retreat. I mean, usually we see the teams. The game has already gone on for 18 minutes, right? And that's when they start
Oof.
getting a bit
अरे
squeamish, and you want to
सबसे
end the game quickly. And we're like, we're in
सब
the
लोग
base. Let's
कर
just
जाते
collapse onto the base and end the game. But the side of Team DS showing that discipline that they needed. They were like, no, we have to retreat. We can't win this fight. Let's save our base instead. And they go back now. Going to see them try to find where the other teams are.
Mm-hmm.
Yamraj going in a bit too
Oof.
deep. I would play a bit safe now. What they need to be afraid of is that ease real world manipulation
Mm-hmm.
along with that Mirio combo, right? Like that's what really
Yes.
destroyed them in that last Lord fight, right?
Yep.
Now coming up though in 2 seconds, whoever gets this Lord might
Oh.
win the game. I mean,
Yep, indeed.
I would want Funny Valentine to push down the bottom lane and then go into the team fight for now, right? I don't want him to be present.
Yeah.
But look at that. Look at 27. Look at where he is.
Yep, indeed. They're trying to catch the backline perhaps a little bit. Might just go on to Yamraj if need that here. So guys, spamming the ultimate once again. Trying to go in, but Mirio with his own off. Yeah, there's the Winter Crown to sort of immune a little bit more time. And Blade Tempest here coming in, but perfect shot landing in the backline specifically. He is being chopped down by Fallen Valentine. He's all alone. He can't be able to do much here. Trying to escape with the Purify, but gets traded off. 27 for Jazz, 27 for again. 2 for 3 right now. And Karma has taken the blow onto Fallen Valentine. It's only Haikatsu left. There's only one Tigreal. What can he do? The bravest man has to fall with Immortality being popped. 27 gets the kill. MMG taking this game. Possibly they're just chunking on to this inhibitor, dealing with damage, and they take game number 3 against Daku Sena, against Jarkan, and getting a point
लॉल
3
सबने एथेना के लिए
for the Swiss
साइक्लोप्स
brackets.
I mean, Lionel, if Funny Valentine had showed the discipline I was talking about and just retreated, not gone in a bit too deep, especially since Haitatsu seemed a bit squeamish, right? He was like, no, let's go back, let's go back. But Funny Valentine was like, nah, we're going to take this fight. And that's where the disconnect came in and they lost that last fight. I mean, they still could have won, but just overextended, over eager to get those kills and really backfired for. But well played though, well played by the side of Team DS. This Cyclops, I mean, guys, you should try him out in your rank game. He's just
Yeah.
he's on steroids.
Yep, indeed. Very fair. I guess we'll be going back to the casting desk here alongside Ray.
Hello, guys.
Hello, Ray.
I made
Dang,
my
that's a
half
nice
of my
body,
job
bro.
disappear. Yep, great, right?
Yep.
But okay, jokes aside, guys. I think it was a very interesting match. I think like what, 19, 20 minutes? I'm not sure because it
Around
ended
that.
abruptly, right? Yeah, around that time. But it was a great effort from the team in Dakusena, from Dark, right? Like we were expecting the Cyclops to come from Miyama Gang, but let's be real. I think Miyama Gang was gonna be the one experimenting, but I think Darkon were like, we're gonna do you one better. We're gonna make sure that the Cyclops comes from our side tonight, and we're gonna do a little bit of experiment. And they lost it, but I don't think it's an L. I think they, in my heart, they kind of won because to come up with this Cyclops, which is considered one of the really bad heroes. He has a really low pick rate, and he's not picked up. So yeah, to make it work, I mean, he has gotten the steroid buff, spamming his ult, like he's just throwing baseball left and right. That is just insane. But other than that, it is quite impressive that they were able to do it on the first try, on first shot, and it was impressive on their hands. Other than that, I think Miyama Gang just had to make sure to find a leeway. And Dakusena, they were playing with a lot of discipline, but in such later phases, there is the intensity keeps on increasing. There is a little bit of stress on everybody's mind because everybody knows they can be picked off. They could be the next target. So I think perhaps in that heat of the moment, a little bit of a rough decision from Funny Valentine, a little bit of over engaged, and they got taken down, and it was a wiped out. And Miyama Gang will be just maintaining their clear win streak, 3-0 into the Swiss brackets. What an insane thing!
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Yes, indeed.
I said right, the last
गया
fight, if
खत्म
Funny went and I
खत्म
just
भाई थोड़ा
retreated
skip
because
कर दो
height also.
as well. So, what
ठीक है
options are
त्रिपुरा
open?
वर्सेस
Maybe they could go
महाराष्ट्र
for that alpha first pick, or other options like the Ling kind of nerf right now. So, the first priority might not be towards Ling. Also, the Khalid is nerfed. So, what could be the possible first picks, Baldu?
Yeah, they've already, like you mentioned, the Khalid is not going to be that great. Maybe on the EXP, we might be seeing the return of heroes like Hylos, or rather than having brutally efficient EXP laners who can win the lane and also rotate, we might have stuff like Benedetta making a comeback, or maybe even, Pack. I don't think Pack is going to make his way back just yet, but with the changes in the mid lane, with a lot of those airborne nerfs, you could be seeing maybe something new. The Gutto is still very viable, so yeah. And but still, I think Tripura doesn't want
नाना
to,
आप
change what they're used to,
पार्टिसिपेट
and they
क्यों
stick
नहीं
to the
किए
Eve and the Khalid
क्योंकि मैं
for
बिजी
their
थी वॉच पार्टी
picks.
करने में
Meanwhile,
what was
Maharashtra
going on
settling
when I
for
see Sakura
the
कैसे हुआ
Alpha, and I guess it's
मैं
gonna
बिजी
be
थी
the
ना यार
Nathan
वो
and the
करने में
Valentina. So from the side
वॉच
of
पार्टी करने में
Maharashtra first, I would say that they've picked up their main parts of the mid trio. It's just Apex who's left to finalize their mid trio. But the Valentina pick by Abhi would be pretty solid for them to, pick off the Eve's ultimate, the Khalid's Raging Sandstorm. And that will sync really well with the Alpha Charge, because the Valentina is like a mid-range main. She's like a shotgun main. She's not gonna stray too far from the fight. So she's always ready to, dive in and dive out.
Indeed. So the mid lane is looking pretty strong from both the sides. Also, apparently it was ABM's first
गाइस
pick.
मेरे को एक बात
Maharashtra
बताओ
will be going with the
मेरी एपिक
first
कैसी है
OP
डीपी
hero
के
getting
लिए
picked out, the Alpha. But it feels like
डीपी
both the
के लिए
teams are kind of still sticking to the old meta, the meta that was popularized before the current patch. We don't see any focus onto the Cyclops or the Fredrin that have been picked up in the previous matches. But let's see if they will adapt to these changes in the upcoming draft phase. We can see the second ban phase has started out, and instantly Apex is getting target banned, the Tigreal, as well as we could possibly see a Matilda ban because Alpha performs phenomenally with that Matilda pick, with the guiding wind, or we can see a Rafaela ban. But let's see if they will focus more onto Apex's hero pool. Meanwhile, Maharashtra going for those jungle bans as the jungle is still left for the side of Tripura. Maybe we can see a possible Haya ban or a Suyu has already been banned out. So let's see what the
Hmm.
what the possible bans could be, Paldu.
Fair on that. Like the Ling, kind of not as viable as before after this new patch. He'll have to be a lot more careful while picking out the Ling. The damage
आप
output
इंग्लिश बोल
slightly
रहे
taken down.
लोअर द वॉइस ठीक है
My God,
इज
I
इट
can't.
परफेक्ट
Oh,
नाउ
it's the Grok which
अब
has
मैं
been
थोड़ा
banned
ड्राफ्ट
out.
भगा
A
देती हूँ
respect
रुको
ban coming out,
ड्राफ्ट भगा देते हैं थोड़ा
and we are in this match.
I just coming from the
हम्म
side of Maharashtra and
Draft will be really catch.
लास्ट
The
पिक क्या
crab claw
किया
cannon
ओके
was good too, but
जूलियन
Tripura has plans of its own as they pick up the Julian, who will be their jungler in this game. And with that, Shazi, the draft is complete. And I think I like the draft that Tripura is running a little better, mostly because of the variety they have. Each of those heroes are, winning their lanes, or at least doing well enough that in terms of lane clearance. Because the Khalid
गाइस
fast clears, fast
मुझे
rotation
बताओ ना
compared to Gato. The Eve has a better clear lane clear. So does the Beatrix in the early game. So, that is going to be very, very interesting to see if Tripura can use that early game advantage to transfer it into a domination in their actual, team fights.
I do agree. So I'm not really sure if Tripura has the upper hand here, but I feel like they're kind of lacking on the frontline department, even though they have a very good early game scaling comp. So the
अच्छा
side of
डोरेमोन
Maharashtra, though, even they are kind of focusing on the early game, but the Nathan scales kind of better than the Beatrix. So we can see some
छोड़ो
mid-game power spikes coming from Maharashtra, but
जो
the
है
whole
वही रहने दो
Tripura's
अभी
gameplay
नहीं
will be
करना
revolving
चेंज
around that early game. And if
अब
Julian
जब
doesn't
अच्छी पिच लूंगी
with
वही
the ejector
लगाऊंगी
combo, with the jawhead, it's going to be
रहने दो
kind
अभी
of tough for them to survive through this match. And Baldu, why don't you take us to the land of dawn?
And thank you for that, Shazi. We are into the land of dawn. The action has begun, and we are in this match 5 of the day. It is quite late at night, so I apologize to the viewers and everyone here if my voice is a little too loud or if I accidentally call my parents. But yes, we are in action. Super M trying to protect the river from Apex and his ministrations. But what do you think? Who's gonna be winning out the litho? But right as we speak, there's a knock-up. Apex is gonna get punished for getting that close. The Vengeance is not gonna be able to keep him alive as Abyss TZ rotating all the way from the bot lane will pick up the first blood and put Tripura on the scoreboard. And look how aggressive they're playing, man. They're not giving us a chance to breathe, and definitely not Ryu as he's sent back to the base. And look, they still want more. They want 3 kills, and they do that. 3 kills on the scoreboard within just 1 minute of this game beginning. Tripura is on a
What
roll.
What a beautiful execution there from Tripura. They are using Julian to its fullest potential. As I said, Julian needs to shine in that early game, and the whole comp of Tripura is focusing on that early game. So he didn't waste for that level 4. He didn't even rotate towards his farm. He directly went towards invading. Meanwhile, in the bot lane, there seems to be a standard routine brawl between the EXP laners, though. But the first turtle is coming up, and the early game domination that we can see from Tripura. What should be the answer from Maharashtra here, Baldo?
Oh, first is they have to regain control of that river
दीदी
and they have to respect the
कॉल
Jawhead and
वाली
Julian
स्ट्रीम
because it's
कितने
so
बजे
strong in the early
चालू
game, but
होगी
already there is an
कल
engage,
वाली स्ट्रीम
there's the Raging Sandstorm,
7 बजे
Abhi picking up the
रेगुलर
kill on
7 बजे
Super M,
स्ट्रीम
but
चालू
Abyss
होती
TZ
है
takes down the
राम राम जी
jungler of
राम राम BS
Maharashtra
वेलकम टू द स्ट्रीम
as
ये
once again that
कौन
turtle
से
being reset and
वो
Maharashtra
भी
on the back
टूर्नामेंट चल
foot.
रहे हैं आखिर
Abhi
ये
does not have
बैटल
any
की चल
mana.
रही है
He has to go back to the base along with his roamer Apex. And I think this is the prime, opportunity for Julian to start that turtle and take that win for them,
वेलकम वेलकम
at least
गाइस
in the early game, because I feel Tripura has outclassed ABM in the early
नम
game, and I think the
नम
draft contributes a
नम
lot to
नम
that.
Indeed, with Apex is actually focused on super hard there by Super M, and that's the ejector play with the execution. The early game power spike is being utilized by Tripura so well, and not only that, they are ABM seems to be kind of confused at this point. They are taking trades that are only at their own disadvantage, and meanwhile, we can see a three-man bush camp here, and they'll go on for the Nathan.
Ooh, but the curse of blood from Apex will turn this game around on its head as Radium picks up a double. He wants the third, but not fast enough to get that, as he will have to back off the bush camp from Apex, completely catching off the unsuspecting Tripura
अपन मस्त
members.
मियाँ
As now the gameplay from the Apex was really really solid on that, and now the game is not as uneven as before. With Tripura completely in domination, they're gonna be a little more careful when they check those bushes, when they walk in for a gank. It is no longer the early game where the Julian's level 3 will decide the match. But Jawhead with the ejector state, 3 massive ultimates, and Ryu will fall for the third time today, and it's only 5 minutes into the game. This is not a fun situation for Ryu to be in. He needs to get back on track and he needs to do it fast. Super Im and the Khalid being an absolute menace, while Jay is just stuck in his lane because of how immobile the Gato is beyond the AOG.
Indeed. So that was a really good pick off onto Ryu. And again, so many resources were utilized to just pick off one jungler, but at the end, the early game is again taken under control to some extent by Tripura. They made a mistake there, the top lane gank where they lost uh, com- miserably. A two-man Curse of Blood was look like it was kind of too forced, but there Super Aim is getting focused and he gets taken down too easily,
ये
kind of an
स्क्रीन पूरा
overextend, didn't have the
नहीं
flicker as well to
pumpkin
escape from there. Looks like this will
feels
be a free
uncomfortable.
turtle for
Skin
ABM, but
skin
they are
पूरा
kind of baiting it, not looking for the engage.
safe है अभी तक तो.
Ooh, maybe Van just able to use the enhanced sight to back off, not the sight, the sword to back off. But yes, makes it out with his life, but he wants the engage. The retribution does not connect. Ryu, despite the level disadvantage, will be able to pick up the turtle and the kill
ठीक है अभी
on his opponent jungler.
अभी ठीक है.
ABM will finally even out the scoreboard. Bakimad caught in a very bad place, wants to give up his life to the turret, but Radium is not gonna let that happen, picking up an unstoppable for himself.
What was Bakimard even doing there? Maybe he got too carried away with us saying that you're going to win that early game, but if you make out, misposition plays like that, then early game, leave the early game. The mid game is not even going to be in your favor. Tripura was doing so well in the early phase of this match, but from that one forced engage in the top lane, it feels like they have lost their whole objective of picking off one and then going for the whole team fight engage. They are falling off left and right. What changes can they make to their gameplay, really, Baldo?
Well, the first thing Tripura needs to do is build up some
Guys रुको.
discipline. Like, the one which we saw.
मुझे
Look at that.
बुलाया
Once
जा रहा
again,
है.
they are forcing the issue on a Gatotkaч.
मैं
And, the Beatrix price. Baki Mud should not have made that play. But look at that. Okay, once again, in the mid lane, Radium putting a lot of pressure onto Abyss TZ. He's
एक
forced to
मिनट
back out.
हाँ. कहाँ बैठे हैं ये लोग? थंडर पे बैठे हैं क्या? कौन सा रिसर्वर पे ये लोग?
The most important objective in the early game
एक
for
मिनट हाँ.
me, beyond the turtle, because with the mid control you are able to invade both side buffs, and you have a lot more pressure on the map to convert the outer two turrets.
रुको रुको.
And not only that, looks like they want to get the tier 2 bot lane as well, just after getting the tier 1 bot lane. The pressure from ABM
ऐसा
is
क्या अपडेट
kind of
दिया है ब्लू
unparalleled right now from the side of
ब्लू?
Tripura. Also, the real world manipulation IMU has been used to zone the whole lineup of Tripura out of this tier 2.
अच्छा अब्दुल
Look
से
at
पूछ रहे हो.
Jawhead, though he might be too out of position or he might look for a play. He does have the flicker. Let's see what the move is here.
And Jawhead with the play, Radium gets caught out very low, but the damage is not enough. I feel like he held on to his ultimate expecting a play, but on the top side, Jay picks up another kill onto Van as he will fall. Abyss TC's heal will not be sufficient, baiting out another very important resource. The flicker is baited out by the side of Maharashtra. Tripura now on the back foot. The
अच्छा
goal
ओके.
lead on Maharashtra has shot up to upwards of 6,000 gold, and they need to turn this around as soon as possible.
Well, it doesn't
ठीक
really
है
look
भाई.
like the side of Tripura
अरे
can really
गलत
turn it
वे में उन
around.
आवाज
लोग
आ
ये
रही है.
करते थे यार,
हेलो
सब कुछ
I
ऑर्गेनाइज.
think he jinxed their
हेलो
whole
नाना.
lineup.
हेलो जी
I said
कैसे
that they
हो?
need to focus on the early game.
मैं
They
तो
had a
ठीक
good
हूँ भाई,
early
ये
game, but
इनकी
right
बकचोदी
with
सुन रही हूँ
one
मैं.
mistake,
अरे
it
अरे
has only
ये
been
बहुत
going
गंदे लोग
downhill
हैं
for
पता
their
है.
side.
इतना एक तो
They
इतना
feel
अच्छा
I feel like
हाइपर
Jawhead
लिया.
there
मैं सोची
alone,
सब दो दो
he
टैंक
didn't
एक
have the
टैंक तो
right
मेरा बॉडीगार्ड
communication with his
बनेगा.
team that okay, I might
कैसा
try to
खेल रहे
find
थे
someone
देखा
here.
था?
ABM is there to follow his hand, even though he had Nate had
मैं तो टैंक
cornered
को ही
that
सल्यूट करूंगी भाई, और
situation.
कुछ नहीं
So it
कहना मुझे.
feels like they are
टर्टल
जो
तक
lacking in the
नहीं आए. टर्टल
communication
तक नहीं आए भाई.
and the
वही.
execution. So
मैं मेरा
one
घोड़ा
thing
भाग गया और
I'm
मेरे को
really
ठेल
I'm
दिया
curious at
गया.
this point.
कोई
What
नहीं
can
आया
they
मेरे को
do
बचाने.
to possibly out at least
ऐसे बात कहूँ तो
ABM
SM
with
भी
their
साइड
players,
से
at
निकल
least
गया
be
था
able to
उधर.
defend
मैं
this
वो भी पॉइंट आउट
aggression
करना
that's
चाहूंगी,
coming
क्यों
from the
SM
side of ABM.
एकदम
And
मस्त आप देख रहे थे
सॉरी.
नाना को,
in my
क्यों
opinion,
मतलब.
is that Abyss has to start rotating with
देख लो
Van and
भाई
Super
ऐसे ही
Imp.
होता
थोड़ा
है.
हील भी कर
Baki Mud
देते.
has to take a more active role,
इनके पास तो
and they
हिल भी
should do
था ना.
this after clearing the turret, because this
हाँ,
they have to.
इससे माया
कुछ हील ही नहीं दिया था तुम.
ठीक है भाई. ठीक है. ठीक है. और बाकियों ने चॉकलेट खाया उसका क्या?
नहीं
बंटवारा सब में हुआ था।
नहीं बाकियों ने सिल्वर पान मसाला खाया है।
रहने दो, मैं
सिल्वर
देख रही
मसाला
थी।
तो गद्दारी करके। हाँ, सिल्वर पार मसाला तो मिलेगा ही ना जब अपने लेन में चिपटे रहोगे तुम लोग।
सही बात है। आहा, कोई लड़की सपोर्ट करती हो ना, लड़की सपोर्ट करते, मजा आ जाता है, स्वाद आ जाते हैं। थैंक यू, धन्यवाद।
बस। हाँ, नहीं नहीं, मैं देख ही रही थी भाई। ये टैंक होता, पहले टैंक को बुलाओ। आज हो जाएगा हर पर।
वो कौन है? राहुल का ये कोई टैंक था ना भाई। एक बाल तक नहीं झांका है, मतलब एक बाल क्या बोले, एक हवा तक नहीं मारी मेरे साथ। भाई हवा मारा हो एक जगह कहीं पे तो साथ में चल लिया हो। नहीं 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 नहीं।
नहीं, राहुल वैसे हरामी है।
हाँ वो तो देख लिया मैंने।
वो शाम से दिख ही नहीं रहा था स्ट्रीम
वैसे
पे।
वैसे आरवी, आप मॉस्को थे ना उस गेम में?
हाँ देवी जी।
हाँ, तो आपको तो फुल बेबी सिटिंग मिली थी राहुल से, तो लेट गेम क्या हो गया आरवी?
भाई सिर्फ बेबी सिटिंग से क्या होगा मुझे ये बताओ।
नहीं नहीं, मतलब
और
टैंक तो था ना।
सिर्फ
इसका
टैंक
जवाब
नहीं था
चाहिए,
भाई।
जनता जानना चाहती है।
जवाब जवाब ये है कि जो सिचुएशन थी वो 2 वर्सेस 2 नहीं थी, 2 वर्सेस 3 नहीं थी, मोस्ट ऑफ द टाइम 2 वर्सेस 4 थी। वहां पर बेचारा टैंक या मैं क्या करता ये बताओ।
अच्छा ठीक है, ठीक है।
एक तो है
नेक्स्ट
गलती है।
ईयर एप्पल वॉच ले रहा हूँ। क्या बात है बैंगन, एप्पल वॉच नाइस।
भाई
कहा था
जैसे
बोला भाई मैंने।
बैंगन आ गया।
निक भाई धुलाई कर रहे हैं।
ले रहे क्या मियाँ? आईफोन 15। अच्छा ये कौन आया है वीसी में? पान मसाला बोलने वाला। अरे मैं एसएम और ये लोग के साथ हूँ वीसी में। व्हाट इज योर गुड नेम?
जो मैंने दी थी आपसे पूछ रही
अच्छा
है।
युमिना, ओके। नहीं मैं यमुना बोलने वाली थी, इसलिए मैं बोली पहले क्लियर
अच्छा।
कर दूँ। हाँ
देखा
युमिना,
देखा
ठीक।
देखा देखा
काइंड ऑफ
मेरा क्या
सिमिलर है
बिल्कुल
यार,
सही लगा मेरे
यमुना
को।
जी भी क्या मतलब एक
भाई मैं तो नहीं सहता कसम से, मैं तो नहीं
अरे
सहता
हेलो।
इतना तो भाई।
ओ मैं भी नहीं सहती, जिस हिसाब से वो मेरे साथ खेला था ना। ठीक है ना?
भाई दीदी ने आते ही तुमको सपोर्ट किया और तुमको नाम ही नहीं पता है भाई।
अरे नाम पता है लेकिन मिस्टेक हो जाती है, मेरा टंग ट्विस्टर है
अच्छा,
यार।
एटलीस्ट उसने पूछा। हाँ,
हाँ मैंने
एटलीस्ट
पूछा।
उसने पूछा तो।
मेरे को
देखो
पता था मैं
कैसे
कुछ
आग लगाने की कोशिश कर रहे हैं दोनों।
मैं को पता था मैं कुछ गड़बड़ कर दूँ, इसलिए मैंने अच्छे से पूछा इनका नाम क्या है। क्योंकि मुझे पता है मेरी टांग खींचने वाले दुनिया भर में बैठे हैं सब, स्पेशली ये
भाई
दोनों।
इसमें तो पूरा दो दो एक ही 2 टूर्नामेंट में साथ में थे ना, उसमें इतनी बारी
नहीं मैं
कास्टिंग
तो
की
इनके
सब कुछ
साथ
तो
नहीं,
याद ही नहीं
हमारा
है
मौका ही
भाई।
नहीं मिला हम
एक
दोनों को
मौत
साथ कास्टिंग
की
करने का।
कसम से भाई।
हमने
ठीक
किया
है
तो
भाई।
है।
थोड़ा
सात कास्टिंग छोड़ो, मुझे तो मेरा स्लॉट ही नहीं मिलता था। एकदम लास्ट में दबा के पता लगा कि कैंसिल हो गया। एक
भाई
हफ्ते तो सारे मैचेस
तुम्हारी
लास्ट में कैंसिल ही हो रहे थे भाई।
तुम्हारी तो किस्मत चमकी हुई थी, तुम्हारी और बोल दो भाई की।
सॉरी।
अरे मुझे करना था, एक्चुअली में मुझे करना था,
अरे
तभी तो मैं
यार
आगे पूछती थी। अब
तुम्हारी
मैं
मासी।
वैसे तो हल्के में
बात करूंगा तो नाना बोलूंगा। ऐसे भाई अपनी दुनिया में घूम रहे हैं भाई, अपनी दुनिया में टर्रेट में घुस गए हैं।
पता नहीं मुझे इतना नाक से
तो
शेम्बुड़ क्यों आ रहा है गाइस। मेरे को सर्दी होने वाली है भयंकर वाली।
अरे ये महाराष्ट्र एरिया में इतनी ठंडी हो रखी है ना, रात में एकदम गांड फट जाती है ब्रो।
भाई हमारे
बहुत
यहाँ के लिए भेज
बहुत
दो
तो
ब्रो।
फक। आप भी महाराष्ट्र से हो? हाँ।
मैं पुणे में हूँ, पुणे
पूना में तो
में।
रहता
यहाँ
है
रात
यार,
को
बहुत
एकदम,
रहता है,
हाँ।
बहुत भयंकर रहती है। बीच में मैं भी पूना में ही थी। आप मानोगे नहीं, इतना ज्यादा ठंडा रहता था वहाँ पे, पंखा भी चलाने जैसा नहीं होता था कंडीशन।
हाँ खत्म करते हैं।
अरे
टूर्नामेंट।
आजकल तो इतना अजीब सा हो रखा है ना यहाँ पे।
हम्म।
हाँ, टूर्नामेंट।
टूर्नामेंट भाड़ में जाए, इन लोगों की बातें सुनो। ठीक है भाई, थोड़ा टूर्नामेंट का
अरे
आवाज कर देती।
EXP lane.
ठीक है।
We can
वो अंग्रेजी बोल रहे हैं कब से, मेरी चैट बोर हो जाती है, इसलिए मैं थोड़ा बातचीत कर रही हूँ इसी में। यार ऐसे क्या बोलते हो चैट? क्या
कोई
यार
तो गेम
चैट,
खत्म करने गया है।
आपको दिख तो रहा है गेम प्ले, आपको सुनना भी है, ऐसा बोलोगे अब? लाबू वॉच लेना निक। अच्छा
शिट मैन।
ठीक है भाई। मैं जब पूना में थी तो एक चीज़ मैंने एक्सपीरियंस की थी, वहाँ पे भूख ज़्यादा लगती है क्योंकि ठंडी वहाँ पे ज़्यादा रहती है, और पंखा चलाने का नीड नहीं रहता है वहाँ पे। एग्री?
ओह माय गॉड, मुझे लगा मैं ही गड़ू भाई।
नहीं नहीं,
मैं तो
मेरा भी
एकदम
वही सीन था वहाँ पे
ये
थी तो।
कोई तो बोल रहा था सत्य कड़वा होता है।
ठंडी में भूख ज़्यादा लगती है, और मुंबई में खाली पानी पे रहना
ये
ज़्यादा
ऐसे
अच्छा
पीछे
लगता
से
है।
क्या बोल रहा है?
एसएम कह रहा है सच कड़वा होता है।
अरे मुंबई में गर्मी में घर के बाहर एक पैर रखो, बाद में नहाने भागना पड़ता है भाई।
हाँ बिल्कुल।
इतनी गंदी गर्मी लगती है मुंबई में।
शेमबुड फैक्ट्री चालू हो गई, हाँ अभी चालू हो गई है शेमबुड की फैक्ट्री। जितना किलो शेमबुड चाहिए बता देना, ठीक है? अभी छींचा चालू हो गई है, अभी
अरे
चेक
यार
किया
भाई मैं
बैगन में।
अकेले कहाँ घुस गया।
मेरे को
क्या
नेक्स्ट
हुआ
के लिए
मेरी
बुलाना, ठीक है?
मेरी पूरी टीम सो गई।
तुम्हारी पूरी टीम सो
Assimilate
गई भाई
well
तुम्हें
and
जगा के। भाई सोलो मत जाओ भाई, मैं थोड़े ना सोलो गया था, मैं तो सबसे लास्ट में एंट्री मारी है।
देख ले, ऐसे में एनिमी में मॉस्को और वो आरवी नहीं है, तो देख लो अभी
भाई भाई
लेट गेम में बूम बम होगा।
मैं जब तक खड़ा हूँ तब तक हम गेम नहीं हार सकते।
लास्ट गेम भी तो खड़े ही थे ना तुम।
वो सेंटर में नहीं खड़े थे ना, मैं एक्सपी लेन में खड़े थे, दिक्कत ही है बस, फर्क ही है।
हाइपर भी घूम फिर के इसने क्या ही लिया है रोजर।
वो पुरानी यादें ताज़ा कर रहा है।
पंकिन आपको इंग्लिश समझ नहीं आती, इसका मतलब सबको ऐसे चपेड़ मारूंगी ना मैं मुंह पे। इतनी देर से सुन ही रही थी मैं बैठ के, भूसड़ मार देना है मुंह पे।
With the Goonie
सुनो
Rome,
बैठ के।
this is going to be something interesting to see. With Tripura finishing up their draft with a Hylos going on to the Rome, and Beatrix once again on, Bakimat picking up that Beatrix for himself. Let's see if, now that
अरे
there is
राहुल
no,
कुमार क्या हो गया ब्रो?
what is this guy? Gato to watch out for. Let's
राहुल
see how
कुमार
well
नीचे गंदा
Bakimat
खेल रहा
can handle the lane.
So
सब
the
ठीक है ना
question of
लाइफ
this
में
game
तुम्हारे?
will be if Bakimud can really redeem himself in the second game.
है। ये
He
कौन
has
आ
been
गया है
forced to
भाई
pick that
हमारे
Beatrix,
ओपोनेंट के
and
ऊपर
it seems
सवारी
like
खेलने
it
में।
is one of his comfort goal lane picks. But welcome back, guys, to the land of Dawn. It's going to be
ऑब्वियसली
Tripura
महाराष्ट्र जीतेगा
redeeming themselves, not
एपेक्स।
facing a single defeat till now, but against ABM. Can they
अरे यार काश
really pull it
बिहार ही
off
रखते
in the
यार, उन
second
लोग
game?
कितना मजा आ
Is
रहा
what we
था।
need to find out.
हाँ
Standard laning
कास्टिंग में भी
phase
सुनने
again,
को मजा
kind
आया
of a
था।
mirror rotation. Looks
अरे
like
मैंने तो लाइन भी
Suyu
रेडी
will be
रखी थी नेक्स्ट
focusing on
मैच
that
के लिए,
early
इन लोगों ने
game
अपना चेंज ही कर
goal
दिया
gang,
रीजन
but
भाई
क्या
the
हट।
क्या
goal
क्या
laners are
लाइन
already
रखी थी?
brawling it out, losing a
मैंने ये
decent
रखा
amount
था
of
कि
HP
देयर इज अ
there,
सेइंग करके,
looking
मैं
for
बोलने
a
वाली थी कि
early
एक
game
बिहारी सब पे
1v1
भारी
skirmish,
या
but
पांच
looks like
बिहारी,
the
हाँ पांच
recall will
बिहारी पूरे
completely
देश पे
be
भारी
ignored
होने वाले
from
हैं, ऐसे
Suyu there.
बोलने वाली थी मैं। ये
And
सालों
the
ने
Goonie that
अपना
roam
चेंज
Apex
ही
is
कर दिया
not
ब्रो।
keen
शी
on
खतरनाक
भाई,
that
था।
अभी
hero a
महाराष्ट्र
lot,
में कुछ
but
बोलना ही
this
नहीं है।
feels like
भाई इसका पोषण
kind
अच्छा
of
है यार,
a
इसका पोषण ठीक
experiment
खेल
pick
रहा
चपेड़
है।
क्या
there from
होता
the
है?
side of
चपेड़
Maharashtra.
ऐसा
What are your
हाथ
thoughts,
का
Baldo?
चपेड़
स्लैप
होता है,
ब्रो स्लैप।
उसको मारते
The
हैं।
Kuni Rome, I
नहीं
would
नहीं
not
बंद
say it's
करो।
an
पकड़ लो
experiment
पकड़।
pick
पड़
because we have seen
घुसा
it
बूम
being
बम।
used in previous games by the same team. So
नहीं क्या पता
Apex
उसको
is a
दूसरे
little comfortable
लाइक
on
वर्डिंग
that
समझ
pick.
आते हो।
He could,
ब्रो
do the
एक
justice
चाटा
it's
चाटा।
needed. And also at one
मॉन्गोल
point,
मेरे को
चपाती
he
खत्म कर
was
चपाती
दिया
a
नहीं
भाई।
होती
meta hero.
भाई।
But there's already action
भाई
happening on
चपेड़
the field,
चपाती,
but
व्हाट द
nothing
फक?
comes out of it.
क्या
But
बोल रहे
yeah,
हो
मॉस्को
चैट?
so
भाई
far,
अब
I
भाई
think both teams are just content to mind their own business. Maharashtra does
अरे
know that the early
टाइग्रिल
game
फाइनली पुलिंग
is
अप।
not as heavily favoring.
मेरा गलती नहीं है, इंटरनेट का गलती है। आप सबने लाइव देखा है।
हुआ क्या मैच खत्म?
लॉल जीत
हाँ
नहीं
खत्म हो
सकते।
गया भाई।
अरे मॉस्को भाई बैकडोर कर रहे हैं।
अभी नाना को बुला लो भाई, मैं खाना वाना खा के आता हूँ। नाना आ जाओ तुम,
अरे
दिक्कत है क्या?
मॉस्को ने बेनी क्यूटी कर दिया तुम लोगों के साथ भाई, तो गलत हुआ। मैं क्या ना रही थी। हेलो, मैंने बोला था मॉस्को है उधर, तुम लोग बात ही नहीं मानते।
अरे
खत्म
हम
कर दिया
जान नहीं
मॉस्को
रहे
ने?
थे भाई। चेंज हो जाएगा तब आता है भाई, जब कमेंट करते हैं तब आता है।
चपाती
हाँ हाँ
सुना
खत्म हो
मैंने,
गया इन।
चपाती नहीं बोला मैंने, हे प्रभु। क्या बोला था मैंने?
देख लो,
चपत
चपेड़
चपेड़
चपेड़।
चपेड़ बोला था भाई। चपाती पे क्यों आ गए?
अभी बड़े-बड़े शहरों में ऊपर नीचे होता रहता है।
ढाबे वाली दिख रही हूँ
देख
क्या?
लो पिंकी,
थप्पड़ थप्पड़।
अभी इन लोग का गेम खत्म हो गया है ना, इन लोग ने बताया भी नहीं है तुम्हें, देखो अभी भी।
हाँ, मेरे को भी नहीं बताया जा रहा है।
भाई यूमी
हाथ
मेरी
का
जी अलग
चपेड़,
से
हाँ हाथ का चपेड़, थप्पड़ थप्पड़।
45 पता है, 45 लगाते हैं। कौन से थे आप?
अरे भाई
अगली मैच में
अबे इनवाइट दे दो, क्या करके
वो
मानोगे?
नाना आ रही है, नाना आ रही है, मैं तो जा रहा हूँ।
पिंकी के हाथ का बनाया हुआ चपाती खा। अबे ठीक है
ए
भाई।
एसएम 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 तुमको एक गाना याद है? मैं गाने की लाइन है, दिल्ली की नहीं मुंबई मुंबई वालों
ए
की,
प्रभु,
पिंकी है पैसे वालों की।
ए प्रभु। विशेष क्या बोल रही हूँ, विशाल वेलकम टू दिस स्ट्रीम करे हुए, कैसे आप? कहाँ पे है ह्यूमन आदि? उनको बुलाओ।
नहीं मैं खेल ही नहीं रही,
आओ तो
मैं
फिर,
तो बस ऐसे ही मजे लेने आई हूँ।
आओ तो खेलते हैं एक मैच।
मेरे फोन का स्क्रीन ही नहीं है, टूट
हाय,
गया टूट गया।
अच्छा पैर का भी चपेड़ होता है क्या पंपकिन? फिर हो गया तुम्हारा डीओसी,
कितने स्ट्रीम कर रहे थे?
हो गया डीओसी। पैर का भी चपेड़ होता है क्या? पैर का पैर होता है, हाथ का चपेड़ होता है।
भाई यार तुम दिख नहीं रहे हो राहुल
Into the back foot once again as Ray will be cleaning up the top side, getting a lot of gold for himself, widening that gold gap
राहुल
even
भाई
further. And
ये
look at that. It's going to be quite difficult for the side of Tripura to bounce back if they allow Radium to get the power spike, because
ये ऐसे में
Bruno
गलत सीन
is
हो
one
रहा
of
है।
those heroes
चुपचाप
that
इधर इधर
scales
ब्लू में
very
चुपचाप,
early with
पहली
just a
फुर्सत
single
में
item.
इधर
As
को।
long as he gets the Berserker, Bruno is a menace.
नखरे नहीं।
And as soon as he gets that, it's going to be very difficult. But it's Van who picks up the
मैं स्पेक्टिंग में
retribution.
चली जाऊंगी फिर।
Wow.
Maybe when coming in clutch in the second turtle fight, and I think okay, Pakimud has
पार्टी
a
बदल
few
लिया
focus
साला
on Radium
ये
वही
वाला
trying
तो,
to kill
वही
Super
तो।
is next on the chopping block. It's a high loss, no glorious pathway to escape though. Ito next. Okay, this is going to be a complete
आपका
rampage from
चपाती का
Radium. I don't know what Valentina was really doing there
मैं तो
after
पहले से
high loss
इधर ही
fell
बैठा
down.
हूँ
He should have
लेकिन आवाज
instantly
नहीं आ रहा है
taken
पता
skill
नहीं
second skill out of there, but
माइक क्लिक का
maybe he had already used it up. It felt like he already gave up
आप अपने आप
in
को
that
मार
top
के
lane
देख
skirmish,
फिर।
but
Yeah, he
Fatima
just
मार
stood
again
के
there.
being focused on. Yeah, he
प्यारा
just stood there in
चपेड़।
the second
ठीक है
tower
भाई,
already,
मैं अपने आप को
being
मार
chunked
दूंगी।
down.
ठीक है,
Even
खुश
though the side
खुश
of
मेरी
Tripura
चैट।
got that second turtle. Okay, the
हैप्पी
mid lane tier 1 taken
हैप्पी।
from maybe one as well. Fear of Alpha connecting, but the dashes are there from the Suyu.
यहाँ पे कितने लोग स्ट्रीम कर रहे हैं
Surviving
वैसे?
for a little longer, buying a lot of time
मेरा
and
स्ट्रीम चालू है।
and does he really have more dashes on his kit? The cooldowns are very
एक
low,
दो
but it's not
तीन
going to be enough
अरे
for him
पिंकी,
to escape a mid lane tower
कैसे स्ट्रीम
for
करते हो?
the
मैंने एक
slight
बार
of.
स्ट्रीम करा था ना ओबीएस से, मेरा बहुत चॉपी हो रहा था।
आपका जो पीसी है वो न्यू है या पुराना है?
मिड है, मतलब इतना भी पुराना नहीं है और एकदम
तो
न्यू भी नहीं है।
शायद सेटिंग्स करनी पड़ेगी ओपीएस की आपको सेट। एक बार जब कभी
इट
फ्री
वाज
हो।
लाइक वर्किंग फाइन
हम्म
फॉर 1-2 आवर
हम्म।
एंड देन उसके बाद इतना गंदा वाला चॉप होने लगा था,
ओके, तो
मतलब
वो
माय फोन
समझ
वाज
गई।
वर्किंग फाइन।
हाँ, तो वो
हाँ,
हीट के वजह से हुआ है। फोन हीट हो रहा था या?
अरे मेरे को अभी कूलिंग पैड लेना पड़ेगा। नहीं,
यस
लैपटॉप
यस।
हीट हो गया था,
हाँ
बहुत ज्यादा
तो
हीट हो गया।
वो आपको पता है कायरा, जो एंजेला का जिसका चैनल है, वो भी
हाँ
लैपटॉप
हाँ
से
हाँ।
स्ट्रीम करते हैं। उसका भी सेम कंडीशन है। उसको भी मैं सजेस्ट किया या तो लैपटॉप चेंज कर दो या तो नया पीसी ले लो। ये मोस्टली
मैं
ना
कूलिंग
लैपटॉप
पैड
हीट
डाल
हो
के ट्राई
जाता
करती
है।
हूँ।
हाँ, हीट हो जाता है काफ़ी, इससे होता है।
ठीक है 4 वर्सेस 4 करते हैं।
अरे जल्दी मैच चालू
He
करो
got that
भाई,
retribution.
ये ख़त्म होते ही मैं
4v4
एंड
लगा दो ना
करूँगी। हाँ 4v4।
ये आखिरी होगा वैसे।
ऐसे हम जगह खाली हो गई इधर आना है क्या?
नहीं नहीं यार, ये यार सुबह में ट्रॉफी में ही फ्लैग हो रहा है, साला क्लासिक तो मस्त चल रहा था।
Complete domination exerted by Maharashtra. The invaders have made it all the way up till the gates,
कोई
and
सामान
they're
दिला लेता हूँ।
taking them down with a battle ram. This is an absolute domination coming out from them. Honestly, I'm just blown away by how much macro and like draft
बस और
presence that
वो
these
स्टार्ट
teams
करते हैं।
have in this current game. Because honestly, like bro,
लैपटॉप में बहुत
a
हीट
lot
होता है
of us
बाप रे।
like
हाँ वही
have
तो
been
बोला मैं,
playing versus
लैपटॉप में
ABM,
हीट
but this
होता
is
है, स्ट्रीम
probably
करने के लिए लैपटॉप
prime
होता ही नहीं है।
ABM right now. Would you agree, Baldu?
Oh man, definitely. Like the way they have complete control, like you mentioned, from the draft. It has been just 6-7 minutes since this game has begun, but already there is action. There is a massive dive by Jay, using up the
हो
raging
गया।
sand stuff,
सोनिक
but
कह रहा
nothing
है
comes out of
कभी
it.
उड़
Apex
ना
tried
जाए
to push
लैपटॉप,
the
ये देखो
issue with
कैसी
a
बातें बोल
flicker
रहा है।
S2,
भाई
but
ऐसे मत
nothing
बोलो,
came
यही एक
out of
लैपटॉप
it.
है मेरे पास।
So right before I was interrupted by ABM's play once again, their macro is been perfect. They've collapsed the gold shields, got the gold they needed for themselves, widened that gap, and they're only gonna get
अरे ये
3-0
मेरी
once
टीम में
Radium
कौन
gets
बोल रहा है कि
online.
एसएम को टिग्रेल के अलावा कुछ नहीं आता तो वो बैन कर
Well,
देता
I
है।
feel that Radium is already online in this game, and there's nothing really stopping him. Maybe one will be looking for a clear, but Apex with the fight, with the jump, gets the ultimate. And does he have more
भाई
dashes
एपेक्स
to
बहुत
escape?
सही
Not
खेल
really.
रहे हैं।
Radium with that mega kill, securing the kill. Not only the kill, the tier 1 bot lane tower as well. And the tier 2 will also be focused on. Can Tripura really do anything to
एपेक्स को
defend
ना
this?
एक ही तरीके से दबा सकते हैं भाई, वो जो म्याओ म्याओ
Ah, it's
गैंगिंग
not a
किया
good.
था, वो
It's like
स्ट्रेटेजी देख के मेरा
Tripura
दिमाग
is
उड़
in a
गया। मतलब
bad
उसका
position.
ग्रॉक,
Right now, the only thing they can go on is
त्रिपुरा
again, like everyone is saying,
एंड एक और
Bakimer
कोई तो टैंक
has to
बैन
step
कर दिया।
up his game.
जॉहेड उठा लिया उन लोगों ने, एनिमी टीम ने।
वाह।
अब उसके पास कोई ऑप्शन नहीं बचा। हाँ मथिल्डा बैन किया था, मथिल्डा ग्रॉक एंड खुफरा बैन कर दिया था उसका। जॉहेड फर्स्ट पिक कर लिया, उसको ऑप्शन ही नहीं दिया कोई टैंक खेलने का। ही कुडंट गो इनटू एनिमी जंगल, कुछ डिस्टर्ब नहीं कर पाया।
लॉल।
And he couldn't give setups also. He was forced to pick Gato in roam position, and Gato in roam position is so bad. EXP से ये Gato, and इतना टारगेट किया उसको अर्ली गेम से ना भाई, पूरा मैच हार गए एबीएम वाले।
अरे अरे
क्या सही स्ट्रेटेजी
चिप्स,
बनाया था मियाओ मियाओ गैंग ने
चिप्स
भाई।
भी नहीं दिया था क्या एपेक्स को?
नहीं, चिप्स तो परमा बैन रहता है ना, इसलिए मैंने वो काउंट नहीं किया।
हाँ। त्रिपुरा तो गया। हाँ हाँ, गयो गयो, टाटा बाय बाय, खत्म गया त्रिपुरा। महाराष्ट्र जीतेगी।
टॉप लिखना ना भूले, टॉप यूज करें फिर
लैपटॉप में एयर का, हाँ लैपटॉप में एयर जाने का जगह नहीं रहता। अगर बेड पे या कहीं पे रखा तो वो हीट बहुत गंदा होता है।
जब तक प्रोमो डायमंड्स इवेंट चल रहा है तब तक टॉप ऑफ फैक्ट्री का गिव अवे चलता रहेगा अपने इधर। तो डेली 2-3 लोगों को मिल रहा है। मैं बात करता हूँ थोड़ा प्राइस पूल बढ़ाने को उनको कि 5 डायमंड क्यों दे रहे हैं। उसका रीजन है कि 1 डायमंड चाहिए होता है प्रोमो डायमंड यूज करने के लिए। उसका वजह से एक तरह से प्रोमो डायमंड का हेल्प के लिए लेके आए अपन ने 2 लोगों को प्रपोजल भेजा था। एक तो टॉप ऑफ फैक्ट्री है, दूसरा नो नेक्स्ट वाला है। अभी टॉप ऑफ फैक्ट्री थोड़ा अच्छा डील दिया है ताकि आप समझदार हो, तो उसी वजह से टॉप ऑफ फैक्ट्री का अपन ने ऐड किया है। 1 महीने तक तो ये है, अगले महीने से और कोई दिख सकते हैं शायद, या फिर ना भी दिखे। फिर नेट रुक गया यार, अभी ऑटो पिक होगा, फिर रॉजर फिर आ जाएगा।
अच्छा ठीक है गाइस, तुम लोग कंटिन्यू करो, मैं जा रही हूँ डिनर कर।
ठीक है, बाय बाय।
चलो बाय बाय।
बाय बाय। अरे क्या एपेक्स क्या जंप मार रहा है भाई। अरे त्रिपुरा में डीटीएक्स रहता है ना? हाँ डीटीएक्स नहीं है ना चैट में। वो बोल रहा था उसका रजिस्ट्रेशन होने के बाद भी उसका टूर्नामेंट में लिया नहीं। काफी वियर्ड चीज है, सुनने में आई।
Maybe he was too confident. Ryu going in, but that's the Raging Sandstorm securing the kill onto maybe onto Abyss, onto Bakimer. So that's the bot top lane inhibitor as well as taken down. What are these team fights? It feels like even if Chao goes in, if they're on like Abyss TZ goes in, but it is mostly putting his own team into the Abyss at this point.
Sure. But honestly, it felt there like, oh wait, Abyss finding the darkness and finds Abhi, and that will be a play shutdown onto Abhi, and that will also be a shutdown onto Apex. But Radium still dishing out a lot of damage. Bakimat and Van both forced walk back. And bro, honestly, like that play from Jay was a bit weird though. I think he was tired of hitting the namaz
एक
pose with his
त्रिपुरा का
skill
बंदा
too,
था,
and decided,
चैट
nah,
में
bro,
उसको
we going
भेज दो,
jihad today. And that is
टूर्नामेंट
exactly what is wrong with
टूर्नामेंट में
ABM right there.
25K
You know,
मैच
they
हुआ
they
था ना,
really should try to, end this game in
26K,
a
yes.
cleaner fashion right now, because that's exactly what Tripura could be banking on. These kinds of moments where they're able to find these small pickoffs. Abyss on the choke, combined with Bakimard on that Beatrix, it's a very good combination, and it's very potent as well, because Van is on that Suyo right now. This Suyo is like, he's not snowballed, but he still does have that damage. The mini Balmond is there, but Apex, wait, he goes in, but does not really find anybody off the camera. But yeah, as I said, Baldu, what are your thoughts on the matter, honestly?
Well, you kind of summed up most of it, as the Lord will be spawning up. But, I feel like each time it just looks like, Maharashtra is getting really impatient with the time it is right now. It is heading towards 2 a.m. in the night. And I feel a lot of the members of ABM really just want to go to bed. And the issue with that is that kind of clinical approach they had like 5 minutes ago is kind of fading. I'm not sure if it's because they're tired or they're getting cranky with a lack of sleep, because some of those deaths could have been avoided. The way Ryu jumped back under the turret, the way Jay wanted the kill on Super M, it was kind of unnecessary in my opinion. You would have still got those turrets, maybe just like 5 6 seconds later, because you have radium.
Oh.
But look at that Abyss TZ with another play. There is the SMG, the rockets are being used up, but the damage
Oh
is not
भाई,
enough. Jay diving in with a raging sandstorm. They just want the base. They're trying to defend it with their life. Everybody hitting the base. Radium with the last football smashes onto the base, crumbles that crystal, as victory achieved for ABM in this series, picking up the point they need in that Swiss bracket.
Oh, it felt like Chow was a very good flex pick for the side of Tripura. Abyss TZ on that EXP lane Chow. But he was too late in shining in this matchup. Like the
क्या
early
अपना
game
वो
presence
आईडी
was
और
lacking for the
सर्वर
side of
भेज देना.
Tripura. And Chow was really
ये
good at
एपेक्स
finding
चाहता
some pickoffs,
क्या है,
but
एक
those
बार
were not
बिहार
actually
फिर
pickoffs.
एक
He
बार
found the way of
महाराष्ट्र
the
से.
dragon the right way, but the damage was kind of lacking. The core items was lacking for the side of Tripura, and they couldn't finish it off. Meanwhile, just as Chow got the members of Tripura clumped up, 3 or 4 people together, Apex comes out of nowhere, and with that
ये
3 4 man
खेलने नहीं
violent requiem, completely wipes out the side of Tripura. So the Chao EXP lane, kind of the bane, kind of proving out to be the bane for the side of Tripura. Maybe they can uh, pull up better drafts in the upcoming matches. It's still not over, as they were undefeated
गया
till now,
त्रिपुरा,
and
गया गया.
ABM actually
ये तुम
humbled
लोग
them
का
to a
3v4
good
है.
extent.
मेरा रिकनेक्शन में जा रहा है बार बार.
Well, for sure, because not gonna lie, that this game was cleaner than the time ABM faced off against DNS. And like you said, I think that ABM really had a vendetta versus probably Super M, because like Super M's drafts were really on point, but ABM's Apex is just really good at these drafts, and he completely played Super M the way he managed to get these picks. And like as you said, the flex pick of the show, it was really good, and then they went in instead for a high lows on the row, and Abyss sent Abyss TZ on that show into the XP lane. So but that kind of changed the dynamic for Tripura a bit, since now their main pick off tool was realistically two entire lanes apart, and that's, I think, that was part of the reason why. But honestly, at this point, I guess everyone's a bit tired, and after watching such a spectacular game. So I mean, guys,
सुयु
like, thank you
सुयु
all
को
for
सुझा दिया
joining us. This
महाराष्ट्र.
has been an amazing series
महाराष्ट्र
and
सही
an
खेलेंगे.
amazing end to a really good set of games. Like, we saw INT being crushed by Zohan today, and we also saw IGN get an amazing game versus Divine Regime. So it's only fair that we get to see even more action in the final game of today. And honestly, like, thank you to all the casters and every one of our audience for sticking with us so long. With this will be the casters, me, Crunchy, Baldu, and Shazzy signing off.
Hi guys, I'm so excited to tell you that I just received.
चलो ठीक है गाइस, मैं स्ट्रीम एंड करती हूँ, टाइम हो गया एंड का। ठीक है, मिलते हैं आप सभी लोगों से हम कल की लाइव स्ट्रीम में। तब तक के लिए डू लाइक, शेयर, कमेंट एंड सब्सक्राइब टू माय यूट्यूब चैनल। बाय बाय, गुड नाइट, स्वीट ड्रीम्स, टेक केयर, सी यू ऑल टुमारो इवनिंग। बाय गाइस, गुड नाइट। चलो एंड करती हूँ। ओके, बाय चैट। गाना लगा देते मस्त वाला।